It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
All right, so here's the first bit.
Yeah.
Some doctor or something who was into, like, the way bodies work, they got their head cut off.
Who did? The doctor?
Yeah, he was doing a bit of an experiment.
And he cut his own head off?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was about, he said, when my head's in the basket, I'm going to blink my eyes.
Right. Okay, sorry, hang on, let him finish.
And,
so the doctor has chopped his own head off, and he's told everyone, I'm going to blink my eyes.
He's in the basket, and he goes like, right, I'm going to blink my eyes about, as many times as I can. So quick, count them. And they count, and he got to like 15 before he died.
Now this is how Karl told me that. Till Nick Frost explained that, Karl told me, he said, right, well, a bloke, right, he had his head cut off, and when his head was in the basket, he went, count how many times I can blink. And I went, well, that's rubbish. He went, no. And Nick went, well, no, he actually said, when my head's in the basket. And Karl went, all right. I said, Karl, do you know the subtle difference? Do you see the subtle difference?
I have to say, though, guys, I still don't really understand what went on there. You've both lost me.
The story is that a bloke who'd been found doing...
you mean that Karl just explained it and that was a clear version? Because I still don't know what you're talking about, Karl.
Well, this bloke had his head cut off at experiments against God. He was a doctor in the, in olden times.
Yeah.
And when they cut his head off...
Why did they cut his head off?
Because it was...
he was executed.
Crimes against... Exactly, he was executed, yeah. And he said to his assistant, when my head's in the basket, I'm going to blink, count how many times I blink and write it down as an experiment, right? Karl told it to me, like his head was cut off and he went in the basket, and when his head was in the basket, he looked up and said, count how many times I blink. Yeah. I love that. I love the difference in that story.
Yeah.
Both rubbish, but, one's possible and one isn't.
You believe anything that you're told, except when we tell you the truth.
What? Someone's left one of those little things in here. It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing. What are they called, those things?
I imagine just there, I was thinking of being in the front row at a Morrissey concert and going, can I just play along? They are brilliant.
I don't know what kind of sound that is.
I don't know. It's only used for when Kenneth Williams sees someone undressing.
Yeah.
That's the only time that is used, that noise.
Exactly.
That is brilliant.
But it's like it was specially created for the Carry On films.
Yeah, we need... I don't know what it is, but we need something when I walk in and see someone changing. Well, what about this? There is a light that never goes out by the Smiths. I phoned Karl up in the week, yeah, and I said, what are you doing? He went, well, even though it's one of my days off, I'm just doing some research on the web. Found anything that said, yeah, I'm doing science. And then he said, you can get wigs for dogs in Tokyo. That's his scientific fact. And I went, what do you mean? Dogs, if they need a wig? I said, if they need a wig, what? Dogs going bald? And he went, like, this is fine to him. He went, it's a stressful city, Tokyo. The world's all right with Karl. He's always got an explanation. I've only ever seen him confused once. When in Edinburgh, he looked out of his window one day and he saw a bloke putting a parking ticket on some rubbish.
Yeah.
And that genuinely confused him.
Yeah.
He couldn't work out, could you?
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
And the woman breastfeeding her 8-year-old child, you didn't like, did you?
I don't like that. But the what's the name? Animals with wigs. I kind of thought, after I put the phone down to you, I kind of thought about it, thought, yeah, it's a bit daft, that.
Are you sure he's not the ageing pop group?
No.
The Animals?
But when you think, have you ever seen, like, a bald pet?
No.
It's weird.
What do you mean?
Because my mum, we had a cat, we used to get through loads of cats because we lived on a...
Oh, God, it started early today, innit?
What do you mean you got
it's
through
only 10 past 1.
What are you doing? Running a restaurant?
We lived on...
Oh, God, what do you mean?
No, we lived on, like, a main road.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we used to get through a lot of them. My dad kept saying,
risk.
Stop wasting money, it's not...
Stop wasting money, not wasting cats.
Right, so, anyway, we had this cat that was ill all the time. And...
He was just bag of nerves, probably.
Yeah, malingerer. Yeah, I'm terrified.
I'm going to which house?
Rome. Oh, God, bloody hell. Rome.
Don't let me go to the Pilkingtons.
And he, for some reason, it kept being sick all the time. Right?
Yeah, that is nerves. That's definitely nerves.
So my mum kind of thought, I've had enough of this, and she shaved it.
Whoa. Whoa. Now, I know you're not vets in your family, but what correlation did your mum think there was between you being sick and shaving it?
Because it kept being sick and it was a pain to wash because it kept getting
So
caught
she
up.
wanted a dry wipe cat.
So
why didn't she just varnish it? What?
it's weird. It's weird. though.
So now he's cold and sick.
No, but not all of it. She left sort of the back half, but sort of from its waist, sort of.
I love that. Shave it because it's sick on itself.
And
That is
it was the
genius.
weirdest looking thing. I mean, normally I like cats. I'm always like giving yours a stroke on the head and that.
Yeah.
But as soon as she did that, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
can't touch it. And then
So now it's sick, cold, and hated.
Yeah.
Carl.
It must have, I mean, the other cats must have been taking the mick out of it constantly. It's just making things worse. I'm hoping that it got run over and was put out of its misery.
no, I think it got all right, that one. Or is that the? Yeah, it did get run over. It did.
Oh, God. Oh dear.
How many cats do you say you've got through?
I'd say whilst I was living at home, I mean, it's still on the increase even though I'm not there. So whilst I was there, probably 5.
God.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And were you upset each time, or you just got used to it?
It's one of them things, isn't it? Like I've said before, when you first see something, it's a bit of a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Elephant Man or whatever.
Yeah.
First time you see him, it's that sort of, oh, look at that.
Do you remember the first time you saw Steve? No, I'm not being funny. Do you remember the first?
Yeah, but I've said this before. It's always, then you get used to how people look and you don't... No.
I'm going to burst. You have to play a record.
No, but...
Because I just see Steve's face.
No, but I've got used to it.
Shut up.
Wait, what were you thinking during the quiz then when the questions were coming out? What were you thinking of?
Well, what it was, right, just before the quiz started, I had to go to the toilet, right, because the rule is, right, people who don't go to it, once it starts, phones off, no more
can't leave
toilet.
the room,
They take it dead serious, don't they, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the toilet. Now, I'm not being out of order here, it just got me thinking, right? I went to the toilet, the gay fella in there, right?
There was a gay fella in there.
Gay fella in the toilet. Now,
How could you tell?
How did you know?
just typical, everything about it, right?
Everything about it, right, yeah.
Oh.
What, large handlebar moustache, leather cap.
Butt plugs, amyl nitrate. Could I just say that these views do not reflect the views of the management of XFM or me and Steve.
Or
Go on,
most
Carl.
of the people in this country.
Go on, Carl. What's your problem?
Yeah, but this is what I'm worried about, really. But this is why I only got Danny Minogue right, Because this was floating around my mind. Went
She's
to the
a big
toilet.
gay icon,
Now,
isn't she?
go into the toilet. They have like men's cubicle and they have women's cubicle.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, without sounding out of order, is it wrong for me to think gay men should have their own little cubicle?
Call in.
They should have their own... Well, not cubicle, you mean an actual toilet, I suppose.
When I was at the urinal,
Yeah.
normally, there's a fella there and then you go, all right. And there's no pressure. But I couldn't go. I was thinking, should I wait? If I go into the toilet, it'll look obvious.
Yeah.
I had loads of pressure and
But
this was
what were
going
you
on.
worried
I'm so
about?
sorry.
What were you concerned
sorry,
about?
viewers? I'm so
Well,
sorry.
it's like, right, listen, when I was a kid, right, and it's all right for you to go into women's toilets when you're a kid, it's like, oh, it's a bit cute, right, as long as you're not, like, over 15 or something, right?
Right.
But when I was a kid, I went into a toilet, and women, when they use their little cubicles, they don't shut the door. Some of them just sit down on the toilet,
Yeah.
right, and you see everything. And, no, seriously, that's probably one of the first times I saw, like, a woman.
Yeah.
That, right, and my Auntie Nora when she was staying over.
What happened with your Auntie Nora?
She was, she's into wearing caftans.
Into wearing what?
Caftans.
Oh, yeah.
What caftans?
Big, bellowy sort of dresses.
Right.
And, yeah, I used to sit on the floor at home in front of the telly.
Sure.
She was on the chair behind.
Yeah.
She did a bit of a sort of a Sharon Stone scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
There was no underwear.
No.
What age were you?
What was it like?
What age were
It
Mm.
you?
was like a ripped tennis ball.
What?
Right, we're off air. We're off air. Either that or put us in for the Sonys.
This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of. Oasis, Live Forever on XFM 104.9. Right, we're in the swing of things. It's mine and Steve's favourite bit of the whole show. This is what we do this show for now. Educating Ricky.
Yeah.
Go for it, Carl.
You said that learning can't be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go for the one. What's the one about the butcher going down the butcher shop?
You've got get your kit on. We're off down the butcher's.
Yeah.
You going for that one?
Yeah.
Well, do you know the saying? Don't let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah. Well, don't give away a secret.
Right. Well, do you know how it came about?
No.
Well, ages ago. Before, like,
ages ago. 17th century.
Yeah. Before, like.
Yeah. 17's good. Yeah.
Before, like, you know, proper butchers and Dewhursts and supermarkets and that, you used to get these blokes who sold meat. Right.
Butchers, they were called then, I think.
Yeah, but the difference was they didn't stay in the same place, they moved about. Right, so they'd turn up on a street corner,
right,
and he'd have, like, loads of carrier bags of, like...
Carrier bags?
Yeah, with meat in and that, and people would
Plastic
be like,
carrier bags?
Yeah, with
whatever.
mobile butcher on them.
Yeah.
Right, so...
and an email address.
Yeah, go on.
People went, right, yeah, I need some meat, right, so they'd go up to this bloke and say, what have you got? And he'd say, well, I've got a you know, you can have a bag full of pig, or you can have a bag full of chicken, whatever. Yeah. And they'd go, yeah, how much? They go, you know, call it a fiver, whatever.
Yeah.
And they'd buy them, and to make more money, they didn't always fill the bag with what they said was in it.
Oh, I thought that might be the case.
Right?
Yeah.
So what
Did
they
they
used
ever
to do...
put cats in there?
Yeah.
But I don't see what...
Okay, so sometimes they would put a cat in the bag
They'd put a
and
cat
pretend
in
it
the
was
bag.
chicken or whatever else.
Yeah, so...
But why was a cat any cheaper than a chicken?
Because cats are wandering around the streets, aren't they? Chickens aren't. So they'd get a chicken, they put a chicken on the top so that when they look in it, they'd go, yeah, that's all right. Got a bag full of chicken. They'd get home to make the dinner, and they'd be like, what are we having tonight? And they'd go, well, you'll never guess. And they'd have, like, you know, well, you can have a chicken leg, and... You know,
but it would be a cat.
Yeah.
They'd have to defrost a pizza.
Yeah.
Did they mind that they were eating cat then, in those days?
He didn't say. He just was saying about the saying, don't let the cat out of the bag. It's like, you know, if they see that, they're going to go mad.
I'm mildly disappointed with this story. It's all right if it's true, but, you know, there's something about it, it's just... I want to know more. He always leaves it... Is it Carl doesn't quench your thirst for knowledge, he creates more. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Well, yeah, he's like the pot noodle of information.
Yeah, do you know, he never... I want to go...
I'm not nourished by it.
It's like if for every fact he tells me, there's 10 others that spring up that I have to get clear.
Well, so it was the people that were doing this, it was the dodgy butchers that coined this phrase. Were they saying to each other, don't let the cat out the bag? I.e., what I mean by that, Jack, is don't let them see the cat.
Yeah.
What we've stuffed in there.
Yeah.
Dodgy butcher, that's another phrase, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the first one.
Is that a euphemism or is that dodgy butcher?
As his meat delivered around the back.
Sure.
So that's that one. So let's get your kit on.
What does that mean?
It's a euphemism for homosexuality.
Okay. And meat, presumably, in that means different things.
It doesn't. It's a word that is also a male
would
bird.
it mean chicken or cat necessarily in that context? Or well, I suppose it could.
Yeah. Do you know what a fable is?
I've got a rough idea.
Okay, it's a thing that uses sort of metaphor, analogy, just to explain sort of morals. I mean, they're very old for a start, and it's all. I'll give you an example of one. A quick one. Oh, the one about the dog with two bones. He goes to a dog's got a bone. He sees a reflection in the lake, and he thinks, "Oh, that dog's got a nice bone. I'll have that." And as he goes to get that one in the reflection, he drops the one he's got, and that's one about, you know.
I think I was told one when I was younger.
Go on.
I think it was one. This young lad, he's got a dog, right, and he sort of is about 8 years old. And this dog, he's had it since he was about 4, and it's a bit tired now, and he chucks sticks for it, and it doesn't go for it. And he's saying to his mum, "Oh, I want a new dog. because this one's useless. It doesn't do what, it doesn't have any fun with me. So they say, oh, no, but, Rover's a good little dog. You should look after it. And he's like, oh, I don't like it. I want a new one. So they buy him a new puppy. And it's running around, yapping about, and he's loving it, and he's playing around with it in the grass. And then one day he goes to the park, and he's messing about and rolling about with it, and he falls into the lake, right? And the little puppy's, like, yapping at him, and he's going, help me, the little dog's yapping. And then the old dog comes and gets his collar, and it pulls him out of the lake, and he goes, oh, God, why did I forget about you? You're the better dog. And he loved that one again rather than the puppy.
I got a feeling that was Lassie.
Well, yeah, that was an episode of Lassie. What's the moral? What's the moral there, Karl? What's that telling? What's that explaining through analogy?
Sort of, don't forget the old.
Look after old people. I remember there was one I heard once about a young boy who got trapped in a lake inside a cage.
But he loved his trainers
so much he wasn't going to get them wet. But even though he had to get out there,
and even though he thought that was the important thing because it's material value, he actually drowned, and the trainers were no good to him then. I woke up this morning,
feeling fine.
It's not a blues song, and I turned my phone on, and it was from Karl, and it went, "Forget it, I've made my mind up." And I thought,
wow,
what is that? And I
forget it, I've made my mind.
I went, Karl, what is it? He went, oh no, it's about the text I sent you last night. I went, well, what was it? I just got this text. He went, I was just wondering, I was thinking last night. He said, supposing you had to have your hands removed.
Sure.
Right? And the doctor said, well, you can either have them stay like that with stumps, or I can sew feet there. What would you have? And I was bleary-eyed, and I went, the stumps? He went, yeah. I went, all right? He went, yeah.
And then what was his follow-up text to that?
And then I got the text, it was obviously before it, and it went, and it was like quite serious. What would you do if surgery not doing your hands? Would you have stumps or the feet? Right? Now the way, when I said he's made his mind up, and I went, the stumps, he went, yeah. I think secretly he decided on the feet, but was too embarrassed to tell me.
There's a little bit of what would you do? Because
But why did you think of this? Why did you think of this?
Girlfriend's away, right?
Yeah, no, that's not why you start thinking bizarre surgery devices.
Right? I'll let you into my little mind, right? Last night, I had some beans on toast, right? She was away.
It's good already.
She was away, so you had some beans on toast. She went wild.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I was stood up. I live on on a high street, right? So I'm washing up. I'm looking out the window. First thing that had my attention is I can look into other people's flats, right?
Yeah.
And it was weird how all these different lives were going on. I was watching them, and everybody had the telly on and was watching Volcano, right? Which was on last night.
Right.
And I thought, oh, that's weird, right? I can see them all watching it. And it was like a little Chinese lad who was dancing around in some underpants. Yeah. And then there's a little old woman who lives downstairs who was reading a book, and she's always reading a book every night. And it's like, I have a better life than her. And then there's like some sort of bouncer who's always getting ready to go out late at night with all the black on. He looks like a bouncer. So I was watching all this life going on. I thought,
did you witness a murder while you were doing it?
Yeah.
It was like that sort of Sliver film where that bloke had loads of tellies watching people's lives. So that was going on in my mind. And then I was washing up, and I picked up the plate, and I thought, oh, it's amazing, isn't it? The human body, the way you can just sort of, I want to pick that up, and you do.
Yes.
And the way your hands work, right? Yeah. You've got 5 little digits, but it's just the right amount to do to do what you've got to do, right? So I'm cleaning the plate.
Sorry, Karl, stop. It's just the right amount. Might be one of the most genius things I've ever heard said. I would love David Attenborough to phone you up and say, Karl, how do I word this about the evolution of the mammalian front limb? Just go, we'll just say it's the right amount.
But it is. One
of course
extra would get in the way.
Yeah.
And one less would just make it that little bit more tricky when picking up a bit of a slippery dish.
Sure, or buying gloves. Yeah.
A slippery dish.
And then the other thing is, the one that I was reading, the world record with the fellow who's pulling a train with his teeth. Does that make any difference that he's done it with his teeth?
What do you mean?
Well, what difference does it make?
Well, isn't it? It's quite hard to pull a train with your teeth, I imagine.
Well, it's pretty hard to pull a train. all I'm saying is it because he couldn't beat the fella who's pulling it with his hands?
Well, this is my point. I think there was one bloke with the record for the running backwards 100 metres was sort of like 11 and a half seconds. And I was thinking, turn around, you'd probably have a really good go at that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sort of like doing a marathon with a milk bottle on your head. Take the milk bottle off and see how fast you can go, you twat.
But you can just tweak it, like the fella who has done the pegs on the face, right?
Yeah.
His name's Gary Stretch Turner, right?
Right.
So you're sort of cheating already if he's got a stretchy head, right? but
you are, right, you are one of the most stupid humans I've ever met.
Well, get me in the book. Yeah. Right? Well, listen. So Gary Stretch Turner, right, his record is 153 pegs.
Yeah.
He did it again, and he only got 150 on. So he hasn't broke his own record.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if he tweaked it a bit more, would that make a new record?
What?
Well, if he said, I've got 150 pegs on, but at the same time as eating a burger.
I see what you mean, yeah. He'd be the world record breaker for pegs and eating burgers at the same time.
Yeah, just change it a bit. If you know you're not going to make it, just do something else.
I'm assuming the rules are set at the beginning, Carl. That's it. That's where they say, right, you're just going to do the pegs thing. You're not going to introduce burgers halfway through, are you? Definitely not. And then they have a go.
I was on one leg, not interested. How many pegs? 150.
Can I just ask very briefly, I was quite interested by the family had to move because they lived on Butthole Road.
Yeah, I quite like that one.
Now, I don't know if I've told you before, Rick, where I used to live. I'm not going to tell you the name of the street that I used to live on, not on air, because my parents still live there and I don't want, But I'm going to write it for you now. This is the genuine name of the street I used to live on. Just imagine when you're at school.
Yeah.
And like in class, for instance, in French, you've got to say, you've got to answer where you live.
Yeah.
J'habite, wherever.
Yeah.
That's the name. This is actually the name of the street we lived on.
No, it's not.
I swear to God.
That is...
Absolute right. I could phone my father now and he could confirm that for you. I swear
because he doesn't want
to God. And I'll tell you that...
But listen, do you know what worries me? It's the apostrophe S.
I know.
Because that's blatant.
Yes. Amazing, isn't it?
That is incredible.
But imagine how embarrassing
that was. So if I look that up in the Bristol...
You will find that in the Bristol A to Z. I swear to God.
That is really... Why have you never told me that before?
I can't believe I haven't.
That's
I'm
incredible.
still embarrassed now. Do you know, whenever I have to phone up, if I have to give that address, I always spell it instantly.
Really?
Like, somehow that will hide it, that will disguise the name.
But I can't get over that.
Anyway, if you perhaps live in Tits Avenue, or...
Wankling Drive.
Wankling Drive, just get in touch. Let us know, we're not really interested.
You've been voting in all week, sending your emails, so here's the clips that you wanted. Carl, you're making noises while I'm talking.
Yeah, but you do this all the time, trying to wind me up. And I'm not saying Manchester's the best place in the world, but what I'm saying is there's bits of it that I really miss.
Yeah.
Like last Sunday, right? When I'd met up with Ricky, we had spaghetti bolognese, which was all right. And then I said to him, I need some soil.
Damn, I wish you'd invited me. It sounds amazing.
So I need some soil. What do you think?
You need some what? Soil?
Soil, yeah.
I need to repot a plant, right?
Yeah.
So
you need to repot a plant?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'm like, where you can't see these shops in London. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing around.
I took him straight to one in my street.
Yeah, but near your street, and that's probably the only one in London.
Well, you say that, Carl.
No, it does annoy me. Round my way, it's like, you
can't move for soil shops.
There's earth. You can just pick up handfuls walking down the street.
Yeah, incredible. People just lean over into someone's front garden. No, you can take the plants as well.
No, but what I'm saying is, Manchester, there's loads of decent hardware shops.
Yeah.
Here, if you want a panini and a latte or whatever, you can't move for them. But for soil, I had to go virtually how many miles away from me to carry that soil home and stuff. Yeah. It's not good. I mean, London's all right, but if cities were sort of marked...
It's neglecting the peat market, really,
well, there's barely any mulch available in central London.
I'm sick and tired of not getting a good, decent compost of a Sunday.
Indeed.
So, I'm thinking of moving to the north, where there is loads of soil and gravel.
Indeed.
And animal shite.
Whatever.
Yeah. So you were going to say, if you were marking cities out of 10, what would you give London?
Well, if you were marking them on, on what they have.
Right. As opposed to what?
Well, as opposed to
How
the
you
name.
spell it.
Say, like, I think the greatest city in the world is Rome. Right,
Okay.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Have you been?
What? Yeah. Why do you think that though?
Just because, like, you turn a corner and there's something there that's really old. Right? Like, you're going down a normal street.
Go and stay in a Derby and Joan club.
Yeah.
No, but it's like you're going down the road and then you turn a corner and like the Colosseum's in the middle of a busy road. It's like, what's that doing there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just when you think there's no more, you turn another corner.
It's almost as if that was there first.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? London,
Yeah.
what have we got? You know, Trafalgar Square is world known. And you go there, what's there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of space there. Get one big B&Q.
In Trafalgar Square.
To cater for the whole of people who live sort of central Londonish.
Yeah.
And then I'd be happy, but what I'm saying
With
is...
Nelson just popping up through the middle, because you can still see it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
B&Q, so B&Q could be like the whole sort of flat thing and make it sort of grey so it looked like rock, and then Nelson popping
Make it
up.
classy is what you're saying.
Yeah. Stone clad it.
Yeah.
So it looks like you've made an effort.
Exactly.
And then you can pop in, and then you can go out and go, oh look, Nelson's column. Oh look at that, isn't Nelson? Oh look at that, the victory, defeat. That's fantastic. One of the greatest living.
Yeah.
I need some nails.
Yeah. Perfect. Killing two birds with one stone, you're saying?
But why isn't there more than them shops? Because when I went into yours, every time I've been in there twice now. The first time was to get a shower head, right?
Right.
And I went in there, couldn't resist buying something else. I ended up getting some super glue as well.
Blimey. Hey,
Right.
big spender.
And then last Sunday we went in there, got 2 bags of soil, not one, I bought 2,
Yeah.
and I bought some scissors to cut plants with.
Secateurs.
Well, you don't.
Scissors.
You never know when you want. You know, you might need more soil, I suppose.
Well, I've got
You've
2.
stopped out now. Where'd you keep it under your bed?
Sorry, this isn't going out, is it, this conversation? It's not going out on air.
I got a feeling it might be.
You're joking. We better play a record.
Okay.
Play a classic. Right, we've got who's that on the line?
It's Rob.
Rob, and are you a doctor?
I'm a final year medical student. I'll be a doctor in 2 months, touch wood.
That's close enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, where do you study? Do you want to give more details, or do you want to remain anonymous as you're calling in to
I study at Barts Hospital.
All right, great. So, why do GPs sometimes put their finger up a man's anus?
To see what's there. You know, if you've got hemorrhoids, if you've got an enlarged prostate, you know, it's either that or they stick up a big tube and have a look up with a light.
What?
And it's easier to do that.
Now, are you dumbing this down for us, or are you going to fail your medical exams by saying stick up a big tube with a light?
I'm dumbing it down.
Okay, come on then. We're all intelligent people here, and Karl. So you tell us what's that called?
It's called a sigmoidoscope.
Right.
Nice. That was a clever test, wasn't it, Rick? I think he's a real doctor.
Yeah.
12-inch long tube they can put up there.
So, Karl, would you prefer that or a finger?
Well, so do they sort of do the finger first, and then, I mean, at what point do they say, hang on, we need a light here? I mean...
It's normally if there's something wrong.
But, so if I go then, say if I go to this well-known clinic, right, and they go, yeah, the art's good and that, yeah, finger, there you go, and then they go, hang on, I'm going to go and get me light and tube. I could start worrying then because they've sort of found something.
And they're not likely to go straight in with the tube. They'll probably send you off some tests first.
Well, Karl, there's nothing...
Hospital.
But you go to these places to put your mind at rest and to know where you are with your health. I mean, it's not that you go along. That's what most people worry about. They think that because I'll go along and they'll find something. Well, one, that's illogical. It doesn't heighten the fact they'll find something because you go along. And two, if they do find something, it's a good job you went along. I mean, I'm a hypocrite because I don't go to the doctor, but I've had that done.
You should be concerned if when they shine the little light in your ear, it comes out the other side of your ear.
No,
the other ear comes right out the other side. That's when you should be worried.
But Rob, right, you said then, if they find something, they send me off for some tests. Why can't I just have the test without that and cut out the middleman? Do you know what I mean?
Because you're wasting lots of money.
There's hundreds of tests they could do, and they could do every test, and they could all come back with nothing, or they could do the finger up there and send you for the 3 tests you need to find out what's wrong with you.
But in this day and age, with all the technology and that, and like brainy doctors and all that, the only way to find out is sticking a finger up there.
What are you worried about, Karl? Is it fundamentally that this doctor who's has done 6 years medical training.
Yeah,
Is it embarrassing to have a man's finger up your ass?
I just don't understand how you can get round to that without...
But what don't you like? Is it fundamentally you don't like anything up your ass, or is it the fact that it's a man's finger up there?
I don't like going to the doctors. It makes me nervous, because I think if anyone searches you long enough, they're going to find a fault with you, right? And especially if they're going that far into you. They're going to find something. And...
Probably not.
Well, you know, I just don't... I don't know how to get round to that sort of... that point where you get a... What do you talk to the doctor about? He's like, all right, nice day. Strap your trousers.
He goes, he says, I'm gonna just,
Most people just shut up and let you do it, and then breathe a sigh of relief when you say there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But is that at the end of the test, or is that the first thing he does?
It's the last thing.
So that trousers up out the door.
Because he knows it ends conversation. He knows it's a bit of a faux pas. The doctor says, I better not kick off with the finger up the arse. What I do is I'll start on with the, the head, and then we'll then go, one final thing, Mr. Pilkington.
So Rob...
He drops his keys and he goes, pick them up. And as you bend over...
Will you be doing this, Rob? Is this what you're, like, open to do? You do all these...
I'll have to do it at some point. All doctors do it at some point, no matter what they specialise in.
So the first one, is the another doctor there to sort of make sure you're doing it right?
Not dentists.
No, but do you know...
aren't doctors anyway.
No.
But do you know what I mean? Like, normally it's like a co-pilot will have someone with them for the first one. So when you put your first finger in...
Yeah.
Will someone be there going, right, you just want to move to the left of it?
I've already done it.
Have you?
Yeah. So that's the thing with a student, you're learning. So you get people teaching you.
And you learn on...
these things.
Can I just point out, Rob, I think I'm right in assuming that you have a glove on.
Yep.
And there's lubrication.
Yep.
And it doesn't hurt.
No.
There you go. What are you worried about, Carl?
Who's this person who everyone's testing on in your class?
It's not one person.
One person. There's like, when a patient comes in and they've got a problem, your boss, the consultant, he does his finger up, and if he finds something, he goes to the patient, is it alright if the student has a feel as well? Then the student puts on a glove, puts the sleeve on the glove, and sticks his finger up and sees what he comes out with.
Rob, I wish you could see Carl's face. I mean, his face when you said, and he says, can this fella have a go as well? He looked horrified. That he thought it was a free-for-all, like there's a queue of people trying on gloves and going, let's have a go. That looks good up there. What have you found?
No, I mean, how come you had to sort of... Is it not something you could test on yourself rather than waiting for other people to come in? Because then, you know...
It's an awkward position to get to, really, isn't it?
Well, but you can have a good rummage then without feeling too awkward, but to sort of have a go on your first patient when you don't really know what you're looking for anyway, do you know what I mean?
Never really thought about it.
Because you don't... If you've never done it before... You pop your finger in there, and you've got to sort of look. You've got to have an expression on your face, like you know what you're finding.
Well, they can't see what you look. They can't see your face.
There. You got the big boss consultant man going, now move your finger there, and you'll probably feel this. But he's just done it. He knows what's there.
Well, what? Oh, so he's already had a go. He's had a feel, and he's going right. If you feel to the right, that's the conglomerate or whatever.
The conglomerate, yeah. Its conglomerate is in perfect working order.
I'm still...
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Carl is probably the worst patient you'll ever encounter in your medical career. Good luck with your finals, and thanks very much.
And do you know any female doctors who do this? Or?
Thank you. XFM 104.9. Thank you.
All right. This is Carl, the producer of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant on XFM 104.9. We're playing out some of the best bits. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's another one. Can't concentrate now.
Oh, he's all stressed because the lady from MTV's here. She's going to film his little face. So the things he said in the week, he was so worried. He's got worried about the spot on his head. That won't come out. Just you got your best side.
It's on that side. That's all right.
Oh, yeah. The camera's out. Look, he's getting nervous now. Okay, Carl. Ignore the camera. Okay, just ignore the camera. Okay. Now, me and Steve have done our research for you, and we've got two amazing things to tell you. What should I tell him first, about the baby or the...
Well, they're both equally fascinating, so you choose.
I'll tell you the crab thing first, right? Steve actually saw this thing in The Guardian of the Week about our research thing, and then we looked it up, we looked into it on Friday, and it is incredible. Right, listen to this. There's a thing in a bay in New England, right, where it's like the biggest, they make
silicon chips and stuff for computers, right? And because of the data protection thing, after they've done them, because they have to destroy the plates, right, well, the information's sort of put onto them, but there's still flakes of silicon. They sort of grind it down straight away, and some of the flakes got into the bay, okay, but some of the information is still on even the slight granules of silicon. Anyway, gets in the water, and silicon is rather like a carbon derivative. They reckon if there had been life on another planet that wasn't carbon-based, it'd be silicon-based, because that simple sugars and proteins, it's just COH and that, and it can work with silicon, right? Anyway, the crabs have been taken up, they're still in the water, and they looked out on the beach, and over years the crabs have started sort of putting themselves in formations, like geometric format, and they couldn't work out why they were doing this. And when they put them in the experiment, they sort of like chopped them up, and they found they'd taken on silicon, and it had sort of got into their brain, and they were downloading information. They picked up little things, because it's just chemical, you know, like electrical impulses that got information off the silicon chip, and they were interfacing it. But this is the amazing thing. One bloke sort of thought of this, and he thought, well, if it's a simple computer with a brain, if it's just a simple sort of electrical thing, then maybe there's sort of, you know, we could get it down. So what they did is they made a thing called a biointerface, and they put it into the crab's brain, just a really simple brain, so it's measured avant-garde, right? And it got impulses from it, and they were getting like computer readers, so just flashes of like symbols and geometric things right on this screen to read the crab's brain, and it was stuff like, you know, fragments of a.
What made them do this in the first place?
Because they saw the crabs behaving differently. They were behaving differently to each other. They were just like, they were, you know, intelligent, and they were sort of solving problems and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, when they downloaded the thing, it was like there was they found one of the secretary's names where it had been on the silicon chip, where it was just like a flash of a computer screen. But the most amazing thing is, they downloaded a memory, right? It was like a snapshot where it had been burnt onto the retina of the crab, just a snapshot or something, and it was like a picture of the beach, like a couple of years ago, right? And they also did, incredible, it was like just a digital black and white sort of thing, so they could see what the crab had seen.
Amazing.
Jeez.
Amazing.
So
intelligent crabs.
What are they doing with them now?
Super brain.
Well, they think this is the upshot. They think they could use it as spy crabs, because they could get these crabs. Also, the other thing is, as generations went on, right? So they put a crab in to sea or something, right? Lots of crabs in, and then as generations went on, a newborn crab, they downloaded the memory, and it had the memories of its great all together. It had every memory that any crab had been related to it beforehand, because it passed it on. It just passed it on.
So not even ones that had been eating the silicon stuff.
Yeah, no.
These are just like ones that have had kids.
Yeah,
and they've got like.
And they know so you'd know everything. Your everything right the way back.
So would that work if we ate silicon?
Well, possibly.
So what are they going to?
Well, they can use them for all sorts of things, though. I mean, that's what's incredible. I mean, I don't know how you train it particularly. I don't know, it'd be quite tricky to train, but I'm assuming if they can do it that way, then presumably they can give it like certain silicon information, which they can then plant in it, if you like, within its sort of food.
Also, if you could get them onto enemy beaches, you'd have like 1,000 digital cameras just
taking around. You could get like, you know, Osama bin Laden or someone just crawling around.
They don't understand the information they've got.
No, they don't know they're doing it. They just download them.
So it's not like you could torture them and they won't be able to sort of give you the information, because they wouldn't know what information they had, because they're just.
But the first crab they downloaded, they just kept seeing the same picture of a big crab feeding it, which they
really,
yeah,
wow, that's what, like its mother crab or something.
Yeah, just memories of it as a child.
But they're not in colour, presumably. Because
no, it's all in black and white. It's just a digital camera, because it's just they don't see in black and white, so it's just like a I don't know. I think it's burnt onto the retina or something. And the only one that they kept were the ones they saw a lot of the time.
Wow. I mean, in a way, some of the educating Ricky I've got for you today is on the similar lines.
Right.
Oh, you've got to be impressed by that. You've got to be impressed by that.
That's pretty good. I mean, I'm interested to see, you know, what they do.
What they do with what the crab developments are.
But yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, just digest that information, because that's not even the most impressive one we found.
I think it is.
I suppose it's pretty impressive, but the next one's maybe more shocking.
Okay, right.
Well, let's play a tune, and Ricky's got another extraordinary fact. Have you actually punched anyone yet? Have you actually?
No, I haven't punched recently. I've punched pads, and I've punched the bag, and I've sort of sparred and that.
I know you're going to get a chance to punch someone.
As I suspected, my punching power's alright, but my fitness is, it felt like I was smoking.
Yeah.
But there's, bits of lung that haven't had oxygen in them for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. And also because it's not only it's being filmed, but there's other fighters there that are ridiculous. They're like machines, right? And it's that thing I can go, right, I can come out on top, but die now of a heart attack, but never give up. Or I can sit down and go, I'm sorry, I feel ill. And I chose that one, and of course they took the mick.
Well, of course.
But I mean, soon, as I said, I haven't got the respect yet of the boxing fraternity, but...
how long have you got then before...
4 weeks.
Okay, so, and do they think that they can turn you around health-wise in that time?
No, they're going to be coming out on a Zimmer flame. No, they're going to teach me the basics and see how it goes, Right. But I mean,
and each round is 4 seconds, is that right?
Yeah, 2 4-second rounds.
With a 2-hour break in between each one. Sit-down meal.
So, give them a number. I want serious suggestions of my fighting name. Nothing insulting, so we can actually use.
Well, let's give out the email. That's always the easiest. Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. What's the number, Carl?
08700 800 1234.
And it doesn't have to be in the middle, it could be at the beginning, like the Rage.
Okay.
Ricky the Rage.
Ricky the Tits. Sure.
Ricky the Man Player Record.
It was a good day, Ice Cube talks to me about my life in the pub.
Yeah.
A couple of emails are already coming in, they're flooding in, Rick, inevitably, as boxing name suggestions for you. This is one from Matt, I think. He's given a couple, actually. Ricky the Pudding Gervais. Ricky Big Mac Gervais. There's a theme here, Ricky Pasty Gervais. The pasty. I quite like the pasty. Here comes the pasty.
As Carl said, the thing is, if you have a really good nickname, it's embarrassing when you lose, whereas if you just call yourself, it's not so embarrassing when you lose. Carl, this is doing no good for my ego.
Do you know what I mean? If you have, like, Killer Gervais.
Yeah, and then you end up, like, vomiting, choking on your own vomit, upside down, hanging out the ring.
What happens if you win? Do you have to...
Whereas there goes the pasty being stretchered off in the first 2 minutes. It's not such a problem.
There he is, being lightly basted and chucked down a mine. What do you mean? What do I have to do?
Say if you beat Grant. Say if that happened.
Right.
What happens next?
What do you mean? What happens next? What do you think? This is a contention fight for the big one.
But do
Well, then we make Ricky 2.
No, but do you know if they're planning on making more money? Because it's for comic relief, isn't it? So what happens on the night?
It's for a charity of our
Comic
choice.
relief would make sense.
Whatever, right?
Yeah, it was last time. I think that was last time.
Is it sport relief? It's not sport.
It was last time, but I think this is a programme where
and how do you make money for charity from this? Do we pay to sort of for how many punches to the head you're going to take? Or
no, I just
how long you're going to last?
I assume the BBC donate money, or someone, or a sponsor, or whatever. I don't know. Just donate money, because it's actually a programme. This is more about a programme with a charity angle. So
So as if you get killed, there's more money and food to go around. Maybe. But no, I mean the thing is, what's the next step? Because if they go well done, you've won. Thank you very much.
Well, Carl, what do you expect? That it's winner stays on? Like in a fair, where I go out there and I let people punch me.
On Bird of Manning.
Yeah. And then my twin gets up.
Yeah.
It's just it's a programme.
He's not going to turn pro.
It's like faking it.
Yeah, but what's the point if it's not going to go anywhere?
Well,
sorry, him fighting Grant Bovey in a ring is not entertainment enough.
Yeah, what's the matter with you, Carl?
That's going to get his face pummeled in. That's
Coldplay, The Scientist on XFM 104.9. Right, competition, isn't it?
No, it's Educating Ricky Part 2.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I wasn't even listening. He's doing all the work, I wasn't even listening. I want to spill some water on that. Right, what's this one again then?
Right.
What's the teaser headline?
Teaser headline is, What's Tomato with You?
Brilliant.
Yeah?
Go on. How excited were you when you came up with that? You couldn't wait to come in and tell us, could you?
I think it's a good one because you won't forget it now, will you? Okay. I mean, like the worm one. What's so special about the worm?
you know, a lot of people think that if you cut a worm in half, 2 worms will grow, but no. What happens is if you cut the head end slightly nearer the tail than the tail will die, but the worm with the head will be okay. So, it's exploded a myth, and it taught me something.
Right, so the second one, part 2 of educating Ricky. What's tomato with you?
Yeah.
What this one's about is, ages ago,
It's scientific.
There's never a date. There's never a country, a location.
Okay, settle down, children. This is A-level history. Right.
Once upon a time.
Yeah. When a mental place with swords was a king. Forget his name, but he was a loony. So, and it was literally ages ago. Yeah. So, good luck in the exam. Yeah.
Right. So, like, you know, all right, many years ago.
Oh, yeah, cleared that up. Go on.
They thought tomatoes were poisonous. Right?
Okay.
Because what
Hold on, are they going to be proved wrong at the end of this story?
Well,
because I don't want to give away the ending, but is it something to do with are they poisonous tomatoes?
No.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
I don't believe it.
Go
on.
They're going to be eating tomatoes all this time.
Oh, Steve, what's tomato with you anyway?
Okay, so hang on a minute.
What's
Let's just
recap
quickly. Many years ago, when people thought tomatoes were poisonous.
Yeah.
Go on,
Well, they didn't know they were poisonous then because they were still eating them. But what was happening?
Well, they're not.
But they're not poisonous.
But hang on a minute.
All right, and it's not. I'm just going to listen. I'm not even going to talk.
I'm not going to tackle it
So,
anymore.
if you remember, years ago they didn't have like pottery plates. They had lead plates. Right?
What are you talking?
Just let him talk.
Sorry, what year is this?
Let him talk.
Come on.
Plates made out of lead, and what they'd end up doing, they'd say, right, do you want a tomato? And they'd go, yeah, all right. And they'd put the tomato on the lead plate and cut it. And because of the acid in the tomato, right, it would sort of make the lead runny, and the lead would go into the tomato, and they'd say, oh, it's lovely this, and they'd be eating it. They'd get food poisoning, lead poisoning, what have you, and they'd be really ill. So they thought tomatoes were poisonous, so they didn't eat them for many years.
And when you say they, do you mean the people of Narnia?
Yeah, this didn't happen.
Where was this happening?
Sort of in Britain and that.
You put him on the spot there. Oh, I hope there's no uppity pupils at this school when they go, what do you mean, sir? Oh, if you're going to... Oh, I'm fed up with you.
Do you understand?
No.
So the
No, you've got... No, right, okay, first of all, Carl, where'd you get this information from?
Where
14
did you get
times
that?
as well?
Do you know...
You can't remember?
I don't know where I got that from. I don't know where I got it from. But why don't you think that makes sense?
But what? Someone once got lead poisoning from a tomato?
Not just one, loads, and then all of a sudden... No.
Why is this educating me?
Because I'm telling you that tomatoes...
I can't take anything away from this. I don't know what to take away from this. What have I learned? Don't mix lead with tomatoes. Why is this educational in any shape or form? What are you telling me? A long time ago in the land of Glunk, right, where the ninnies did slib, right, they thought tomatoes were poisonous because they ate plates of lead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we all know tomatoes aren't poisonous.
Is that what we're taking from the story?
Is that the moral of the story? Don't believe these people that I'd never heard of before. What are you talking about, Carl? I
think it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
Is this the same people that were spreading those malicious worm rumours?
My hangover's coming back. I've got to get some water. Play a record that was rubbish. Placebo, Bitter End on XFM 104.9. This is pre-recorded. We recorded this a couple of weeks ago, before Christmas. I hope you had a great Christmas. If you didn't, not our fault, really, is it?
Nothing to do with us.
Wouldn't have thought we'd have.
We're well over time because we've got plenty of cash now, thanks to a lot of you who probably bought the Office DVD.
Yeah.
Probably got
and
that
if you
in
haven't
stock.
yet, and you've maybe got vouchers or money, still available.
Still there in the shops.
Still available. You can still make it the best-selling DVD of all time.
Please do.
Yeah. Please do. I'll tell you what you want to hear there before you make your mind up. I'll tell you what, if you like this next clip, go and buy the Office DVD. I think you will. It's a brilliant clip.
It's the one where we talk about, well, it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
We talked about it before. Do you know the little mouse that had an ear on its back?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Well, you thought he had a bad time, right? Listen to this one. Mouse walking about with sort of wearing a monkey's testicle. They're just having a laugh. This is what I mean about a lot of scientists. What are they doing? When's that going to come in handy?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, they were seeing if, say if a fella loses one, right?
Yeah.
Hitler or whatever. And they go, well, don't worry about it. We can sort you out. I don't know what the monkey's going to do. I don't know if they keep passing them on or whatever. But the actual monkey testicle was put on the mouse. And it worked. It worked for the mouse.
But isn't it... I mean, isn't a monkey's testicle quite large in relation to a mouse? Would it not look like the mouse was on a space hopper or something?
Oh, yeah, it didn't look good.
Well, they didn't put it where its testicles would be.
No, they did.
Like, well, how could it walk then? The ear was on his back, so he could just get about.
Well, I don't know. But
you don't know, do you? You just guessed. Did they grow the monkey's testicles where the mouse testicles
would... Well, it looked stupid anywhere else, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, whereas a mouse with monkey testicles, that's fine.
Oh, you'd be showing off. You'd be all right. I'd prefer that than the ear.
When that mouse gets put back in with the other mice, do the other mice go, George, you look different. Have you had anything done?
But the weird thing is, as well, apparently it still works as a monkey.
What?
So, like,
what are you talking about?
Like the sperm and that was it was still sort of monkey.
Of course
sperm.
it was. What are you talking about?
Well, that's weird.
But what, Karl? What do you? It's only a thing to give it nutrients. That's all the thing they're testing. It's like grafting at that level. Right. What's your question? Because I'm right. What do you think? It would change eventually. It would have changed into a mouse testicle because it had been hanging round a mouse for so long.
No, I thought the actual sperm of it though would be a mouse's.
Why?
Because it's hanging off a mouse.
No, but your sperm is actually created in the testicles.
So
that's why it has to be outside your body. Otherwise, we put them in a nice little cage.
But I'm guessing then that they've done this operation so that they can do it to humans. Yeah. Why would I want a monkey testicle if my kids are going to be monkeys? What use is it?
No, think. That's no.
That's going to happen anyway, Karl.
Yeah, but think. Think of what you're saying. They've grown a monkey testicle on a mouse to see if it would still function as a monkey's testicle, okay? So they can do that to humans. So think, Karl. What they'd do is they'd grow a human testicle on a mouse and it could still be used as a human testicle.
So what?
To give you a testicle that you've lost.
From a mouse?
No, from another person who it was kept alive on a mouse. Because it's kept the nutrients alive, as opposed to keeping it in a deep freeze. Maybe bollocks go off after a week. I don't know. Maybe they get accidents. He had a little a card. Do you donate your testicles? Yeah, I'll tell you what. No one needs testicles yet. Let's keep them on a mouse. You have yours ripped off in some sort of bizarre skiing accident. You go, well, you're in a Battersea Dog Town. You pick the ones you want. They can grow them on anything. They can grow them on a Dachshund. Bulldogs are growing them usually, that's where you see a bulldog. Usually that's waiting for an operator. What don't you understand, Karl?
Hang on a minute. I thought this was knob news, not testicle time. I don't understand why.
Yeah, this testicle time's not for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's all sort of linked and that, though, isn't it?
Well, sometimes it's linked to a mouse.
But what do you think about, like, I don't know, testing stuff out like that? Is it worth it? Could you not just go straight from...
But listen, Karl, I'm getting this information from you.
No,
if this was on Question Time and someone said there were, Dimbleby and Paxman or whatever said it, I'd think about it as a moral dilemma. You've just said you saw a mouse with a monkey testicle. What do you think of that? I don't think anything of it. I don't think anything of it is the answer, Karl, because I can't trust the info. I cannot trust anything that comes out of your mouth.
Well, it's true, but it's just all this... It's the same thing, innit? It's the leeches in a blender. It's the fella looking at an electron.
Yeah.
It's the mouse with an ear on its back.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point is.
But you don't read on. Because I've seen you read something and you're going, look at that. Man survives on eating knee. And I go, what else? You go, I didn't read on.
You look at the mouse with the ear on the back and you just think, that must be murder at a concert. You don't think. You don't think.
No, I just think, is it worth sort of wasting
You think he swallowed someone's ear? He gnawed it away and swallowed it and it's just in his system?
Yeah.
No, I just get a bit sad about the mice and that.
I agree. I mean, that is sad, yeah. Of course, anything like that. Chris Campling did a review of the show.
Right.
And basically said that Karl Pilkington is a creation of Gervais and Merchant.
Well, if only that were the case.
He said he started off saying he liked the show.
Yeah.
He was excited. Said it was a good show. A lot of the jokes.
I'm already questioning his critical faculties.
Yeah, exactly. And basically said that we didn't contribute much, or seemingly didn't seem to contribute much, and we couldn't sort of like ad lib or anything. We just laughed at, particularly me, laughed at Karl Pilkington, who was coming up with some, quite funny stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But then he does a twist on it. He goes, but the thing is, we're the puppet masters. He's a created person. We've created the persona Karl Pilkington for our own amusement.
Right.
He bases this on simply that we talked about... What was it we talked about? The Chinese not aging well, and
Right.
he heard him talk about that on my DVD. But clearly I say, Karl, remember when you were talking about that? It's a news, or remember in the week, and so he thinks it's all scripted now. Imagine if this show was scripted.
I'd be ashamed.
Yeah.
If this show was scripted, I would send back the BAFTAs for the actual shows we've written, and I would say...
I'm having a go at Chris Campling. He's nice about our other work. He likes The Office, and he likes my stand-up and everything, and he likes the show, but he's saying... Because we're not spontaneous, we scripted this and invented Karl. So he's like, we've invented another Gareth.
If we had created Karl, I would not have squandered a character that good on this poxy radio station.
Absolutely. Also, does he know that we spend about 3 months on half an hour script? So how long does 2 hours of drivel? But the main thing is, as if this could be scripted, it's dreadful.
It's just shocking.
Or maybe this is scripted.
Hang on, you've lost me there. Let me just check the script.
Maybe Chris Campling does not exist. Maybe I've made him up.
I don't know what to believe.
See, the name doesn't wash with me.
What was his name?
Chris Campling.
Sounds odd.
That's something that I made up, isn't it?
Campling's almost like a joke. It's almost like a gay name, isn't it? Oh, he's a Campling.
So I think this is scripted.
Yeah.
I think I've probably made this whole link up, and Karl is a creation. Campling, that's not a real name. No. I made it up. I should have come up with something better.
Yeah.
Sorry. Down to the River by Bruce Springsteen on XFM 104.9. So, that little fella in the Times thought Karl was just a puppet. We created him. He's an actor. What's his actor's name? Brent Hogwell. We got him from a Spotlight. Brent Hogwell.
This stupid, dopey Mancunian accent, he just puts that on every week.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, he speaks rather like Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
And we just got this whole world around him. We set a whole... What do you think about that?
He had his head shaved, especially.
Exactly, yeah.
So, would he think that, maybe if he's looked online and seen me head, and he's noticed how round it is and that, does he think it's sort of been... morphed into that shape just for the show, just for 2 hours on a Saturday?
Yeah. You spend 5 hours in prosthetic makeup like John Hurt in The Elephant Man.
Everything about him was made up.
Yeah.
We created him, because I remember coming up with Auntie Nora.
Oh, yeah.
You said, Rick, we need another character. I said, what about giving him an Auntie Nora?
Doesn't sound convincing, I said.
Yeah, and you said, what is it about? I said, well, I don't know, she farted for 5 minutes and she's got a fanny like a split tennis ball.
No one's going to believe that.
Yeah. Oh, that brings us neatly... Well, let's put that to bed now. So, Chris Campling, honestly, we do not script this shambles of a show, and Karl Pilkington really is like this. If you want, you can meet him. I'd love to send Karl for a drink with Chris Campling. Can we do that? And then he'll eat his words. Chris, if you're listening, honestly, this isn't a stitch-up. As I say, I'm not having to go at you. It's a very well-written article. It's very, very fair.
You're just complimenting on his grammar.
Yeah.
It's a very well-written article, Chris.
No, I'm saying we're not having to go.
You've typed that beautifully.
It's not like he snagged us off. I would just love him to meet Karl Pilkington. People in the street come up to me and say, is Karl like that? And I so want them to meet him.
Yeah.
Or maybe he can send in, if he's online, he can send in 5 subjects for Karl to talk about that we couldn't possibly know about, just so he knows that we just really do throw things at Karl and that drivel comes out. Imagine if it was scripted. So wristbands work.
I saw one in a shop window the other day which said stop child abuse, and I bought one obviously because a lot of people say, does it make a difference, but it was only £1 and I'd only spent it on kiddie porn. So, I think I've made a little difference there in a small way.
On a serious note, though, I like the idea that to stop child abuse. If you're a paedophile and you're walking along the street in your Mac, right, you got a puppy in one hand, a bag of sweets in the other, and you see this wristband, and you go, oh, stop it. Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I hadn't thought before. That's what you think.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Well, I won't be doing that again.
Yeah, he was hanging around in Topshop for unsavoury reasons. You saw them in there for only £1.
XFM 104.9.
Yeah, with Steve Merchant.
What I was saying was,
yes,
we could have a little trivia quiz, right? This is how it works. Their phone in, yeah, right? And they'll pitch a question to us two, right? We won't know it. They'll tell Karl, and Karl write down the answer, yeah? Or on his email, right? And then it might be something like, who was the first woman MP? And write down the answer, and they go, okay, Steve Ricky was the first MP. We'll write it down. You know, and you'll write down something like the Queen.
Yeah.
And I'll write down Britney Spears.
Yeah.
And they go, well, Ricky says Britney Spears. And the answer is, did you see?
Yes.
And then whoever's...
So could they phone in, or can they email as well?
They can email as well, Steve.
Right. Okay, so let me just try and clarify this, because I didn't really follow that, and I know what the competition is.
Right.
People listening, phone in or email in with a question, a trivia question. It can be about anything.
I don't do game shows.
But one which we may be able to get, right? They phone in with that, or they email it in. But only Karl knows the answer. He asks us here in the studio the question. Ricky and I write it down independently. We hand it to Karl. We see who's got the right answer.
It's like 15-1, but 2-1.
And the great thing is that the best question that we'll vote on at the very end of the show can win these 3 CDs. We've got Feeder, Echo Park, The Essential Bob Dylan. That's a 2 CD set, Rick.
Maybe keep the questions highbrow to show our intellect, not things like pop and trivia. And
good idea. And we've also got this big compilation, Reloaded 3. That's also a 2 CD compilation.
We'll start phoning and emailing now.
Emailing
go
with
berserk.
your trivia
Absolutely
questions
go berserk.
For Gervais.
I'm best at science.
Well, don't start giving
say
hints. That's not fair, because I'll say I'm best at films if they want me to.
Yeah, but I've
win.
already said don't do trivia and entertainment and that.
Well, they should do. They should do trivia and entertainment. Music and films is what they should do.
No, they shouldn't.
Or old TV.
That's the cliche of XFM listeners, and I know they're more intelligent than that.
They're not, Rick. They're stupid people. They're stupid people, and they only know about a few things.
Garbage, Cherry Lips on XFM 104.9. Well, either they really want those CDs, or they want to embarrass us. Because the phone lines are going mad. And
they are going mad. We didn't even give out the phone number or the email, Rick. Shall I just give it out now?
Well, obviously I need to.
Well, I ought to anyway, for those that didn't hear it but didn't know it already.
Of it.
08700 800 1234. Sorry, that's not 08700 08700, because I started again because I sort of fluffed slightly.
Yeah, go on.
08700 800 1234.
And when he says he fluffed, like that's not how he got into television.
Exactly. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you want to email the question, and only Karl can see the screen, so there's no cheating.
Probably people don't know what fluffing is, do they?
No, I don't think so, Rick. Karl, have you had a question?
What, already? Are we doing it now?
Should we do it now? I think we should just drip them in throughout the course of the show.
Yeah, you could one dripping them in. Go on. Ask this a question.
I thought this was a good one. It's from Clive.
Go on in.
Clive? We've got a listener called Clive. Wow.
That's all right.
Who was the first James Bond?
Oh, it's this film one. I know that.
No, but wait a minute.
I know this ambiguity because we've talked about it.
We've talked about this ambiguity before. You see, he might be deliberately embarrassing us because the old myth is that someone played it on radio that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Now, he should have specified, did he mean the film James Bond, the first film James Bond?
Can I just say, we won't count this one, because the definitive one, I've talked to Glyn about it as well, it's Dr. No was the first one of the team that we...
Sean Connery. So Sean Connery's the first screen James Bond.
So we agree on that, even if we're both wrong. What did he say it is?
I bet he said it was Bob Holness who played him on radio in like the 1950s.
He didn't say the radio bit, but he said Bob Holness.
From Blockbusters.
Yeah.
And I was drawing a little Blockbuster thing.
That's really spooky.
That's weird, isn't it?
But the thing about that is I'm worried if it might be a myth. It may be a myth.
I don't think it is. It's that we can't...
1 point to me, then.
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, did you know it? Did you know it?
We talked about it.
No rubbish. Yeah, but if we talked about it, did I say it to you?
No, we agreed that it was Sean Connery because it just like we didn't count Casino Royale because you said it wasn't by the same team. And
but that wouldn't have been the first James Bond anyway, because that came later in the series. No, Rick.
No.
Don't play the music.
There's no way.
That's clearly a point. You didn't know it was Bob Holness. He meant it was Bob Holness. I knew the answer, wasn't it?
Well, fun-loving criminals, Scooby snacks. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we both agreed once in a pub that the right answer is Sean Connery.
Yeah, but wait a minute,
we both knew
the
that.
point's not that. The man phoned in with a question, and the answer the man was after was Bob Holness.
Oh, okay.
And that's the answer
I'll tell you
gave.
what, the answer I was after was me.
But that's nonsense, Rick. He's the question master, the man who phoned in. That's ludicrous. You to face the facts.
You can't say what number am I thinking of. It's got to be the real answer.
No, but I knew the answer he was after.
So brilliant.
Yes, because that's, even if he's got it wrong, it's such common parlance now that Bob Holness was the first James Bond that I knew the answer. Face the facts.
Right, give us another question, Karl.
Jeez.
Give us another question.
God, he's a bad loser, isn't he?
I had a good one here, but...
You've forgotten it?
Or
I sort of scribbled it down.
This is brilliant, isn't it?
Hang on a minute.
We can edit this out, can't we? It's not
We'll
live,
get
is
to
this?
It's only a pilot.
It's gonna. This is going to look great when it comes out. Go on.
Which food?
Yeah.
Carl, you know making up the question.
No, it's just that I sort of took down the important bits.
But this is amazing. This is amazing radio. Go on.
Which food kind of doesn't make you fat?
Jeez.
What kind of a question is that?
Oh, this is
No,
ridiculous.
it is proper.
I love it. Imagine this on the Weakest Link. What kind of food doesn't sort of make you... I mean, it doesn't make you fat.
This is
okay, do you want
Basically, no sort of calories in it.
celery?
Water.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Do you mean a vegetable?
No,
do you mean
you're right. Apparently,
it uses up more
use
calories to
eating
bite it than...
Yeah, but wait a minute, Rick.
One all.
No, it's not one all because you're supposed to write it down.
You didn't know.
But you didn't. What do you mean I didn't know? You're supposed to write it down. That's the whole point. We're writing things
You
down.
said water. You said water.
But that's because I thought we weren't taking the question seriously because he didn't know what he's talking about.
One all.
We got to set the rules. This is
Bit too much like Portishead for my liking.
Was it?
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it.
Bit of band. Well, that's because Portishead are from your neck of the woods, isn't it? Was it? Well, Portishead, I think you're fine.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed myself.
Right, well, another question, quick. Is this question a real question with a definitive answer? Or is it like, what is my most comfortable chair?
I don't know why people aren't going to maybe like Trivia Pursuit or something, just getting a question off that and then...
Because they're a little bit more discerning than that, Steve.
Have you heard the questions? They don't know what they're talking about. This is stuff they've overheard in pubs.
Go on, ask it, Carl. I look at the Carl takes down and goes, what's that?
I know.
What am I meant to write? Go on then, ask this one.
Right. What sort? No. The Pope.
Yeah.
What semi?
Sorry, Anne, Mrs. Robinson, we're going to have to let you go.
Yeah.
Go on.
You are the weakest link, Carl. Goodbye.
Yeah, go on.
The Pope.
Yeah, the Pope. Yeah, we've got the Pope. Yeah, that's not strictly a question.
He wears a.
He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers.
Does he
Yeah.
live in a council flat?
Yeah, he lives in a council flat.
He wears
but-
a semi-precious stone. What's the stone?
The Pope wears a semi-precious stone. What is the stone?
You mean, what is it called?
Yeah.
What is it called?
What, is it got like a kind of
Well,
papal name?
I think it's like, is it a 18-carat one?
So we got to try and get
Right.
the carrot
Yeah.
of the Pope's
He
big
calls
diamond.
it Dennis. He calls it Dennis the Stone. Do they want the type of gem it is, like
Or is there
diamond,
some kind of
jade,
papal name for
ruby,
it?
or do they want it like the Rosetta Stone, or
I don't know.
I can't play a record. Play 2 record.
Let's not.
Where's your head at? Basement Jacks. Right. Okay. Let's get this. right.
Have we knocked this on the head then? Is this not happening?
Oh, here he is. Look.
Here he is.
Come in. He's...
How have you?
Oh, I don't believe that.
Oh, that's pathetic.
I do not believe that.
That's absolutely pathetic.
Now, they won't believe this, will they?
No.
Right,
No.
if I say that Jonathan Ross just got his massive member out, and he is a big lad, come and sit down.
I've got your tickets, Mr. Gervais.
Thank you.
What's going on here then? I mean, why are you dropping off tickets?
Well, because, in the spirit of the Comedy Awards, we like to have the rising young stars of the British Comedy
That's
Awards.
right, and that's me.
Well, we couldn't find any this year, so we've asked Ricky whether he would sit in the rising young star seat, and I wanted to deliver the tickets personally, so there's no excuses if he doesn't turn up later.
Yeah.
I always suspected that you were sort of pretty well endowed.
Yeah.
And now we've seen, it's on webcam.
That was just one of my cocks.
That's the one you're wearing today.
Didn't we?
Did
We
you?
got in
Don't
trouble
say
saying
that. No, we were
This is meant to be the happening young station. What's going on?
No, you can't say stuff like that.
You can't.
Just careful what you say. Look after Judy and Clary. 10 years
can
of
I-
the wilderness, and he comes back in a person life.
10 years
And
of the
that can
wilderness.
happen to you.
That's Jesus you're thinking of, isn't it?
Just because you're on everything at the moment.
I walked in here and I came in there and I thought this is the young happening place. And what do I see in here? 3 old men sitting.
What are you
in a
talking
tired room.
about? I'm
Look
only
at that
28,
state of
27.
You all look, you're
Tracy.
wrecked. You all look wrecked. You're
Well, that's because we're always
I was
partying.
looking for some youngsters. Where's the youngsters? I wanted to see some tight leather pants. I wanted to see some foxy chicks hanging on you every word. What is it? It's a bunch of old blokes and a bloke up there washing up in a sink.
But look at him. He even dresses for radio. Look
This
at
is
him.
ludicrous.
It's amazing. It's like, you're
I love the
one
fact
step
you were
away.
on the phone to Gervais last night, weren't you? Asking his advice
Yeah.
on clothes. Look at him. He's going for the man down the DSS.
I like that look. That's a nice look.
Isn't it? Thank
Have you got a single pair of trousers that aren't elasticated at the waist?
They're maternity jeans, aren't they? They've got a whole panel that pushes
The
forward.
thing is, what I do at the end of the week, I can pop these in the pan and I can make a nice soup with all the food that's encrusted in
As
them.
his years as a homeless coming to the fore there.
Look at you,
But
one
why-
step away from Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen.
I'd like to be that bit closer.
But why are you dropping off tickets? Are you a little bit... Because I thought you were married and stuff. Why do you suddenly got this obsession with Gervais?
Because
I'm a bit rough, ain't I?
yeah, it's like when you see Dale Winton out with those rough boys. I'd like to get one of my own.
When a top celebrity in a lovely looking suit walks down the corridor with his penis out,
Yes.
Yeah.
I know that I'm still an attractive
You know
man.
you've arrived. I was inaugurating the same way. For me, it was Des O'Connor. It's the passing on of the baton, if I may use that euphemism. and you've been battened.
But it's fantastic.
Well,
it is a pleasure. I don't think I'm complacent just because I'm mixed with you. I still wake up and think, I don't believe it. I'm mates with Jono.
Can I just point out?
Jono.
I was listening to the show last week, and I heard you, as always, revealing a little too much about yourself, if you don't mind me saying so.
Yeah.
Steve,
Not as much as you.
No, but that was just for the benefit of the room.
Yeah.
And talking about when you used to occasionally urinate in the sink.
Yeah.
When you were around my house last time, and I came in, and you looked a bit shifty. No, please reassure me.
It was more ownership. That
Yeah.
I was like, I went to my territory, and then other people that come in that go, has Gervais been round here? It's like just marking my territory.
Because my coffee the next morning had a hazelnut tang to it that I don't remember putting in.
Can I just say something? Because I mean, I used to, mention to you, Gervais, when we first started getting involved in the business.
Yeah.
I used to say, if there was one celebrity I'd like to be friends with, it's Jonathan Ross.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, Ricky's befriended Jonathan Ross. I'm nowhere to be seen.
But
Not
Ricky
invited
told me-
round.
Ricky told me that I could be his friend, providing I never extended the arm of friendship.
Right.
to you.
Yeah, if you ever...
I thought as much.
He tries to keep everyone else down he works with, from the office, all the other shows. He tries to keep them down. He said,
I didn't even
I'm
want you to
number
come
one.
in. I wanted
Yeah.
to meet you on the steps.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to tell him you were around. But you called. He went, who's that? And he saw your name come up and he went, well, can I meet him?
Well, you're all coming tonight, aren't you?
This isn't Radio 2, by the way. These links are way too long. This is snappy radio. We have to play out...
Yeah.
You might
The
be
kids have lost interest.
But
Put
the kids want to hear Coldplay, Catatonia,
You know what I like?
Faithless.
How about some more of that instantly forgettable hip hop you play each week? One of those obscure hip hop hooray. That's the worst feature on British radio. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wait a minute,
I've heard your
As I was
quiz on
saying to
Radio
Bruce
2.
the
You're
other
having a
day, I
laugh.
said the hip hop's had its day. You should be that one.
Put it away. Put it away.
I'm Carl.
Carl, how you doing?
I'm all right. Got a question for you.
Quiet man.
Got a question.
Yeah.
The Pope.
Yeah.
What semi-precious stone does the Pope wear?
That is easy.
Go on.
Topaz.
Is that the right answer?
I don't know. I might have wrote it down.
I'm really sorry, Jonathan.
It's not what he publicly admits to, but I have to know because I was hanging out with him at the Groucho one night, and he was saying, "Oh, look at this, look at this, look at that topaz. Go and buy that. Look
at that.
Vatican City."
Look at that. We can make a nice ring out of that, he said.
Didn't go anywhere, but thanks for asking. I better go. I've got to go. I've got to go and buy
you.
some winkle pickers.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Enjoy
Nice to
it.
meet you, Stephen.
Yes.
Carl, I wish I could say it'd been a pleasure, but actually it was quite creepy.
See you later. Yeah.
It's annoying, actually, that Carl never went to the email because the questions have been sent in there.
Are they good?
Questions, and they've all been sort of neatly spat out with the correct answer. For instance, I might have asked you this if I was the quizmaster,
Go on.
Rick. How many noses do slugs have?
Oh, I
Which is an
I think it's
interesting
4.
It is 4.
Yeah.
Point to you there. Let me just see if I can find another one. Who, according to the current issue of Viz, is a cycloptic pop temptress?
Oh, don't know. Is it a pun on her having one eye and sounding like...
Cycloptic is the clue. There's
Yeah.
only one pop temptress.
Oh, it's Gabrielle.
Of course.
Yeah.
2 points.
Mine are better. He didn't get them. These are rubbish.
Have you ever watched a quiz show?
Because I can understand the question. They're rubbish, I suppose, aren't they? That gives me a chance to know what the answer is required. Go on.
Let me see if I can find another one for you. No, you're never going to get that one. That's too hard.
Oh no, that just
That just teases you more,
Yeah.
doesn't it? What's the name of... Well, that's boring, that one. Sorry.
There you
It's
go.
beginning to fall apart again now. Here we are. What's the proper name for Big Ben?
Is it St Stephen's Tower?
You know, it absolutely is. That's 3 out of 3. That's fantastic.
Yeah, because the bell named after something like Benjamin so and so works in it. It's St Stephen's Tower, and that's the big bell.
It's actually, in a weird way, I didn't know any of those. So it's actually quite good that we did kind of balls it up with Carl, because otherwise there'd have been egg on my face.
Yeah, but I still won. I just won less.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you did win.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten. I already wiped that out of my memory.
Yeah, but hey, Steve, it's not me that's the real winner. It's Neil who asked that question
About pubs.
and he's got those 3 CDs. Just tell him what they are again. Just
Feeder, Echo Park, a compilation called Reloaded 3, lots of great stuff on there, and the Essential Bob Dylan 2 CD.
Have you called him and told him?
No, not yet.
This is such a shambles, isn't it? Because what if he goes out or something?
Actually, if he's listening, can he give us a call?
That is so lazy.
Can't we call him like Tarrant would?
I would have
That's
had his
surprising.
number.
You've not got his number?
I forgot.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
I said get the numbers, Carl.
I wanted to go for the Pope one.
Karl, do you actually work here in the week? Or, like, did you just, like in a film when they knock someone on the head, put on the spacesuit and go to the moon?
Is it like Secret of My Success and Michael J. Fox? You actually work in the post room, but Saturdays there's no one around that recognises you.
So you pretend that you're a producer?
Yeah.
Because you don't seem to know any of the rules.
Because I reckon that name's made up.
When did I say a producer? When did I say I was?
Karl Pilkington is a name that you'd come up with on the spot.
No, he doesn't work. No, he's not a producer. He says he works in sound.
He works
That's what
in
he says.
sound.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Work with this. This is my song for the lovers. It's a beautiful track. I've played it before. I'll play it again. It's one of my favourite tracks of all time. It's Bob Dylan. If You See Her, Say Hello. Here's a little bit of trivia for her. This is the last song I ever played on the old XFM before they came in and said, "Okay, you can go now."
That's incredible.
Isn't it?
Bringing tears to my eyes.
Lovely. Well, the greatest singer-songwriter of all time.
Beautiful.
With one of his best songs there.
Absolutely.
Bob Dylan, If You See Her, Say Hello. She might be in Tangiers. I mean, he's having a go.
If you're going to go to Tangiers on the off chance to try and find her, I wouldn't bother.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, he's
certainly if you're going to be there, then
he's
have a look
desperate.
for it.
He's desperate. He's going, well, she might be in Tangiers. Have you checked upstairs? She's definitely not upstairs. Just have a look. Well, anyway, that was Song for the Lovers. But because I'm so excited about having such great prizes to give away for the first time, some albums that Karl found, we've got the lucky winner on the line. Hi, Neil, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Ricky.
Hi, you're a winner with XFM.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Do you like Feeder? They're a good group, aren't they?
Feeder, well, yeah, the kids seem to like him.
They do. The kids like them. And then Bob Dylan, he's a great, lovely bloke with a guitar, isn't he?
You're working hard, aren't you?
I'm fed up with this, mate. Really. Honestly, I just don't know what else to do. I come in every week. I try and do. Yeah.
You have to write a new series of The Office. That's what you have to do.
I'm trying, but I've got voiceover work now, so there's more money in that.
You're everywhere.
Yeah.
Woolies adverts.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't mention that shit on the radio.
No, it's all right.
So, Neil, Steve Merchant here. Will you be looking forward to receiving these albums? You've got Feeder, Echo Park, Bob Dylan album, The Best Of, and a compilation. You looking forward to them?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, it's going to really lift my Christmas haul. I'm not going to get to go home this year, so that's going to make up for it, I'm sure.
Neil, what of those three, which one will you be putting on first?
I think Feeder, Echo Park, because the kids seem to like it.
Okay.
Excellent. Thanks very much,
What will you be doing for the rest of the weekend? Are you going to be chilling out?
I'm chilling, man. I'm freezing. I'm playing golf right now.
That's madness.
It's very cold out here.
What's your handicap?
What's my handicap? My short game's terrible. But
Right, yeah. You're going to be watching the National Comedy Awards this evening. I hear that The Office is nominated.
You guys are the shoe-in.
Sorry?
You're a shoe-in. It's yours.
Thank you. I don't know what a shoe-in is, but I'd like to go to one.
I think it means like foot in the door.
Lovely.
Yeah, not foot in the door. It's like it's yours. Your name's already on it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I would think so, yeah. Well, why would Ross stop around?
I don't think he makes the decisions.
Neil, thanks very much for calling. Those prizes are going to be winging their way to you.
We're just like real DJs, aren't we, Neil? Just say we're just like real DJs and we'll leave you alone.
You guys are just like real DJs.
Enjoy your game.
Cheers, bye.
The reason you became king of the universe, of course, is because of your fascinating French bread anecdote.
Oh yeah, come on
the
then. How did baguettes come about? If this is going to be someone cooked a loaf a bit wrong and said I can still make a sandwich out of it, I'm going to hit you.
No.
Go on then.
Right, Napoleon, when he was at war and that with Russia.
1812, yeah.
Yeah, all his soldiers were like, not used to the cold weather and that. So they said, take some clothes in your bag with you because it's going to be nippy out there. So they put all the clothes in the bag.
Sure.
They were told, it's Napoleon, for Christ's sake.
No room for any food.
You're joking.
So
couldn't they make some sort of like sandwich?
No, it wouldn't fit because of all the clothes. You had to take extra gear.
Sure.
So, anyway.
I can see where this is going.
Is there a baguette-shaped gap left in their holdall?
They thought, let's make some bread that you can fit down your trouser leg.
What?
That's not true! No, it's not,
I read it in Euston train station. I was waiting to go back to Manchester.
Where did you read this?
Scrawled on the wall in graffiti?
Yeah.
Do you know
was it also meet me here for cock fun at 12 o'clock?
The Upper Cross Sandwich Shop, Euston Station. It's on the wall.
What do you mean it's on the wall?
Do you know it says, like, sail on at Dixon's, whatever?
Yeah.
Next to that, there was, like, a bit of information. Once you've read the stuff on Dixon's...
I get information.
There's a big thing about the history of the baguette. I read it and I thought,
we got to make a sandwich we can split down our trouser leg.
But how can you march and fight with a huge piece of bread down your train?
Although it would be intimidating. You see them coming, you go, sacre bleu, look at the size of them. They're big fellas.
Well, blimey. I can't help but feel that could be a practical joke at your expense.
Yeah.
Do that.
Well, the Earl of
Do you ever
Sandwich...
question anything you read? If it's printed up, is that, like, fact for you then?
Well, it's not funny. I mean, if they were trying to be funny, it's like... it's not, is it? So it's information.
Have you heard us? Things sometimes want to be funny when they're not.
That's exactly what happened with the sandwich. The Earl of Sandwich wanted something he could fit down his pants. And it was those triangle cut sandwiches wrapped in cling film were perfect. You might be right. You might be right.
I am.
Because the Cornish pasty, so they could drop it down the mines, isn't it?
Is it?
They wrapped it up they wrapped up like meat and vegetables in pastry, and they sort of crimped it, and it was like and they dropped it down the mine, so... Yeah, that's how that came about.
And bagels were originally made so that people could play hoopla, but then eat afterwards. I don't know if you're aware of that. That is true, Carl.
Well, anyway.
Call my bluff. Is one of them true?
Yeah.
They're all true.
They're all true.
Yeah. Tell your kids that when you have them.
Yeah.
You know, if they're still alive in a million years.
Well, it might be true. Can someone confirm that baguette fact that it was so Napoleon could stick it down his trousers? Not him, his soldiers.
His men.
Yeah.
Fascinating information. Fascinating bread information, Carl.
Radiohead.
Yeah, now this is my song for the lovers. It's a beautiful track. It's Let Down off OK Computer. It's one of my favourite Radiohead tracks. It's lovely. Right, set the tape going now if you want to tape these songs. Avalanches, Frontier, Psychiatrist.
Absolutely.
Well, we've had lots of emails. People, obviously, we inflamed and provoked about the Cornish pasty. I've got a couple of amendments to that. The crusty bit, is actually as a handle, because obviously the miners had dirty hands, and they'd eat all the stuff in the pasty, and they'd be left with this sort of crust, and they could throw that away. Mm-hmm. Also, someone told us that at one end was an apple, so you have a little sweet as well.
A dessert.
So, there you go.
You noticed how, over the years we've been doing this, way back when we started XFM, no one ever contributes when we ask about the music, when we ask about hip-hop, or their, opinions on that, anything important. No. But start talking about pasties. Yeah. We've had about 5 phone calls.
Yeah. And someone phoned up to confirm. They used to work for Upper Crust, and basically, Carl got all excited. So it is true. She went, well, I don't know if it's true. I've read the same sign you did, Carl.
Interestingly, there's an email here that says, which basically offers a history of the baguette, and talks about after the revolution, the government decreed that all of France must eat the same bread, and it was up to the bakers to bake this bread of equality. And then Napoleon kind of made sure it was a particular, he kind of set in.
Obviously on the bread you can eat anything you find in the garden, frogs, snails, bits of horse,
But
squid.
the interesting thing is, Rick, that there's no mention of sticking it down your trousers whilst going to war.
The French have tried to keep that secret for over 100 years,
It was
Steve.
only the upper crust people.
Nearly 200 years, that is a top secret. Somehow Euston Station upper crust got hold of a document, left behind in an old sea chest, possibly Napoleon's, could have been Josephine's. Unfortunately, jotted it down. He's kicking himself now. Oh, Secretary, I cannot believe I left a note. If he talked like that.
He did.
He did that, yeah, he talked English, but in a very funny French accent. We never got the, we should go in a competition who's the tastiest cartoon ever.
Well, actually,
I threw up Cheetara, I threw up, Jessica Rabbit.
I've had some people contribute here on the email. We've got someone here, Dom, has emailed us. He's told us that, for him, Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, popular choice.
And obviously this is one I've never quite understood. Wilma from the Flintstones. I've actually always felt that Wilma, I don't know, I just thought she was a bit...
No, not Wilma.
Hungry.
Betty, surely.
Yeah, Betty.
Well, this is what I'm hearing. Wilma, I mean, yeah, Betty, surely, but Wilma? No, I mean, she's quite homely. But Betty,
come on, Steve, you wouldn't say no to Wilma.
No, I suppose not. Rick, we've got a couple of emails in here, and they're saying they enjoyed your performance over the Christmas period on a programme called 100 Greatest TV Moments. Yeah. Did you do an interview or something? What was the deal? I didn't see this.
Yeah, the Office was in there, wasn't it? And I was interviewed for it.
But what are they talking about? They enjoyed your performance? Come on, tell me what
do you?
No,
it's the thing that I did on Razzmatazz.
Oh, is this where they found a clip or something?
Yeah. No, I was in a band, and we had one single out or something, and I did one TV appearance when I was about, oh God, and they showed a bit of it, about 7 seconds, me on Razzmatazz. Oh, God.
Razzmatazz, for those that don't remember, was like a kind of, I suppose, what was it, like a kind of CD UK of its time?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And, oh God. And it was of the time, sort of new romantic.
And they showed a clip of this?
I looked about 10, and about 5 stone with hair and makeup and girly clothes. My sister actually said I look like Posh Spice.
Brilliant.
There's a funny story about that, right? Because we were rushed and we had to do this thing, and and we were meant to take a flight to Newcastle. And
where were you travelling from? London?
Yeah, but we got there and we didn't have tickets, we were told to be there, but the A&R man overslept. Right, for the company, overslept, and it was terrible, and we were fretting, and eventually it was too late to get the plane. We missed the plane. We had to get a train, and it was really kind of fine. They were back and forth, going, yeah, if they come now, we can still do it. We're going to miss it, and this was like a big promotional thing. And we got there, and they went, oh, God, right? And I had this sort of like jumpsuit I was wearing that I'd cut off, put that on backwards.
A jumpsuit?
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I know.
Is this what was
bad.
on the clip?
Yeah. I had that on back to front. And there was no time, and I think I even mimed wrong at one point, and it was awful. But the funny story is this, that when we were there, we didn't have our tickets.
This was at the airport?
We bumped into Bucks Fizz. The guys and girls from Bucks Fizz and their manager, so there's like 5 of them, right? And there's 2 of us, and they had 5 tickets. And Bucks Fizz tried to smuggle us through. And so they went through the things, right? And they went, tickets please. And he just waved 5 tickets that he had, like that, goes, this is us, right? And they went, well, can I have a look at them? And they went, there's only 5 here. And they just looked at us and went, sorry lads, we tried. We were nearly smuggled through.
By Bobby. Carol.
They couldn't even with their powers. They were the height of their powers.
That was like make-believe time.
They'd already done making your mind up. I thought if anyone can get us through customs check, it was the Fizz. But even the Fizz
what I like
could not get
that
us
reassures me, I have to say, about kind of airplane travel. You know, in these kind of troubled times, it's nice to know that even someone like Bucks Fizz couldn't get, smuggle someone through.
That's good, because even the top security man went, hold on, there's 5 in the Fizz, there's 5 tickets, those 2 lads are not going through.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes you more secure about air travel now.
Well, it's lovely if I'm in America, and I see 5-star, trying to get through customs.
With 2 other lads.
Exactly. I think, wait a minute, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, security guy stopped him, it's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
There's only 5 in 5-star.
Oh.
It's lovely to know that.
Yeah.
I love the fact, and did you know the Fizz previous? Was this your first run-in with the Fizz?
No, they were doing the Taz, same as us. They were doing the old Raz, same as us.
Did you recognise the Fizz and go, oh my god, that's the Fizz, let's try and sneak in with them, or did they recognise you? How did it work?
They wouldn't have recognised us.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. I love the audacity of going up to Bucks Fizz and saying, try and smuggle us in. Can you try and break aviation law for us?
Now, now it's time to make your mind up. We're going to the land of make-believe. I did that and they laughed. They went, brilliant.
Yeah.
We'll get you through, lads.
Yeah.
Just stay tight. I was actually on top of Bobby's shoulders in a long coat.
Lovely.
Yeah, but Bill...
Well, seriously though, I don't understand what their plan was.
Like they would have gone, through.
It's the Fizz, let them through.
Yeah.
Don't bother checking the...
It's like, not one thing even we couldn't even get to Newcastle.
Do you think it was wearing your jumpsuit backwards that sort of gave it away?
Well, no, but see, I didn't have it on then. I was just in civvies. I just had jeans and a t-shirt then. I didn't even have my hair gelled. I was just like cash.
I saw it. I thought it looked all right.
Did you?
Did you?
Well, I mean, for
then you
in a tight jumpsuit.
Yeah,
cheekbones.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I had some cheekbones. Yeah, that was.
If anyone else saw it, or maybe they taped it and they've got a clip, because I'd love to see it. I missed it.
Well, I'll get you one.
If you have it, put it. I'll tell you what. Why not create a website? And put that clip on there on a constant loop, and then send the address in, and I'll give it out, and people can check it out for themselves.
Yeah, brilliant.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll have to lose weight now.
Yeah.
Hives there on XFM 104.9. Right, we've got a competition question. Steve's come up with it at the last minute.
This is just to check if you are a regular listener of the show.
Yeah, we would like to reward loyalty.
Exactly, absolutely. So, last week on the show, Ricky described a story that happened to him back in the 80s when he was making his TV appearance on Razzmatazz with his band, and he had to fly up, was it to Newcastle?
Yeah.
And he tried to get on a plane, and a pop act of the 80s tried to help Ricky sneak aboard an aeroplane.
But failed.
But they failed to do it.
At the height of their powers.
And they were at the height of their powers. What was the name of that outfit?
Should we put them on the line?
Absolutely, let's hear it. There's the people there already. This is to win Incubus tickets. Please do not be mental.
Don't be mental or swear or say anything libelous or nasty.
Yeah.
Just be nice. You won't win if you're not. Go on. Hello?
Hi, who's that?
Oh, I've got my headphones on, haven't I?
Put your headphones on, Rick. I'll just keep her talking.
Oh, no.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello?
Okay, hello.
Hi.
Hi there. What's your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay, where are you calling from?
Clapham Junction.
And do you know the answer?
I do.
Okay.
Bucks Fizz?
It was indeed Bucks Fizz.
It was the Fizz. It was indeed the Fizz.
Well
Do
done.
you like Incubus?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you see, if I was interrogating you, I'd go, you hesitated.
Yeah.
There's so many people phoning up who are desperate for these Incubus tickets. Please don't make
They
us
are
give them to
rightfully,
you.
no, to be fair, they're rightfully yours. Right,
I tell you what, I'll have a T-shirt if you give them the tickets.
Okay, is that just any old T-shirt or?
No.
Can we send her a T-shirt? Carl's nodding.
You think we can send you a T-shirt?
Right, we'll get you a T-shirt. How are you going to do that then, Carl? Because you've got to take her name and everything now.
You keep talking a minute.
Yeah.
This is pathetic.
This is
wouldn't
amazing,
happen with Dr. Fox. He'd have it all
Foxy wouldn't
planned.
do this.
Can I say as well? It's a bank, the train station with one vowel.
Yeah, but there's loads, aren't there? He hasn't thought it through. Bo as well. There's many. Listen, Carl, take a note of her number.
It can't have been that. I can't remember it. What was it? I remember I tried it the last time I tried it.
This is a shambles.
And I couldn't work out. Then there was wrong answers. I remember Aldwych came up. Maybe it's Aldwych. What's
Carl doing there?
Who's he talking to?
I don't know, he's talking to her, but what?
Say again?
Look, quick, let's think of something. Come on.
Hello, are you still on this line?
No, he's picked up the phone now.
So what am I doing?
Shit, we're giving away. We're letting people behind the curtain. Let's keep up this veneer of professionalism.
This is so rubbish.
Come on, no, don't draw attention to it.
Okay, all right.
But let's just talk and make.
So, Steve, what are you doing tonight? Looking forward to Pop Stars?
I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Who do you want to win?
I'm glad you've asked, Rick. I'd love to see Darius have a bit of success, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's probably going to be the stutterer.
I think it is going to be Gareth. He has a name there, Steve. I think it's going to be Gareth. Yeah, apparently in the polls in the week he's getting twice. We're back, don't we?
Okay.
All right, Carl. So she's getting a T-shirt, is she?
Lovely.
Right. Who's that on the line?
Next contestant.
Hello. This is amazing.
An error.
I mean, we couldn't do this worse. Go on.
Exactly.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's that?
It's Dan.
Dan. Hello, Dan.
Danny.
All
So,
right,
do you want to go to Incubus?
I'd love to, man.
Okay. Hold on. This is pointless because he's just heard the last. He's heard the answer.
Yeah, definitely Bucks Fizz.
This is mad. We didn't think this through.
No, but let's be honest. He wouldn't have been on the line if he didn't know the answer. Are you cheating,
No.
Dan, he said he's not cheating.
This is fail-safe.
That's fail
This
safe.
is our rigorous. I can't believe this. Dan, you're going to Incubus.
Oh, cheers, man.
Well
That's
done.
blinded.
Well done.
Oh,
Nice one.
Thanks for
cheers.
listening. Cheers. Carl, what do we have to do? Do we just hang up or what happens?
No, you play a song and...
Play a song then.
You've got his details.
Yeah.
Oh,
Play
God.
it.
He is,
He's
isn't
on
he?
a different
No,
plane
you
to
can't
us.
just say it like that. The other week, I came in when it was really miserable. And I said to you, God, can you imagine dying today?
Yeah.
Because
Whereas today you feel it would be a much better day to die because it's bright.
the curtains open, sun
Sure.
shining. It's like...
I mean, you'd still be a bit angsty about the dying thing, wouldn't you? I mean, I don't suppose that would be alleviated. Sure. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll still be broadcasting, when one of us reaches that happy moment and we can check.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of emails, Rick, coming in about band names. I think a lot of people are going wrong for a simple reason. They think it's funny to have an ironic band name.
Yeah.
They think it's a bit comical. And I just don't think there's any great bands that have had a comical name that have made it into stadium
What
filling.
was that band? Where's Me Jumper? What were they
I
called?
don't know what they were called. I mean, the obvious example of one that was never going to make it internationally.
Splodgeness Abounds? Splodgeness Abounds?
No.
I like them now.
Splodgeness Abounds.
Splodgeness Abounds, they were great.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine.
USM.
These are some of the ones we've had emailed in. These are bands, obviously, that haven't made it so far, and I don't think they will. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage The Lazy Birds. Nope.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage The Paperclips.
That's not a real band,
That's what
is it?
someone sent in.
I don't know, yeah, but no band name is weirder than the others, and also you grow into it. I mean, the Stones and the Beatles are iconic because they are iconic bands.
What you think you'll grow into? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shuttle Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Treehouse Casino. I don't think they're going to...
That's just made up!
Well, possibly.
Well, they all are,
But they all
obviously.
are. But my point is, people say there's
Yeah.
no logic to band names, but if you think a band name like the Smiths,
Great.
that's genius.
It is,
It
yeah.
sums up everything that band is about,
Yeah.
the kind of... They're capturing that mediocre world of grim up northness,
My
it's-
favourite, Sonic Youth.
Sonic Youth is genius.
Nirvana.
These are incredible band names. So
Yeah.
there is some logic to it.
Yeah.
I genuinely
Sonic
believe. It's
is
not
great.
just arbitrary words.
What about
The
Madness?
Cure. The Cure.
Madness sounds rubbish, but they're good, aren't they?
Yeah, but again, they were never going to be They were never going to be world beaters.
But they were a comical band, essentially.
Yeah,
they were a
but
knees-up party band,
yeah.
and Madness is fine for that.
But they had some great songs as well, and then it sort of turned it all, because then...
I mean, Rick, I don't know how many members...
Not Home Today is a great song, and
this is from an email. I don't know how many members of the band there are in Chimney Factory, but if there's 5 people, who decided? Have they all agreed? Yeah, that's the best name.
Do you know
we
what
can
I
come up
decided? Dell.
Right.
He started the band, and they rehearsed around his house. So Dale went, "Look, it's called Chimney Factory," because my granny's doing it. They go, "All right, Dale, but it's not. I've got some other." But no, it's called Chimney Factory.
I own the van and the amps.
There's Paperclips gone. There's a band in Leicester called Paperclips. We can't, we just argue over that forever.
And all I'm saying is think before you name your band, all right? Because it's never going to happen if you've got a comical band name.
There was a feminist band called Clitoris All Sorts, which is quite good, isn't it?
But you laugh, and then you just think, oh.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never going to have that on my T-shirt. Imagine that. Clitoris All Sorts.
It's that time of the day now, talking of that.
Yep.
Song for the Lovers.
Sure, it's beautiful.
Now, Steve, I will play great old tunes till the cows come home. We got to give them a little bit of Dandy Warhols and Air and Athlete. I know that, and they're great. They're good, right? But I wanted to play a Cat Stevens song, but I thought I'd better not, because I've, play that a little bit. And we quite like resurrecting old reputations, don't we? People like Elton John, who had bad faces, or David Bowie.
People whose names now are largely laughed at in the serious rock
or people
circles.
that people might not have considered. I thought Cat Stevens, oh no, Rod Stewart, I thought.
Was he Rod Stewart? Many people now are thinking of the leopard hot pants and the ludicrous hair.
I think I'm sexy and all those sort of old stadium sort of disco things. But he wrote beautiful tracks from Maggie May through. And I thought, hold on, 2 birds with 1 stone. What about a Rod Stewart song written by Cat Stevens?
Wow. Is there such a thing?
The first cut is the deepest.
Let's hear it, Rick.
On this album as well is The Killing of George. Georgie Part 1 and 2, remember? About the gay bloke. Georgie Boy was gay, I guess. His favourite song. Carl's favourite song, right? And I was going, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. I said about, and I said, did not intend to take his life. He just pushed it when he gets mugged and killed. Do you know what he said? I was sitting outside, I was singing, he went, well, as I said, they go out too late.
They go out too late?
He meant gay people go out too late. He went, no, they do. I went, what do you mean? He said, well, they're always out, they go out when people are coming home. He said, if he'd have been in bed by 10, he'd still be alive today.
That's a sobering lesson.
And he went, there's one that works here and he's shattered every Monday.
Oh, if you're gay and you're listening, just be in bed earlier. Go out when sensible people go out.
Yeah.
You're right, we're not on the continent, Carl.
If you're gay and you're not in bed by 10, go home.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
First cut is the deepest, Rod Stewart. It's the phone. Answer it. See who it is.
Can you give us a second, listeners? Just amuse yourselves for a moment. We're just speaking to Carl's just on the phone there, speaking to someone. We'll just keep you abreast of who that is. Who is it? Time. It's 10 to 3.
Wants to know if you're doing a live show somewhere tonight.
So just a private call now. Asking Ricky.
I am, yeah.
Later.
But
Ricky,
I don't want to say it now.
On television.
I don't mind one person now.
Hits it from the office and often performs live at different venues around the country. Okay. So while those two take care of business. All right, guys, have you finished that private call?
Yes.
Jeez, that was outrageous.
Star Sailor and Poor Misguided Fool. With me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington.
The K-Man, round of applause for K-Man.
Yeah.
But no one's announced who you are.
Ricky Gervais. It's XFM 104.9.
Saturday afternoon. If you didn't know that, I don't know why I mentioned it. That was stupid, really. You must know that by now.
Well, we've got some great things coming up.
We have indeed.
We've got songs and chat and things.
We'll also, of course, be running through the white van man questions from the Sun again, but this time Karl will be answering them. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Can we do that fairly soon? Oh, there's some good questions this week.
Yeah, we will, but as I was coming in, there was like a bunch of posh lads, I think university students, trying to get in, because they're doing one of those scavenger hunts that they have to get points for charity and do stuff, and one of theirs is get on a live radio show.
Right.
So I sort of felt sorry for them, so I said they could come on here just for 5 minutes.
Who are they?
Right. They're just
are they toffs?
They are sort of like toffs, but they're trendy toffs. They're obviously
trendy toffs. I don't know what's that. Is that like Lady Victoria Hervey? Is she?
No, I don't mean that. No, they're both sort of like that. Will of Pop Idol.
Right.
They're like him, sort of like trendy but posh. Okay. They seem nice enough, and they're doing it. They're just for a cancer charity, and they just get.
They got for what is it like? They got their sponsor to do various.
Exactly. I don't know quite how it works, but they're gonna come on and because we get for coming on this live radio show. they get 17,000 points.
Right, good.
If I can put that in context,
Yeah.
if they were to say to help deliver a baby, they only get 7,250 points.
But it's much easier.
It is. There's lots of women just
Happily gonna
dropping
let a couple of
sprogs
posh
all
ones.
over the place. You can't get on a live radio show these
Exactly.
days for love nor money.
That's true enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
When are they coming in?
Carl said they're going to just
1:30. I had a word with them.
Okay, what did you make of
And,
them?
They are posh,
Really?
but they said they're going to wander about and go and see if they can deliver a baby and that, and then come back here for 1:30. And I don't know if it.
I hope they don't leave a baby sort of half out. You know, if they've got it. You know, they're push. Sorry, we're going to have to shoot off. We've got to go and see.
we've got to play an instrument in a marching band for 8,500 points.
Well, I did say be here definitely at 1:30 because I don't want you getting in the way of the white van questions.
And the other thing is, right, they get 7,500 points for delivering a baby, but they get 9,000 points if they cut Peter Stringfellow's hair.
Well, he's very precious about his hair.
It's a more delicate operation, isn't
Absolutely.
it? There's more that can go wrong.
That's true enough.
Take an unconventional animal for a walk in a park. What is an unconventional
animal?
I think that could be a dog that just doesn't play by the rules.
Yeah, that's a dog that's into Slipknot.
Yeah, that wheeze in a urinal.
Yeah, exactly.
Standing up.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward
Well,
to
yeah,
that.
I'm sure they're lovely guys. Good luck to them.
Yeah, we'll see you later. Well, we're back, and there's a few more people here.
Absolutely, well done.
Yeah, yeah.
Well observed.
Yeah. Do you want to say hello?
Hi guys.
And what are you doing here?
This is Mark and James, or Sco and Belch, and we're here.
Sorry, your names are what?
Sorry, say the last bit again. Or what?
Sco and Belch.
Sco and Belch?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you want to explain that?
No.
No, from the drinking
story.
games, I imagine.
Yeah.
We've got worse names than that, but it's radio, so.
Sure.
Now, you're presumably students?
We've just well, we kind of graduated. We've been in work like about a year or two.
And what do you do?
I work for a management consultancy. I work for a distribution company up in Birmingham.
Well, okay.
So,
Now,
very
what you're doing is a scavenger hunt, and you're raising for a cancer
Colon
charity
cancer research.
right?
Yeah.
And you've got to do. And this is we're just helping you out here because for 17,000 points, you have to get live on a TV or radio show.
That's exactly it.
So
and
here we are.
That's why we're here. Yeah.
Do you ever listen to XFM?
I know of it. Yeah. I listened to it a few times.
Sure. What kind of music, what kind of sounds would you normally be into?
I love cheesy radio, sort of school disco, sort of, 80s stuff.
Sure. Sorry, what was your name again?
Mark, or Sco.
Sco. Okay. And you're
Belch.
And what sort of sounds would you be grooving to, Belch?
Cheesy.
UK garage?
Well,
Craig David.
A bit of house, just very occasionally. A bit of cheese. It depends what kind of mood I'm in, you know.
Now, you don't listen much, but you I mean, kiss a celeb because Karl.
Yeah, we actually want to do that with you, Ricky. Is that all right?
No.
That's not going to happen with
okay.
Ricky, but Karl's now got his name mentioned in Heat magazine.
Is that right? Well,
So
that's
if you want to
brilliant.
snog Karl, we'd love to see that.
I mean, we don't want to snog Karl, but I mean, we were thinking if there was kind of a female presenter here, we might be able to do something. But
What are you saying?
A female placenta.
well, if you've got one.
Have you seen some of the female presenters that work on XFM?
Oh, placenta.
Is that why they're on radio?
I thought you said placenta.
That's unlikely.
I know. Well, now what's the other things you've got to do here?
So what are some of the things you've done already?
Well,
See, some of these worry me, like start a fire in Pudding Lane
Oh, we've done that already.
for 4,700 points.
Well, I'll tell you what we have done. We've been on Phantom of the Opera stage already.
Have you?
Yeah, we just asked the stage door guy. And,
That wasn't during the show, I see.
No.
And that's right. He actually mentioned that. We shouldn't speak about that too.
Otherwise he'll get sacked.
Sacked. But he was really kind to let us on.
We've jumped in Trafalgar Square Water with doing a sort of Friends impersonation, so that was
Right.
How many points
pretty
did you get
cold.
for that?
We got 2,000 points for that. We got
Right.
8,000 points for being on the stage at Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And we get double that. We get like 18,000 points, which is almost the maximum for being here right now.
Really?
So that's
well,
absolutely great.
I wouldn't worry about the little things. I'd go for the big.
Yeah, that's it. We're not interested in the little stuff. We want to go for the big stuff.
Yeah.
So what were the big ones are, get on stage with S Club 7, that's not going to happen, is it? When have you got till 6 today?
Well, S Club 7 are on at the London Arena at about 2 o'clock, so...
Good luck.
But
Okay.
I think it's going to be very, very difficult to get on there, but we never
I
know.
think so, yeah. Get in the vaults of a bank.
Yeah.
You see, some of these are bordering on the illegal. That's 20,000 points for that. Like getting a cage at London Zoo. Don't do that.
I mean, it's 10,000 points, but don't do it. Unless it's a penguin cage.
Well, that's what we were hoping. Just some kind of timid animal we might be alright with. You know?
Yeah, sure.
If anyone's got any good ideas for sort of funky things to do on air, then
Okay, well, if you leave your number and anyone calls in, they can help you. Then.
Well, maybe some of S Club 7 are listening.
Well, let's hope so, because I mean, we love them to bits.
If they are, it is for charity, and the points get awarded into money for colon cancer research. So it'd be absolutely fantastic if we could.
Yeah. So Bradley, John, Tina, if you're listening.
Yeah, if you're listening. Or any celebrity out there who's a female celebrity, we need to snog them. It doesn't need to be a long snog, but if we can, that'd be great.
This is good for 7,000 points. This looks like a good one. Play the organ in a church. That must be easy.
Is that a metaphor?
Yeah, but you know what church people are like.
It says the bigger the better, so it might be.
That's got to be euphemism.
Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah. Well, thanks very much. Good luck.
Good luck, guys.
Get an arrangement standing outside Les Mis looking Miz.
That's going to happen.
That's good.
Man, a big gun type thing on the HMS Belfast.
That won't
well, we've got a big gun, it's just finding the boat, which is the problem.
Oh, calm down. What was your name? Bo? Poe?
No.
Poe?
Go.
Thanks very much.
Guys, thank you very much.
Cheers. Bye.
From their greatest hits album, that's Outcast, and a track called Rosa Parks.
Like it.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Now, we just had a call from someone impressed by Karl, and Karl's very pleased because this guy has actually done a PhD on Che Guevara. So in theory, whatever subject he chose, in theory, he's probably one of the experts in the world on this particular field. Now, hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, what's your name?
My name's David.
David, now where did you do your PhD?
At UCL.
Did at UCL, mild college. And what was the actual title of the PhD?
It was Che Guevara's influence on class struggle in Europe in the 60s.
And what did you think of Karl's performance?
I thought he did really, really well. The only thing, I'd never heard those last words before.
So Karl actually knows something you don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
Although you presumably not take that as verified information. You probably wouldn't take everything Karl said as gospel. You'd probably look it up yourself, would you?
I probably would have a look, yeah.
Did you know about babies' eyes?
Sorry?
Did you know that babies' eyes don't grow?
I didn't know that.
You see, that's why you shouldn't take things Karl says as gospel. Because it come out with something, vaguely intelligent, and then say, "Did you know about babies' eyes don't grow?"
Any questions that you'd want to test Karl on? Any thoughts? Any things he missed there on the history of Che Guevara?
I think he did really well, and I think he should be congratulated.
Because Karl has problems with understanding why people are interested in history, and even though he's been reading these books, he keeps saying, "Why does anyone care about history? Why is it important?" What would you say to Karl?
I think he should maybe then look at who Che Guevara did influence and why he still influences people today.
Yeah. Well, he knows that he influenced Citizen Smith, and he knows that if McDonald's ever wanted to swap Ronald McDonald for Che Guevara, it would cost him an awful lot of money. So he is trying to apply it to the modern world. He is having a go.
Well, maybe you should think like why Rage Against the Machine have him on their T-shirts.
Good point, Karl. Why do you think of that? Why do you think they have him on the T-shirts, Karl?
I don't know, maybe that was the design of the T-shirt. Maybe they wanted another T-shirt.
Maybe they wanted Ronald McDonald.
But didn't have any in.
Sure.
And they said, we'll have that one there then.
Well, thanks very much. Just before you go, do you think Karl would be an interesting subject for a PhD?
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
Okay, well, if you're not...
Well, hopefully one day you'll become a professor and you can maybe set that as some coursework.
I could do, yeah.
Karl Pilkington. Imagine that.
Cheers, Dave.
Having an MA in Karl Pilkington. Thanks very much, Dave.
Okay, bye.
Cheers, bye.
That's good. My teachers never did that.
What, encouraged you in that way?
Never said well done.
Really?
Yeah.
But you never showed up.
Yeah, you had to be in the same room,
They were
really.
just saying, who are you?
yeah.
No, but Mrs. Matthews, me head teacher.
Oh, let's not lay into Matthews again.
Not Matty Matthews. Not Grimble Matty Matthews.
I'd never be a high flyer.
If she could see you now. What did she say? You'll never be a high flyer?
She said that to me, mum and dad.
Really?
On a parents' evening.
And
that was after I'd played the drums in Little Donkey.
She clearly didn't know what she was talking about.
The Strokes and last night. We just had a call, didn't we? From Johnny Mango.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Mango, yeah.
Yeah, old the Mankster. And he informed me that one of the Wurzels is dead, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, Adge Cutler, who was the lead man, I think.
Yeah. He said he died the most rock and roll death you can die. He said he was apparently driving on a terrible cocktail of cider and other things, presumably.
Yeah.
Apples and jams.
Yeah.
And he crashed into a tractor. And I wonder, is that true? JM's not winding me up.
Yeah,
I hope the Mango Boy's not having a laugh at me. Is that true? One of the Wurzels died by tractor. Is that true? So give us a call. What's the number again, Carl?
08700 800 1234.
If so, I'm sorry that I disrespected them. I didn't know. Table 60. Lisa Tarbuck. That's Corner Shop. Lessons learned from Rocky 1 to Rocky. I love that guitar. That's great. It's real glam rock. That's T-Rex and Bowie. I was going to play some from Ziggy Stardust today, but instead I brought in a different album. I want to play a bit of Bowie. Is that all right?
Oh, of course, yeah, always.
Yeah, always. Bit of Beatles. Still to come up, by the way. We with the education of Carl, last week he did Che Guevara. He did very well. Yeah. Before that, the week before that, he learned all about Rasputin, didn't you? And this week you've been studying Hitler, haven't you? How does that go? How do you reckon that?
It's a bit tough.
Okay.
I mean, I'll give you the full story later, Steve. Do you know much about him?
No.
So, they're all linked. All these stories I've been reading, they've all got a similar sort of thing going through them. They're born... They have a bit of a tough upbringing. Things aren't going well, and they seem to take it out on other people.
Okay.
But I'll tell you more later.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you can... I mean, I don't think Hitler and Che Guevara...
It's the same thing. Che Guevara, when he was a kid, had, like, asthma, right? He wasn't an happy kid. Hitler, he
only had one ball.
Well, I was trying to find about that.
Yeah, seriously, he phoned me up in the week. I said, how's it going? He went, I've skimmed it. I've just skimmed it. I was looking for the testicle thing. Now, I don't know if they left that out or it's not true.
Right.
He was trying to look up that Hitler has only got one ball.
I think they only did it to wind him up. Because it's like, you know, you might be taking over the world, but we're all saying you've only got one testicle.
Sure.
And it's
did you look in the index and it's sort of Hitler, Adolf, family life, early childhood, testicles? Testicles, absence of.
Sort of skimmed through because
one of mother brackets other. Albert Hall.
Yeah.
The only thing I could find was at one point in like when he was trying to run the place, there was a meeting going on, and somebody had put a bag in the meeting room and it blew up.
Yeah,
and I'm wondering whether it was under the table. Yeah, but.
What, you're wondering if it blew a testicle?
It was the testicle was under the table.
No, the bag blew off the ball.
No, the ball sack was probably hanging below the protective top, and so that's where he could have lost.
But why would he have only just lost the one?
Because the
way he was sitting.
Cross-legged or something. Sure. Okay. Well, I mean, again. Last week we had a Che Guevara expert who phoned up. Maybe they could. Maybe there's a Hitler expert this time who could maybe phone up and confirm the testicle theory.
Yeah.
What's the number again, Carl?
08700 800 1234.
You need to have at least done a PhD or something.
I don't think we should invite calls about Hitler. I think we're asking for trouble.
No, I'm talking about someone who's done a study of him and who's done a PhD.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about any old nutter.
And also, Carl's lottery numbers. He's a little bit more confident this week.
Okay, good.
He went, they're more like it. And I looked at him and I laughed. He went, no, even Suzanne said I'm on more on the right lines there. Is anyone who has done a degree in maths or A-level maths that can bear... Carl won't believe this, right? Carl thinks... I know I was partly doing it to confuse him, just see that look on his face like a cat, right? But there is the chances with a random numbers, for example, the lottery, of getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are no greater than any other single combination.
Right.
Now, that's true. I don't mean you're more likely to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 than any other combination put together, but than any other individual combination, they're all equal. It's counterintuitive, I know. I know you think that to get a run of 1 to 6 is less likely than anything else, but it's not. Any named combination... It's not, Carl. If there's a probability...
Well, it's never happened. It's never happened.
Yeah, but there's any number of combinations that
never happened. Every one of those combinations that have come up have happened, and they're just as likely or unlikely as any other combination, right? It's just that you feel intuitively, right, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is less likely than 1, 7, 12, 34, 60. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't win.
Play record.
Okay.
If you give a monkey childbirth pills, it works. That's.
Well, we were talking about interesting things about sneezing, and I remembered an interesting fact about monkeys. So,
anyway, 2:30, brilliant. What did happen to that bloke who used to make the sound effects in Police Academy?
I don't know.
He was brilliant, wasn't he? Do you remember him?
I don't remember.
Was
him.
he called Hightower?
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
If anyone knows, give us a call.
God.
Girls and boys.
You've embarrassed yourself then, Gervais.
What?
Well, we've had a number of calls and emails pointing out that the Hindenburg disaster was not because the Zeppelin was filled with helium.
Hydrogen. But
filled with hydrogen.
Right, okay. Well, I thought about that when he told me in the week.
Yeah, but
I assumed he must have got that off from the documentary. So it just went up. So that's probably why the voices didn't go.
That's probably why it didn't feature in the documentary.
Yeah.
But it seems to me we should have thought of that. I mean, like, it's school fates and stuff where they're like filling little balloons with helium.
Yeah.
You know, there'd be all kinds of horror stories if they were just, just blowing up, left, right and centre. I don't think you can just blow helium up like that, can you? What? Isn't that the point? What I'm saying is it can't be as potentially lethal as hydrogen, helium.
Well, like, hydrogen isn't as bad as helium?
No, helium's not as bad as hydrogen.
I don't know what you're saying, because the Hindenburg was hydrogen.
Yeah, and I'm saying, why did we think it was helium? That's crazy. You go to school fates and stuff with, like, little kids, and they're filling up little balloons with helium. They wouldn't have big canisters of helium, a charity event, or, a small kind of bring and buy sale if it was deadly.
Yeah, but it's not as big. I mean, when you buy those balloons at a fair, it's not as big as that big
But presumably
balloon.
It's still flammable, is it?
But it wasn't the fact how dangerous the rare gas was, or it was the fact that it was made of this thing that caught fire and just went. There was nothing. A hole in it would have been as bad. It just burnt quickly and fell to the ground because the hydrogen or helium escaped. It wasn't. It was irrelevant that what the gas was, wasn't it?
I thought it was that there was supposed to be some kind of explosion.
Well, I don't know what it was, but the point is because the outer thing was so thin, right? The gas inside escaped and it fell to the ground.
So it just fell to the ground like when you've popped a balloon.
Well, not.
It didn't
quite.
sort of go.
It didn't like flap all over the place and make a zany noise.
The height. I just explain what I'm laughing at, right? We just had a call from someone saying his company would sponsor Karl, right, to be raised by all these balloons if he could have a walk-on part in the office. And we immediately went, we're worried about that sort of thing. You can't really promise that artistic, And I was worried about the legality of it as well. How can you promise someone that for personal gain that's a private and all that sort of stuff, right? And I went, I don't know. And anyway, put the phone down to him and Karl went... I love the fact you're more effing worried about that than me being raised 30 feet in the effing air. You started getting scared, did you? Are you worried about it?
Well, you're quite excited about the idea of the challenge, aren't you?
I like the idea, but I want, like...
Why do you like the idea, Karl?
Oh, what if it went all wrong and we're there going, the humanity of it.
I think we need
Karl
to get...
he's just...
And the rope would pull out my trousers and
Oh, no, it's definitely got to be Dr. Fox if that's going to happen.
God. We've got to do this.
So hang on, but let's just think about because wait a minute, we say this, but we'd have to get all kinds of health and safety people involved.
No, we wouldn't.
Of course we can't just start raising it in the air.
No, you're allowed to do it on private land, aren't you?
Look what happened to the Hindenburg.
No, but I was just saying there was lots of people died. Listen, look, all we do is we get someone, right?
But what if he gets loose and he just floats off into the air?
And he meets his magpie that he lost. He used to peck his grifter.
Balloons.
So I'm so excited about this. Listen, we've got to do this.
No, but
please.
Shut up a minute. Let's just stop and think about it. It's 60,000 balloons.
No, it's not. It's 6,000.
But 6,000 balloons, that's a lot of balloons.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Silly.
For sponsorship, people pay for... no, listen, it's worth it. There must be a company out there that'll pay for this, just so we can film it.
Hang on, is there not an easier way of just getting one big balloon? Then the challenge is there's no challenge then.
No, it's got to have people coming up and hooking balloons. It'd be like Buckaroo. And the person who puts the balloon that actually raises him 10 feet wins a prize or something.
So hang on, so what we've got each person with like 500 balloons.
Yeah.
That's mad. Can you imagine how many balloons that is? That's ludicrous.
6,000. Yeah.
That's an awful lot of balloons.
I don't know, there must be someone that could do this. Oh, look, people have walked on the moon, for Christ's sake. We can raise Karl Pilkington with some balloons.
Yes, but they had a NASA budget. We've got XFM behind us.
Yeah, but balloons... Balloons are cheap. You can get about a pack of 25 for about 150.
Right, fine.
No,
true.
Yeah, the helium though, Karl. You can't just attach yourself to a pack of balloons.
No, but...
What, you think we blow them all up?
With helium.
Right.
Oh.
Off you go.
But then we can do something with the balloons, can't we? Like release them afterwards.
Oh, we'll release them back into the wild. Brilliant. As a sign of peace. Fly, my pretties, fly, be free.
I am so excited. I have not been so excited about until I thought that Robin Ince was going to stay in my cupboard for £1,000. Look, we've got to do this.
6,000 balloons. I don't think it's going to happen. That's an awful lot of balloons, and I just I don't see how we can tether them all to Karl. He's a small man.
No, but
because you have them at different lengths, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Karl knows.
Can you think about the logistics of this?
Oh, someone must know. There must be a company. There's a bloke willing to do it. I know he doesn't know the technology of it. He's willing to sort of stumble.
And so the company just has access to helium like that.
No, we can do this. Come on, London.
Someone's done
Londoners.
It was on the internet already, so someone obviously has done it.
Yeah.
So they didn't say, "Oh, we can't get hold of the balloons."
No, they probably worked it out, didn't they?
Karl, you're more excited about this than anything else. About your education, about your exam results. You're so excited.
And we'll have a little rope. We're like flying a little kite, a little Karl. We're like, let's go,
Karl. What will you wear? Like a one-piece jumpsuit?
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
With sponsorship all over it?
Oh, it'd be great. You're like Jackie Stewart, and just as you go up your little face, oh my God, I'm not going to sleep until this is done. This is the most exciting thing ever.
Only 10 feet.
10 feet, yeah.
We need some kind of rope to sort of tether you to the ground. Yeah. We don't want you sort of flying off.
This is going to be great. And he'll have a little crash helmet and everything, and little Dee boppers on the crash helmet, like he's a little flying ant.
Definitely.
We give him a little, oh my God, can we give you an outfit like little wings and everything?
Can we paint your face with like children's paint?
I'm not doing all that.
Why?
Oh, because that would be silly.
Oh, please, Karl, do this. Do it. We'll do it for charity. We'll do it for charity, yeah?
Right.
Yeah? Oh, this is
We'll do it
be
for children in need.
Please, just phone in if you can help us. Lift Karl up 30 feet. Let's say 30 feet.
I think it has to be a decent...
Yeah, it has to be a decent height.
Is there a world record? Because we want to break that if we're going to
want to break that. What is the world record for raising a man by balloons?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, let's just finalise details here. We've got...
I'm so excited.
Email address, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
What's the number?
The number, Karl?
08700 800 1234.
Lift
Give it again.
Lift Karl.
08700 800 1234.
Sponsored by Heat Magazine
And
or something.
maybe even if you've just got an idea about how we might be able to organise it, how we might be able to get it done, if you've got contacts, anything, just get in touch, give us some information.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm going to play a Beatles track for the lovers.
Oh, man.
It's off the Help album, and it's You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. Oh, just think of his little face as he goes up. Well, XFM, it's nearly the end of the show. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant. We've enjoyed company. Karl, we're going to try and get Karl in the air. Anyone that can help us, take him up with helium balloons. Our friend Johnny Mango called again, and apparently the record's 11,000 feet. Karl is getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah, the world record is 11,631 feet raised by hot air balloons.
Yeah. How tall's Canary Wharf?
It's 11,631 feet. Exactly. I don't know, Karl.
Is it? How much higher?
It's a long way.
More.
I'm not doing
that.
Because I'm like 6 foot something.
Yeah, think of that. Just look at Steve.
All right.
Yeah.
But you can change your record. You could say, well, the sort of balloons are the one with Mickey Mouse on it or something.
Yeah, could I just say something? That man did 11,000 feet, but he wasn't naked. All right?
Come on, Karl.
Your 30 feet will be the world record for naked ballooning. Yeah?
Mm.
Think about it.
All right, it's for charity.
Well, thank you for listening, everyone. We are going to raise Karl. And after Karl said, and just to think, my teacher said I'd never be a high flyer. So this is your chance, Karl, to shine, to fly.
Steve.
It'll be brilliant. This is a final song for the ladies. Belle and Sebastian, we've not heard them for a while. This is from, it's actually a B-side or a triple side or whatever you call it. Track 3 on a single called Jonathan David. This is The Beautiful, The Loneliness of the Middle Distance Runner. Play.
Goodbye.
All right. Here we are then. 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hey.
XFM. I'll tell you what you should play.
No, I'll tell you what, before you say.
Yeah.
We're back then.
Yeah.
We're back in town.
Well, that was what I was going to say. You should play Boys Are Back in Town.
No, this is Boys Are Back in Town.
You should play that then.
It's just a
Talk then. Someone should talk. It's obviously already a shambles. Can you believe that? I'm amazed that we're back on the air and it's already a shambles.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking. No one was speaking. The record was ending. No one was speaking. It was just. Well, I might shoot off. Already, I might shoot off. It's like nothing's changed.
Boys Are Back in Town on XFM 104.9. We're back then, aren't we, Karl? I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington. I'm not coming back. I'm definitely not coming back. Care that I'm not coming back.
Rick, I seem to remember the end of the last time we were on. What was that, 3 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Karl said he's never going to do the show again. There was nothing that was going to bring him back.
Yeah.
He didn't enjoy it, wasn't going to do it.
All a ruse, right?
Really?
Yes. I've known him coming back for about 2 months, because he's got our agent now representing him.
I thought he was a fool.
Really?
Why?
Well, what's he done for me?
What's he done for us?
No, I know, but I mean, he's your agent, so, and he's sort of calling Graham. And it was all a con, so Karl could get Mondays off. Poor Graham, the station's struggling enough as it is.
Yeah.
It's like running around like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
No one's listening. That's why I don't bother talking with a record then, because there's no loss to London.
Sure.
Right? It's pointless, this show. We don't do it for the money. We don't do it for the kudos. I don't know why we do it.
No.
Is there anything on telly at this time? I could have had a lie in.
I know.
But, it's all a ruse to get Mondays. He's got Mondays off now, because he has to do the show, 2 hours, right? And he's still getting paid. And it's all a con, because he knows that he's holding him over a barrel, and it's like, we've got to keep Karl happy. Right?
I had Mondays and Tuesdays off before Duncan got involved.
No, but you know what I mean, though? And it's like, poor Graham, who's the MD, in charge of the thing, probably pulling his hair out, worrying about the station, right? You know, it's a sinking ship. And then Karl comes along, well, I'll do it, but I want Mondays off. He's probably sitting at home now. His family, he's probably ridiculed by his wife.
His kids almost certainly would have lost all respect for him. That he's been fooled by Karl Pilkington.
He calls his mates and goes, I'm busy, Graham. I don't, I just can't think. It's
embarrassing.
But do you know what I mean? And you think it's funny, and you think you've got one over him. He's going, Monday's off for 2 hours. Yeah, you do. You think it was, and now you're embarrassed. We've said it on air. But you're only conning yourself in the long run. Because, do you know what I mean? I hate that sort of, the world owes me a living, what can I get out of the world? What are you going to give back to the world, Karl? What are you doing now then? Are you going to prepare Mondays?
What have
you prepared for this show now? You've had 3 months to prepare.
Yeah.
What have you got? What have you got for us? Okay, what's happened in the last 3 months?
What? In this place or just my life?
Well, what have you got for us? 3 months, we're cloning about, you get Mondays off, you're getting paid for it, you've got a cushy deal, you're having a laugh, you're taking the piss out of the management, right? So, what have you got for us?
Give it to us.
I've kind of, updated Rockbusters a bit.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, so, and you said don't mess with it. If something's good, don't mess with it.
What do you mean it wasn't good?
It was never good.
It was never good. Of course we had to fix it.
It was fun to do. It was a laugh. I mean, I imagine it was much more fun for me than the 450 listeners. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed squeezing your head and dressing you up.
No, but that's just it. When I had a meeting with Graham, right, I said, look, I'm not being funny. I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah. I've had enough of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, what's up with you? You sounds like you have a right good laugh. I said, yeah, but that's all good acting and stuff. I said, it's hell in there. I said,
he's talking about Vietnam.
Yeah.
I said, having my head squoze, right?
What? Squoze is still not a word. We've been away 3 months. It's still not a word.
Right. Yeah. I said, he's putting a dustbin lid on my head.
Yeah. You told this to the MD.
He's hitting me with a tray.
Yeah.
He's chucking toilet paper at me.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, but that's all over 2 years. I said, no, that was the same day.
Okay then, what has changed in 3 months? They're listening, they've been listening for 6 minutes now. Come on, give us something.
Bit of Nickelback.
What's happened in 3 days? 3 months?
What, in my life over here? Nothing's happened here, nothing's changed here.
Right.
But, I don't know, do you know last time we were on?
Yeah.
Right? And, I was telling you about the woman over the road, where I live.
The one that walks around naked?
There's a woman who walks about the flat naked,
This is when Karl was watching a woman naked, then she looked at... saw him looking, so what he did, this is the genius he did to get out of this, he pulled his pants down, so he was naked too. His girlfriend comes in and goes, Karl, what are you doing? He went, I can't tell you now, but don't look out of the window. Yeah, go on, sorry.
That woman, she's bought some blinds.
Nickelback, Someday on XFM 104.9.
How old's the bloke from Nickelback? He looks about 40.
It reminds me of, you know when a kid's made up at a fete to look like a lion?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like the Wizard of Oz lion.
Yeah.
But, good tune.
No,
I'll be controversial. I think rock rules the world again, Steve.
Well, I'd hope so, mate. Do
you know what I mean?
Are we going to hear some rock later in the show?
We're going to hear lots of rock. Excellent. It's like I might even play a little bit of Rainbow.
Blimey.
Just to, we've got the darkness, but
sure.
I want to remind them where it all came from.
Yeah.
You've heard the Liz.
Yeah.
You're going to hear the Bow.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. No, just high five.
Yeah. So, Karl.
Yeah, keep it real.
Here we are then.
Oh, incidentally, before we carry on, I just thought, it's weird, I was reading some of the fan emails and stuff we've got, and one of the things a lot of people like, it divides the listeners, is your laugh. It's interesting. Some people love it. They find it infectious. They find it adorable.
I mean, close up in a small space like a kitchen
Terrifying.
or something, it's annoying. Like Karl was annoyed because I squeaked in his ear earlier, didn't I?
Sure.
Why did I laugh?
You on the toilet?
I think I squeezed his head again, didn't I? And he said, "No, it's not 1 o'clock."
He doesn't like the squozing.
The squozing head.
But
it's the squozing one.
The funny thing is, right, we were out a few weeks ago with a mate of mine, right, and he went to squeeze me head, right, give it a squoze.
Sure.
And I was like, don't do that. You know, I don't like it, right? And Ricky said to me, mate, yeah, he doesn't like having his head squoze. As if it's like Marmite. As if some people love it.
Yeah.
And some people hate it.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Well, anyway, there was a little taster of the laugh. That was more the kind of deep, throaty laugh, the belly laugh. But there's that kind of high-pitched squeak that you do.
When I've got to get air out quickly. Because I'm going to burst. Sometimes I laugh so much that my liver and all, they try and get out to it. So I have to get it out really fast, like a siren.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Is that how you explain the fact that you're quite fat?
Yeah,
that's just laughing waiting to come out. Every time you laugh, you become a svelte young thing, like Brett Anderson.
Oh, dear.
Well, anyway, it reminded me of the game that you and I used to play in our very early days of XFM, when it was literally
Make Ricky Gervais Laugh.
Make Ricky Gervais Laugh, which was a great game. I
remember the first one. It was that fella drinking a pint of beer.
Yeah.
I remember the very first time.
I tell you what, it's not great.
Though? Ant and Dec do it now. They actually, it's very similar to Make Ricky Laugh. It's called Make Ant Laugh.
Interesting. So many of our great ideas have been stolen.
Yeah.
Or stoled.
Stoled, yeah.
And anyway, I was looking through the paper in the week, and there was a picture which which I think might be a Ricky Gervais, Make Ricky Gervais Laugh. I don't know. And again, obviously, it doesn't really work for the listeners at home, but I'll try and do my best to describe it.
Can we stop saying my name because it's like a Dave Gorman project? Can we just stop? It's getting. Let's say a word often enough, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Let's stop saying Ricky Gervais.
Well, what we're going to refer to you as? All right. Well, Make Patty Laugh is a new game. I'm trying to get one of those squeaks of a laugh. I'm concerned because I know.
I'm not a monkey. I'm not
sure, you're not a performing monkey.
No, okay.
I know that. Right. But anyway, let me just briefly summarise the story for those at home.
Okay.
The headline was Mum 48, a mother of 48 seduced boy of 14.
Well, that's not funny.
Not her own boy, obviously, but a neighbourhood child.
I don't think it's a funny story so far.
He said Grand Lana Allen, 48, led him upstairs and undressed to her waist, then took his trousers off. Okay, bear that in mind. This is a quote from him, right? Bear in mind, he's a 14-year-old boy, he's quite excited about this. He says, then we had sex, it was every boy's fantasy. Alright?
You're going to show me the picture of her now, aren't you?
So it's a picture of her.
Oh, this is not...
Bear in mind...
This is... Okay.
In his own words, Rick.
Right.
In his own words, this was every boy's fantasy.
Okay.
Here's the picture. It's a silent laugh. He's collapsed on the floor.
I was thinking it looked like a fat man. I was not expecting that. Oh my god. Oh god. She looks like the drummer of Iron Maiden.
She looks a bit like Lemmy. But I tell you, she looks like reminds me of most. Did you see those?
They've got one with a fag on as well.
No, I know.
That's it with them out of makeup though.
Karl, have you seen Every Boy's Fantasy?
You should see. Oh god. Oh.
Have a look, Karl.
Oh god.
How old is she?
48.
Oh god. Oh, 48. That's lovely. Nothing wrong with that.
I'll tell you, if you weren't lucky enough to see the picture, she looks just like the oldest man in the world. His photos in newspapers and on the web for a while. He was about 135 or something.
Karl. Look, Karl's got a theory that Chinese people don't age well. This man was a Chinaman, right? And he was 120 or something.
Yeah. Did you see a picture of him?
Yeah,
he's still alive.
No, he's not.
No,
He's
is he not?
No,
He's
died
dead.
at 120, so...
He said 120 or something, but makes you wonder.
What makes you wonder?
Well, because they don't age well. I think he's using that. He's probably about 37.
Oh god! Honestly, we walk down the street, right, and we see an elderly Chinese person, right, and Karl would go, I'm just thinking he is, like it's not.
I don't understand this notion that Chinese people don't age well. I don't know where this has come about.
No, I mean, I'm not having a go.
No,
right? I never want anyone to think I'm like having a go at them. But they are really good looking and they're healthy and that. till they're about... I've never seen one, right? Can you tell me if you've seen a Chinese person who's about 30? It's either 20 or 50. There's no middle ground.
This is what I came back for. This is 2 hours of absolute drivel from the brain of Karl Pilkington.
Let me just check something. So the Chinese gentleman who died recently was 130. Your theory is that he's maybe in his late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
This is an elaborate conspiracy on his part, because obviously whenever they talk about the oldest people in the world, it is always a Chinese person.
Yeah.
Invariably.
They do, yeah.
I mean, they seem to win that every year.
Go on.
So your theory is that in those small backwater villages in China...
Ross McWhirter comes to a little village.
They go, the Guinness guy's on the way.
He goes, well, until recently, the oldest person in the world, how old are you? And they're so embarrassed, because they think they look about 120, they go, 120, they go, really? They go, yeah, can I have his birth certificate? No. In fact, I think this Chinese bloke it wasn't verified by the conspiracy because he didn't have his papers.
Didn't have his papers, no.
So...
Is this the same one or a different fella?
I think it might be the same guy, I'm not sure. Try it on. So there's a huge conspiracy amongst these Chinese villages that every time...
When you get to about 50, say you're 70, because no one will believe us.
Well, if you can confirm or deny that, then please email in, ricky.gervais@xfm.uk.
This is the Racist Show on XFM 104.9. Call in if you're anything less than a little mank. Outcast, Hey Ya, on XFM 104.9, with me, Ricky Gervais, you, Stephen Merchant, GQ Presenters of the Year.
Radio Personalities of the Year.
It's official.
We're the best radio personalities of the year.
We got that award sent to us, didn't we? And we did a little thing. But it was only our two names on it.
It had your name, Rick, definitely. I remember that. It had my name.
And your name.
Didn't see Karl Pilkington's name anyway.
No. And yet he's the one with the day off and the money and the conning the MD and making him cry at home.
Let me just remind... Can I just check that again? So he's made a fool out of the MD.
He's made a fool out of the MD.
And all the major... Basically all the capital shareholders.
About, I'm not sure if I'm coming back or not. I want a day off then. Which is the same day off as his girlfriend gets off. So he's just like walking around, I don't know, Hyde Park, just feeding ducks, when he should be working out what he can do instead of Rockbusters, which is basically Blockbusters with a word changed. Christ's sake. Right.
If that's annoyed you, I'll tell you what has really wound me up.
Go on.
The last week or so, this postal strike. I tell you, Rick, I have got no sympathy for him. I'd be a scab. I'd be walking through there and I'd be giving him the finger. I go, you can intimidate my family. I don't care. I don't care because the post has got to get through. Because I'll tell you what, it's not the fact that, the unions, they could organise a strike. I'm behind that, it's fair enough. But not when it's these wildcats. They're just out there, they're just taking days off willy-nilly. They're sealing up the post boxes. It's going crazy.
Maybe Karl could deliver a few records Monday.
Well, I know Karl must be livid because probably his copies of The New Scientist and the Literary Review haven't turned up. So he's in a terrible way. And I got important documents that are supposed to be coming to me. There's nothing. There's hiding a hair of it. And I was cooking last night, and it got me panicked because I was thinking about if this just is going to spread now amongst other organisations and other groups. And do you know what?
Like cancer.
It was partly because I was cooking. Yeah. But I suddenly become terrified that they might go on strike.
Go on.
The guys in charge of the potatoes.
Oh,
anyone involved with potatoes.
I had so much mash farmers. Llast night. I had so much sausage mash, the second helpings, that I had to sit on the edge of a seat so my stomach could hang down. I love spuds. Spuds and bread. I could not do without spuds and bread.
I feel like maybe I could make my own bread. Spuds, I wouldn't know where to start with a spud. Yeah. And it's like, they're amazing. You can boil them, you can broil them.
Yeah.
I don't know what broiling is, but I suspect it's tasty.
I don't think it's as good as... I mean, obviously the chipped potato is...
For the working classes,
it was always on. The chip fat fire was always on in my household. The ceiling, the death trap fire, polystyrene ceiling was yellow.
Exactly.
Come Wednesday in our house. Yeah. And, always had chips.
Because all I remember hearing, if I think back to my childhood, all I remember was, gotta stop and get some potatoes, or phone your dad, tell him to get some potatoes.
Well, that was your job, wasn't it?
Karl?
Yeah.
It does concern me because
what did you have to do? Didn't you have to fill a diary out for your teacher?
Do you know when you're at school? I don't know if you do the same thing, but you get like a little red book, right? And every night, I think it was a way of the teachers sort of keeping an eye on you. So if you went out robbing, if you wrote it in your diary, they'd go, what you're playing at.
Sure.
Right? So you'd have to write down what you did every night.
Yeah.
But I didn't get up to that much at that point. Sure. I used to just go on my errands.
Yeah.
And it was my job to
I haven't had errands since the 70s.
Nice to hear that.
I went to U-Phase, right, the little local supermarket. Yeah. And I got...
what's it called? Euthanasia? What? I did...
U-Phase.
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 Yeah.
H-U-G-H, Euphase.
Oh, Euphase is his name, right.
Yeah. And
Euphase,
I just had to get like a bag of potatoes.
Of course you did, yeah.
And a loaf.
Staple.
So I used to put that in my diary every day, and it got to a point when like even the teachers were like, just make something up.
Yeah.
Stop putting the same thing in.
Sure, start joyriding or something. Live.
I remember when Jane was little, she was at school, I think it was about telling something like that, do a project over the week, and they were given a big list of, like a list of 100 animals that they had to tick when they saw one that week. And the teacher knew she cheated because she ticked beaver. So she was trying to win and get it, but she knew, unless it was Susie Dibblethwaite's beaver.
I know
the school slut. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, so,
it feels like the potato people have got me over a barrel. You know, I mean, they could hike the prices up. I still have to buy the potatoes. I got nothing else. I got to have that. You know, you got your fancy pastas for the upper classes, but for the working classes, it's chips or mash, isn't it, really?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't worry. I don't think people who do potatoes are going to go on strike.
I don't think so.
Because we just go and pick them ourselves, don't we? Or grow them ourselves.
Sure.
What would be the most pointless strike? What would be the strike that we went so? Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you one strike that would go so. Those guys who do sketches in Covent Garden. Yeah, take a picture, or they do a caricature of you.
The strike, imagine the strike! You go out and you go, well, I want one with a big nose and a big chin.
I want them using caricature of me and my sister.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
But I need a sketch, I need a pencil drawing of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Looking like a monkey. I mean, how are we going to get this? This is unbelievable. Yeah,
I'll tell you also, the strikes that have no effect.
What?
Those, people in nightclub toilets. Who just, you know, kind of there, they got the Lynx deodorant sprays.
Oh, no, quite controversial at the moment, with the Tweedy case.
Oh, the Cheryl Tweedy case.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure, I got some thoughts on that, actually.
Like what?
Well, maybe we play a record, I'll share my thoughts on.
Well, coming up, some Steve Merchant thoughts on the Cheryl Tweedy case. What's it, 104.9.
Some R.E.M., Rick?
What's the frequency, Kenneth? What's the frequency, Kenneth? I'll tell you, it's 104.9 XFM. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, the user Pilkington.
Just takes.
Takes. Destroy the man. Go to you, Steve.
You should talk like that more. It's cool and sexy.
Thank you.
I make it clear now, I do not condone in any way, shape or form what Cheryl Tweedy did. But I have to say, they wind me up.
By they, you mean toilet attendants?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, not Pop Idol winners.
That's what I thought you meant, yeah. So, go on.
But, because I'll tell you what it is, you go into a club or pubs, or big trendy pubs, you go in there, and there's the toilet attendant in there. He's got his little display of, aftershaves, sprays, some sweets maybe, whatever it might,
maybe a lollipop.
Maybe a lollipop. And, alright, I don't know if I assume they're not employed by the club. I'm assuming the club's we've got the DJ, we've got the bar staff. Wait a minute, we need a guy to irritate you.
When the manager walks in, do they hide?
Well, this is it. I don't know if it's a guy who's just like...
Is it like busking?
Yeah, he snuck in. He came in when it was free during happy hour. He's got a little carrier bag. He snuck in the toilet. But the thing is, it's the fact that toilet attendants, fair enough. I mean, I'm happy if a toilet attendant sneaks in under cover of darkness, cleans it for me, and then shoots off. But it's when I have to see them there. I feel guilty because it's like, maybe wash my hands, I'll forget he's there. He'll hand me a paper towel, suddenly I've got to tip him like a quid or something.
It annoys me because I wash my hands at all. I don't usually wash my hands. I sometimes don't even bother getting my knob out. I do it while I stand and change my trousers when I get home.
Exactly.
So it annoys me I have to go through this charade of getting it out, slushing out of it, shaking it dry, and then washing my hands.
See, if he did any of those elements, I'd tip him a quid,
Pop it out.
But not to hand me a paper towel and get it myself. And it's just guilt. And sometimes I'll hold it in because I'm nervous I don't want to go back in there.
What annoys me is like a posh award ceremony, it's a pound a piss.
It is a pound a piss.
Do you know what I mean? So, or
in a top hotel or something.
Yeah.
It's absurd. And I'll tell you what's worse than that. I know that he's doing it because he's got to feed his kids. But it's the fact that I've got to look him in the eye. You know, it's like he's humanised. You know, if he was only dehumanised, Rick.
Yeah.
If I could see him and I didn't think he was a human being, I wouldn't feel guilty. If he could sort of hide under the urinal, perhaps, or if he could hide underneath the sink.
Like thing from the Adams Family. He just puts out,
just pop a hand out. Doesn't say anything. Just hands me the paper towel.
So you don't even see, like, hand go, and then I go,
I'd put a pound in, I'd take the thing, put a pound in, nick a lollipop and run away. No aggro.
Exactly. It's the fact I got to see them and I feel guilty because, you know, I'm on the radio, I've got a cushy life.
I know.
Here's a guy who's just trying to make ends meet. It makes me feel bad, it ruins my evening.
Yeah.
I'm just pleading for them. Can they not do it anymore? Can they maybe get a job? Illegal mini cabin or something? Please.
Born Again, Star Sailor on XFM 104.9. We're back. It's the 1st of November. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
It's the same old email address if people want to get in touch. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. We've had a couple of emails, Rick. Someone, actually Ian, he's emailed in. He said that because of the blinking postman, it's his wife's birthday today. She's had no cards or presents because, presumably because she's got no friends, but also because of the postal strike.
But you won't be able to use that excuse for Suzanne's birthday again because she knows that the postal strike won't be on around that time.
All right, Karl. But anyway, so would you just say happy birthday to Tracy?
Have those condoms run out yet that you got for Christmas? Karl?
I've still got them.
Have you?
Just say happy birthday to Tracy.
Happy birthday, Tracy. And hello to Aidan, who's phoned in to let us know he's actually listening in Northern Ireland.
Oh,
so we've gone international.
Sure. Now there's also a questionnaire has been sent in by Ruth Chamberlain at Cordwainers College. Cordwainers College seems a weird. Cordwainers.
It used to, yeah. It's either used to be a poly or a laundrette. I think it's yeah.
Anyway, it's something that she's doing for, she's studying product design for the fashion industry. And anyway, she's got, some questionnaire. And we're too busy and important to fill out the questionnaire. But we thought maybe you could answer it, Karl.
Karl, look, he's yawning, he's looking round, he's only got to do 2 hours and he gets a whole day off and he's getting paid for it. Do something, Karl. Be grateful. You've probably ruined a man's career. He's ridiculed now for doing this. He's so weak where he should have squoze your head and kicked you out of the building. So, let's have a little bit of effort. You've only got an hour and a quarter to do, then you get 2 days off, alright?
Alright.
Right, Karl, it's a questionnaire about happiness.
Oh, yeah.
There's one person... Well, that should answer it right where. The first question, Karl, on a happy scale of 1 to 10, where are you on the happy scale?
Is it at this moment or in general?
Well, I would say generally.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't always have to, like... I mean, I think I'm happy in that, but I don't always show it.
You never show it?
No, but it doesn't mean I'm not happy in that. Like, I'm alright at the moment. I'd say I'm probably on about an 8. I was probably on about a 9 when I woke up, right? And then, sort of fell out with Suzanne over her haircut.
Yeah.
Right? She went for a haircut and came back with something that I didn't like.
Sorry, what did you say? So when your girlfriend walked to the door, she had her hair done, you said, I don't like it, alright?
She could tell by the look on my face. But
don't you say, no, I'm happy with it, I just can't tell. I'm loving it.
Because then she won't have it done again.
Oh, Karl, I just cannot get over you. I really can't.
No, but you haven't seen it. Right?
Oh,
so then I was fed up, but then I thought...
Sorry, what authority have you got to talk about haircuts?
Yeah, you had officially from a barber in Manchester above a railway station in a shack, it was £2 a cut, told you have the hair of a Chinaman. Well, you wish you had the hair of a Chinaman now, you got no hair. You're a little bald mank with your mouth open, so don't... Is she listening to this, Suzanne? Sitting at home with a woolly hat on?
I don't know. But she knows now, doesn't she?
What did you say? What words
did you do about it, though?
I just said you look like someone out of Slade.
Interestingly, that's what I look for in a girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Which one of Slade?
That one with the funny hair.
Not Dave Hill.
Yeah.
The one with the crooked fringe and the goofy... She had her teeth done as well, did she? She had 2 front teeth put in.
Dumper.
So anyway,
So prior to that, you're on a 9. Then you saw the haircut, you're on an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
now
then,
what are you on?
I'm probably on about a 6 at the moment.
Why? What's happened?
Well, while Star Sailor was on, bit more head squeezing going on. So, yeah, about a 5 or 6.
So, generally speaking, what would you say you are?
About 4.
You're on a 4 for Alright. What would you give someone who wasn't very happy? What would you give them?
What are you thinking, Karl? Depends why they're not happy.
They're low, okay, so what would you give them?
I mean, yeah, depends, innit? If it's someone who's just lost their arms and legs in an accident, you don't give them a lollipop.
Sure, or some mittens.
Yeah. You give them a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dare I say it, a smile.
A skateboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
You got to answer the question.
All right, so hang on. Let's assume that you've upset your girlfriend because you slagged off her haircut.
What are you going to do now to
guilty.
go and make her happy?
How are you going to cheer her up? And not buy her a baseball cap.
I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it because I've got this to sort out. So when I get home, get her some gel or something.
Oh, God! Oh, Christ.
Okay, and, alright, just name something that always puts a smile on your face, Karl. It always cheers you up. If you're feeling a bit blue, it always cheers you up.
A monkey, innit?
Learning something.
Right.
That's a bit weird.
I love the qualifier.
I think it was two different sentences. I think it was learning something. That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Learning something that's a bit weird. Okay, and finally, if you could have something to make you happy, what would it be?
Little chimp, wouldn't it? Little chimp in a suit.
Well, don't answer for him. Don't put words into me. You could have anything you want. It'll cheer you up and make you happy. What would it be?
You can't say a skin of titanium. It's got to be something possible.
Yeah.
X-ray vision. No. What would you have? It can be conceptual. It could be world peace. It doesn't have to be, a new watch.
Yeah, let someone else wish for that.
Sure.
It'd be a waste.
Yeah. Why should you do it? And then someone else gets a nice new watch and there's world peace.
Exactly.
You're walking round, it's nice and peaceful, you know what time it is. He's swanning round, he's got a lovely new watch and there's no threat of him being bombed.
Exactly.
I'm quite happy the way I am, really. I don't really want
Are
that
you
much.
really?
But you're on a 4. You're on a happy scale of 4.
Yeah, you're on a 4. Surely you want to get to 10. Surely the point of life is to be on 10.
Yeah, but what's a 10? Do you know what I mean?
No.
What's a 10?
Contentment, absolute contentment, joy in your heart, inwardly and outwardly. Not walking around with a little round mank head with your mouth open going, what's the point of that? I've done it once. Is that why you've still got all the condoms? Because I've done it once.
What's the point of that?
Alright, we're going to get everything. Some hair gel. Come on. 10.
Just one thing that would make you happy. That would cheer you up if you were feeling low.
Tuesdays off as well? I'll have the MD just, resign straight away, shall I?
I honestly don't know what would make me happy just like that. Because I am happy. I know you say I'm fed up and that.
Do you know what he said? He wouldn't want to be too rich. He said, because if I was too rich, then Suzanne would say, let's go around the world. He said he wants to be rich enough, so they're happy in that, and they got their bathroom and everything, but they still can't afford any more holidays a year. Think of that wish. Think of that capping your wishes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Putting a ceiling on your ambition. I love it. It's genius. Look at his face. Play a record.
It's like if you'd won that ticket round Charlie's Chocolate Factory, and he'd said, actually, Karl, I want you to take over the factory. It was a test. You'd have said, I just wanted to look around the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go back and live.
No, he'd have said, I'll work it, but I'm not working Mondays.
Exactly.
Play a record.
Imagine giving a chocolate factory to a kid.
I know.
Idiot.
Give it to the fat one at least. He enjoyed it more.
Beautiful. Billy Bragg from his Essential Billy Bragg compilation. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking Billy Bragg, I can't be bothered, politics, and I have to say, buy this CD, skip past every song that is, for instance, there is power in a union.
Don't be duped by fascism.
Yeah, it's your right and duty to vote.
Yeah, right wing, wrong wing.
Exactly. Ignore all that. But just listen to the love songs.
His love songs are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Tonight I celebrate my love for you with a pint of beer and a new tattoo. It's great.
Brilliant.
Yeah, look, lose the ones about
Exactly.
Striking.
Yeah, exactly. Because we know what we think of that. So I heartily recommend that.
Karl, we're on happiness. Karl,
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to Karl that the aim to, is really to get on a 10.
Yeah. But I like the fact that he started on a 9.
But I love the fact he's happy with 4.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, but what I mean is, right, I'm not looking for, like, happiness.
Right.
I'm
You're
alright.
not looking for happiness? What? What's that for?
What I mean is, right, I'm happy when I'm not fed up. So what I mean is, I'm happy.
Is this your new book, Psychology of the Mind? What is that? I'm happy when I'm not fed up. That's like an 8-year-old trying to explain happiness. Johnny, what is it when I'm happy when I'm not fed up, miss? Well done, good boy. That's it. You're happy when you're not fed up. Talk like an adult.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you, though.
What?
I'm happy most of the time. It's just that when things niggle me, I find that I realise when I'm annoyed more than when I'm happy.
But Karl, every time we talk to you, you are whinging about something. You've got something that annoys you.
But he's one of those people that if he whinges loud enough, he gets away with it. Like he's in here, I think he goes, I'm really busy. I come in and he's doing nothing. He's chatting, because he's having big, long chats with everyone about how someone's wound him up. Yeah. And they all come and they go, oh, Karl's fed up. Because he's got this show. You know what I mean? He's wormed his way.
But hang on a minute. You came in moaning about the Post and that today.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's annoyed and frustrated by that. There's small businesses going out of business.
I'm not. You haven't heard me.
No, you're not, because who's sending you letters? No one. You've got no friends. You've said that yourself.
Yeah.
You've openly declared you don't want friends. They're too much hassle.
Yeah.
That is my joy. Friends that is the point of life to me. I can't wait to see them. I squeeze their head. I welcome them in.
They annoy me.
They annoy me.
Annoying me. I love it. Friends are annoying. He's even scared of doing something with a friend or getting a gift because he goes after buying one back now.
Yeah.
It's sort of like life's a bit of a chore for Karl, isn't it?
Well, anyway, all right, let's leave that aside. Obviously, you're never going to be entirely happy, although apparently you are already on the brink of happiness.
All you had to say was your hair looked nice. That's all you had to say. Yeah, it looks good, yeah. And that's it, end of story.
What's the point in that? What is the point in that?
Because she doesn't really care what you think, but she doesn't want to hear that she looks like Dave Hill from Slade.
She's not having her haircut just to please you, Karl. Despite what you might think. He's taken aback by that.
Yeah. Sorry, happiness then, yeah.
All right, I was happy the other week, right, when I was going up to Manchester on the train, nice quiet carriage, I'm sat there reading about sharks and that, right? Nice and quiet. And I got annoyed, I texted you, didn't I?
Yeah.
When two fellas got on. Can we talk about it?
Well, yeah, you've started it. Two gay men got on. Go on.
Two gay fellas got on. Yeah. And it wasn't the fact they were gay that bothered me. It was like, each to their own. Let them get, you know what I mean? Let them do what they do.
Yeah.
And,
behind closed doors.
But they started talking really loud. Right? And they were going on about,
that's annoying anyway. That's annoying whether you're straight or gay. Talking to you.
But do you know that theory I have about they go out late?
Yeah. Gay people always go out late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
When what time do you go out in the evening?
7:30.
If you go out about 7:30, if I'm out of work, I might go out about 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'll sort of be in bed by about 12:30.
Sure.
At that time, they're still sort of ironing the jeans, right? And the funny thing was, I've always said this, right?
Dalton on to ABBA.
You sort of said that's rubbish. I'm sat on the train reading about sharks. These two are talking, and they're going, "Oh, we can't wait to get there." And his phone goes, and he goes, "Hello," and on the end he goes, "Anyway, I'll see you at 1 then," right?
Right.
So I thought, well, maybe that's tomorrow. Could be 1 in the afternoon. That's when most people would meet.
Yeah.
And then he carried on talking.
Most people would meet.
Carried on talking, and he goes, "Yeah." So anyway, like I say, see you tonight. 1 o'clock he's meeting someone.
Yeah.
I don't know why you go out that late.
Do you remember when his favourite record of all time is The Killing of Georgie?
Sure.
He said, would he have been killed if he'd have been back at a decent time?
Yes.
There's no mention of the time in this song.
And then the funny bit was, actually, that did make me laugh, right? When he'd finished talking on the phone, he said to his partner, right, "Oh, there you go, let's have a little chat." And the fella said, "Who was that?" And he said, "Oh, it's Dave." He said, "Which one's Dave?" He said, "The one with the shaved head." I thought, in the gay community, that isn't a good description.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
They've all got little shaved heads.
Before we move on, was the Sharks article interesting? Did you learn anything?
It's pretty good.
Was it?
I'll teach you something about that later.
Oh, okay.
Is this educating Ricky?
It wasn't, but I can teach you a bit.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's good.
Play some ads and that.
Play some ads and a tune, and then have we got maybe a competition?
Yeah.
What have we got?
We're all looking forward to that.
Alright.
Fortune Faded, Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Back for 2 hours a day, then a Monday off. Conning the management, baby, and sending this station spiraling down into the depths for his greed and selfishness. Yes. Okay. We were talking earlier about things that have happened when we were away.
Quite a lot,
but there's one thing I heard. It might be a rumour. I hope it's a rumour. I kept it from you, Steve, because I want you to sort of have spirits up, because we've been at it in the office, and we've got to be... Okay, I'm just going to say it. I think Shed 7 have split up.
Sorry, I didn't...
Shed 7 have split up.
I think I got something in my arm. It's just a bit dusty, I think.
So, okay, if it's true, it's true. If not, at least we got their music. Their music didn't.
The music lives on.
So we're going to dedicate this show to Shed 7 and all the bands they influence. So we're just going to play.
Just every artist that formed a band after they'd heard Shed 7. Just play them from now on, and obviously all the hits, the Shed 7 hits.
When I saw this, I saw it on a website. It said about, is it true Shed 7 was split up? And the next, one of those dorky message boards, someone came on and said, you are joking. Oh dear, what else is happening?
I just pray that it is just a rumour.
It's just a rumour, yeah. Just call in if it's true.
Call in yourself.
If Shed's listening, and he's not busy, he's got Mondays off now. Call in and say what was the split all about?
Tell you what I read about.
Sharks, monkeys, or jellyfish?
It's 10 past, isn't it? We haven't done a little bit of knob news.
No, right? We haven't done knob news, no.
But
it's been 3 months. It's been 3 months coming.
There's this thing. I don't know the full story. I don't know how it happened, right? But little Russian fella.
Yeah.
He was sort of having sort of emptying his bladder, right? And somehow electrocuted himself. Right. And sort of did a bit of damage.
How did he slashed onto some live wires or something
like that? So
did damage to himself or to an electric fire or something?
No, to himself.
To himself.
Yeah. And so the doctor
didn't slip and curling tongs went up his arse when he was pissed, because that's happened a lot.
Yeah, we've all been there.
We've all shoved the old curling tongs up the arse when having a piss.
Right. So I can't even be bothered.
No, go on. We're interested. Come on, we're interested.
You can't be bothered. You get Mondays off. Do some work.
All right. So anyway, the doctor says, it's not looking good. We'll have to take that off.
What?
And he's like,
a knobectomy?
Yeah.
Really?
But the funny thing is, right?
Nothing funny about that.
They've done, you're doing me head in.
Just tell the story.
Just doing me head in.
Oh, you can chill out on Monday.
I've only got 15 minutes, but I'm going to talk to you every Saturday. I'm going to get the Mondays worth out of this, because you get Mondays off. And I can't bear the fact someone getting away with something like that, because it's terrible. So you're going to stick this out, or you're going to have to work Mondays. So take it on the chin, right? Okay.
Just finish the story.
Yes.
I command you.
Just do it.
Anyway, so they said, he said, will you be able to sort me a little knob out?
A prosthetic cock,
yeah. But they put him out for the operation.
Yeah.
He woke up.
Yeah.
Right, and he's thinking, thank God that's over and done with.
Yeah.
They've only grown it on his arm.
What are you talking about? You twat. Shut the you're an idiot. What do you mean they've grown it on his arm?
Apparently, that's the way they do it.
Oh, yeah, but to then put it on, that wasn't a mistake. It wasn't doctor going, does it go there? Some bloke I didn't do a degree.
Are you a real doctor?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but why put it there?
Because it's got to grow, it's got a graft there, so where they can control it. To skin tissue.
But on your arm.
Well,
they're going to remove it from the arm itself. What do you mean on the back?
On your back?
Somewhere, we can't wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, but you could have a
He's in hospital.
But this way you can still have a little tug, can't he?
But they'll leave it there for quite a bit. It's not... Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like, it's just there for a few days.
Yeah.
It's there for a bit. That's not good, is it?
So he's got a cock on his arm?
Yeah, what's up with that?
What do you mean, what's up with that?
Well, I mean, we could say it's a thumb or something, couldn't he? Yeah.
But they remove it.
Be good for hitching. If you had a knob instead of a thumb and you went hitchhiking, just tickle it. And they can see it like a mile down the road, couldn't they?
Boasting.
Yeah. If I'd lost my knob, I'd go, I'm not going to have all that stuff. Just whack a pair of tits on me. Do you know what I mean? I think, just forget it.
But why not just put it where it should be straight away instead of messing about?
Where should it be straight away?
On
the forehead.
Listen, are we doing a competition?
Let's play a tune.
Carl, you can't be bothered. Right, okay, we're going to scrap this and you're going to work Mondays again. Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow on XFM 104.9. Well, it's what the Londoners have been waiting for. It's Rockbusters, isn't it, Carl?
Well, it's not Rockbusters. It's something we've done. It's a bit like Rockbusters, but it's been tweaked.
Brilliant.
Right? So remember that it's done with sound effects and that.
Oh God! Really?
What do you mean?
All right, come on.
Right, remember this one? We tried it before.
Hold on, wait a minute. There'll be headphones on, right? Hold on, wait a minute.
And this is one you've done in the past. This is not the competition.
This is not the competition, but I said, like, what song is this?
Smack my bitch up, yeah. Brilliant.
Smack my bitch up.
Yeah.
Right, so it's kind of that, but rather than just doing songs, it's that film or song sounds good.
You know, when you do these things, you can't do them in the week. You've got to do them either Saturdays or Mondays.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Well, I'm going to check on that, because that really annoys me.
Because it's been done, so it doesn't really, you don't have to worry about it when it gets done, do you? Because it's done, so.
Well, yeah, but I don't want you taking time out of things you should be doing at work. You're already weaseling way out. XFM's going down the tube, and you're taking the piss left, right and centre.
Right, so here's this week's little grab. That film or song sounds good, so what is it? Come here. I'm well happy now I've had that.
What?
Right?
It's a film or a song title, is it?
No, it's a film or a song.
What do you
Forget
mean?
that. It's a film.
What are you talking about? That must have taken you 3 minutes. I didn't do it on a Tuesday, though, because that's cut into precious time. Have you seen how long a trial takes him? About 30 minutes.
Sorry, let's just concentrate for a second.
Okay, right. This is a film,
This is a film title. The title of a film.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Come here. I'm well happy now I've had that. Right?
Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. 3 months they've waited for that.
3 months for that. Shite.
Do you want to say what the prices are?
Oh, I can do. I'll tell you, there's good news and there's bad. I don't know, I think maybe this is what people think of Karl's quizzes. This is the respect they show us. Because you know that the various companies, they'll send you product which you can include in competitions. It's a promotional tool. Yeah. They've sent us I'm Alan Partridge, Series 2, and Fawlty Towers, the complete series. Brilliant. On VHS. I mean, who's got a video player anymore, Karl? It's for losers and the working classes.
Yeah, for up north. They still sell them up north, I think.
Thankfully.
In market stores.
It's been redeemed. I mean, I wonder how we got hold of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Office Series 2 on DVD. That was a nightmare, getting hold of that one. The best album in the world ever. It's got stuff on there. Super Furry Animals is on there. Supergrass. Gold Frap. And also the best of the Boomtown Rats, which is not bad. And a couple of Teachers DVDs. So some good stuff there amongst the VHSs. And you can win all of those treats by identifying this film.
Oh, God.
Come here. I'm well happy now I've had
that. Email only, we don't want to actually speak to you. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. I'm sorry if that's brought you down, it's made us feel
Can I just say something? What's the phone number, Karl?
08700 800 1234.
08700 800
1234.
Call up for no reason, because I want Karl to answer the phone. He hates doing it. So call up and talk to Karl. Ask him anything you want. Just talk to him. Okay? Right, answer the phone. They're going mad. Drills. Big Sir on XFM 104.9. He's so annoyed that he had to answer all those calls. Why did you like it?
We're wasting time, aren't we?
That's your listenership.
No.
They want to speak to you.
No, that's nice and everything that people call up.
Yeah.
But we should be concentrating on what we're doing.
Yeah, well, but I do this show to annoy you. I don't do it for the money, or the kudos, or the awards. Do you know what I mean? I do it so you have to be here and do what I say for 2 hours, because you're getting away with murder here in the week. I don't like seeing that. I don't like injustice in the world. I try and fight it wherever I can. So I do it to annoy...
It's good of you, Rick. Thanks for doing that, mate.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though, that you're passionate about fighting injustice, but you focus specifically on Karl at XFM. One of the world's lesser crimes.
Being a little bald mank twat.
Exactly.
I know, yeah, but nonetheless, it is a crime. Look at it, look, he's got his head down like one of those, one of those chimps that have, like, lost their mate in London Zoo. He just sits there like, a broken animal. Karl, what are you thinking? Where are you on the happiness scale now, of 1 to 10? Karl?
On about a 3. Go on, Steve, what are you going to do?
Well, we were talking earlier about stuff that happened while we've been away.
We don't talk about
I haven't been this upset since Skunk and Nancy broke up.
Yeah, I know. Cheryl Tweedy.
Tweedster.
We've done that. We've done the Tweedster.
Well, of course, the war.
Is that all done and dusted now?
I think it's pretty much over. I think we've sorted that out.
Okay, good. What annoys me is people going at Tony Blair and Bush, right, for like bombing stuff and all that. But my point is this, right? Those bombs have all been bought and paid for.
Yeah, you, the taxpayer, they're yours. They're
and I'm not a scientist, but I think bombs go off.
I think so.
And if you don't use them, you lose them. So let's use them.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like tinned food. It lasts for a while, but eventually it's going to go off.
It's like anything. Oh, we better eat that. No, don't open the fresh stuff. Don't build the fresh ones. Let's use the old ones.
Exactly.
So
because they're just stockpiling there, and they cost us millions.
I know. We want to see if they work as well. What? We never tried that one. Use them. Use them on just Oh,
exactly.
Carl, who would you bomb if you could?
I wouldn't.
No?
What do you mean?
Well, imagine you could bomb a country. You're not actually going to bomb them, but you're just going to frighten them. Just going to put the frighteners on them.
Frighten them, yeah.
You're just going to go, I'm going to bomb you, and then obviously...
And they'll go running, behind and under tin shelters and that.
Yeah.
Ricky's house?
No, come on. What country?
No,
what country?
I wouldn't. Honestly, no one sort of makes me fed up or anything.
No one makes you fed up?
Not enough that I want to bomb a place.
You're not actually going to bomb.
I wouldn't get involved. I just say, let someone else do it.
Sure.
What
about you, Rick?
I got a list here.
You know who I'd threaten?
Go on.
The Swiss.
Oh, they've had it easy.
They've always had it easy. They've always chickened out.
It's the equivalent of having Mondays off.
Exactly.
Like, we don't want to fight.
Exactly.
You can both walk through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're a carpet.
Exactly. While we're busy sorting out fascism.
Yeah.
You know, or Osama bin Laden. They're just chilling out.
They're holding ours and Hitler's coat.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Little weed. We should have both turned on them.
Yeah. And I'll tell you who else. This will just frighten them up. Just shake them up a bit. Iceland.
They've had it easy.
Because they have stayed out of everything. They have not been involved in anything, as far as I can tell.
But you don't have to bomb them, do you?
Eskimos, they've never been involved in anything.
I know, but don't bomb them, just pour hot water on their igloos.
Exactly.
Just send a plane over with warm water.
Yeah, with a big flask. Yeah. No, just to shake things up a bit, just to keep them on their toes, that's all it is.
Why would you live there?
If you could choose, I have no idea.
If you're an Eskimo and you're born, little baby, you grow up and you go, what? I'm sorry, I'm eating ice and fish for the rest of my life.
Well, fair enough.
Having a laugh.
Fair enough, like years and years ago. But now, presumably, they're aware of the proper house and the fact you can live in, say, Somerset or the south of France.
I know, but it's like, haven't they learned? It's sort of like, they haven't even got, they're not even on as good a thing as the North American Indians. Now they're sort of pierced up.
They got
smoking fags. They live in lovely little cages. They're all brought to their little village. They're having a whale of the time. They don't have to go hunting anymore and killing buffalo. And the same with the Eskimos. Let's get them some beer and fags down there. Knock the igloos down. Build them some lovely little semis or like...
Or just a little kind of trailer or a caravanette or something like that. It's got to be better. It's got to be preferable.
I know.
Some of them now have got TVs built in, Rick.
I know.
And showers.
Yeah, they've got cable and stuff, have they?
Yeah.
Or is there one sort of Icelandic channel?
Get satellite or whatever, wouldn't you?
Magnus Magnusson.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably doing... There's loads of Mastermind reruns.
Yeah. And Pingu. Just on a loop.
That's porn over there,
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Oh, brilliant.
No, that's like a hardcore documentary.
This is Racist FM 104.9.
Yeah. So, who would you like to see bombed? Or not bombed, not bombed, but just put the frighteners on them.
Yeah, it would
Email Ricky.Gervais, XFM.
Anyone. Any nation or anything. Carl, thoughts?
Play a song?
You're not working for your money. You're not having Monday off. We've got to do something Monday. Let's plan something Monday, just to get him in here. You've got 2 hours for 8 hours off. You don't do an 8-hour day anyway.
Rick, how much is he getting paid?
He's getting money for this. I think his wages went up last time. So he's getting paid to be here, extracurricular, extra work, right? So it's moonlighting, and they're giving him a day off.
Yeah.
And he's contributing nothing.
Nothing.
Huh? What, Carl? You say something, mate? Huh?
What's going on?
What?
Going on with yourself?
Well, say something back and earn your money.
Well, let's just play a song. We've done a bit of stuff there.
You idiot.
Don't say we, mate. I've not heard anything from you. We've heard your contribution. It's a classic, If I Can't Change Your Mind from Sugar on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant.
Old Mouldy, up to his old tricks.
That's right.
In the Shugs.
Should we just...
Yeah.
Should we just hear Carl's name
Carl,
that film
Come
again?
on, Carl. Come on, hurry up. Do work. You got half hour, then you get Monday off.
Come here. I'm well happy now I've had that.
So Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
What's Carl's email address? Is it carl.pilkington at xfm? So everyone sends an email on Monday just so he gets back and he's got to do something on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have took the load off on Monday. I don't know. XFM. PIMP.
50 Cent on XFM 104.9. Me, Ricky Gervais. You, Stephen Merchant, and you, Karl Pilkington. Alright? What are we doing then? How are we going? Karl, how are you feeling? On a scale of 10 now, happiness scale?
Just building back up again a bit.
Yeah? Why?
Probably on about a 5.
Oh, that's not bad.
What changed it?
Just calm down a bit.
Yeah.
So.
The chilled out vibes of PIMP probably helped you.
Yeah.
I think we should just say, give massive props to Adam and Joe, who stood in for us.
Oh yeah, stood in for us.
Did a great job.
Yeah, great, really good.
In fact, interesting.
Are they going to get their own show here? I think they should.
Yeah, they'll probably get something.
Well, there you go.
Well, it's interesting, as I was listening to them, they had quite a nice selection of features. They had a couple of good competitions and things. Now, I don't know if, having done them for XFM, is it somehow, they may be kind of under some kind of XFM copyright? Which would mean, as we've got no ideas, maybe we could just hijack some of theirs. Maybe you could look into that. Obviously not Monday, you're not here, but...
I was with Joe Cornish last night, went to a little, do at, Jonathan's house, and Joe was there. And he walked in, and I was taken aback by how tall he is.
Sure.
Because I'd forgotten. And he's about 6'4", but he's unlikely to, do you know what I mean by that? It's sort of like some people surprise you. And, he was going, I don't consider, 6'4", big. I said, well, it is pretty big. I said, but I know what you mean. I walk around with Steve Merchant.
Yeah.
And, he went, how tall's Steve? And I said, 6'7".
Yep.
And Joe went, oh, that's nearly a disability, isn't it?
Do you know, he's absolutely right as far as I'm concerned. No, do you know, I've genuinely, since school, I used to go to school with a little disabled fella. Lovely guy. No, I swear to God, lovely guy. And I remember he came in when we got in the sixth form, and he'd basically got, I don't know what the ins and outs of it were, but as far as I could tell, he'd got a car for free. A specially converted car.
Yeah.
You know, because he was disabled. And he was driving
same as Karl. Me. I need this, I need that.
But it seemed to me that I was thinking, well, why can I not get something similar? Because there are some cars I can't fit in. Because I'm too tall. I genuinely cannot drive the smaller cars, the cheaper cars. I'm obliged to buy a more expensive, larger car. Because I can't fit in the toilet.
Yeah, that's like saying you've got to pay more for your shoes because there's more leather, which is true.
Which is absolutely true. It's a nightmare getting shoes.
But fat people have to pay more.
Do you know, it's a nightmare getting chairs, comfy chairs that I can sit in the home. I sit in a chair for very long and my back's killing me. Now, how is that not a disability? But no, you don't see people like me whinging.
But I think tall people, I've read an article that taller people on average, get higher wages through an advantage, or just because they're taken more seriously than little dumpy fellas.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
But I don't think I genuinely don't think there are many benefits of being really tall. People seem to assume there are, but beyond the fact that I can reach things down from a high shelf,
I know.
I don't think there's any real perks.
I've seen you hit your head a few times.
That's a disability.
I know, I have seen you hit your head a few times, and I think, oh God, that must have hurt. Obviously I'll make sure okay and then laugh.
Of course.
But I know it must be annoying.
Thanks, mate.
No, but I mean, there's one pub in Soho that he has to go down backwards.
Yeah.
He has to lean back, it looks like a limbo dancer.
Yeah, they've almost got to lower me in on ropes.
I always find it amusing.
But like, for instance, on a plane, on an aeroplane, I can't get some of the seats, I can't fit in some of the seats. Not in any way, not the way that I could.
Because
how is that not a disability?
There's some seats that people can't afford because they're poor. It's not a disability.
That's irrelevant. Don't go on a plane then, because you're poor. But if you can't afford to go on a plane, you can't afford to go on a plane. You should have studied hard at school.
But what annoys me about that is there's
a physical disability I was born with.
There's a weight allowance, so I might not be allowed loads of bags on, but there might be a big fat pig in the queue who's allowed the same chocolate allowance as me.
That's because they've been eating like a bloater. I couldn't stop myself from growing this tall. It wasn't a conscious decision. I didn't think, I'll tell you what, I won't smoke when I'm a teenager. Maybe I'll shoot up. I'll eat healthy. I'll probably add an extra 2 feet. It just kept going.
You do eat too healthy. You eat way too many greens.
But that's not why I grew to this height. It's a genetic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you'd have lived near some sort of pylon or something and just, as I say, smoked from an early age, you wouldn't have been that tall.
Don't think when I was a gangly teenager having the piss taken out of me, I wasn't thinking I wish I'd been born near a pylon. Or Chernobyl.
Could your mum or dad, could they have banded you like they did with little, didn't they do that with someone's feet?
Well, yeah, concubine, yes.
I didn't come out this tall, did I?
No, but
how would they bandage him? They'd have to bandage him round the feet and round the top of the head.
Yeah, I'd be walking around like a mummy.
Yeah, or a bonsai boy.
But people didn't really realise I was going to be this tall until I was 14 or 15. You know, you don't realise when you're an 8-year-old.
How tall were you when you were about like a gangly, a typical gangly teenager, 15? How tall were you at 15?
I don't know, 6'5" maybe?
And I bet you were like a beanpole, weren't you?
Well, of course.
Yeah. And what sort of glasses did you have?
Cool.
No, what did you have?
I don't know, a monocle. No, I can't remember.
Did you wear a bow tie once?
I wore a bow tie? I thought I was trying to preempt the styles that might be coming around. I think I've been watching a lot of George Formby films. And I thought it can only be a matter of time before the bow tie comes in. I thought it might be quite kind of urbane and debonair.
Yeah.
So what
was Robin Day at the height of his fame around this time? Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go for that dandy look. I thought that's what the girls would go for.
I know, yeah.
The dandy.
Oh dear.
So
I still want to see you with a pipe and trilby.
Yeah.
I just think you'd look great walking along the street. Yeah.
I genuinely, I really, it does frustrate me that I don't get any allowances.
It doesn't count as a disability.
Well, it does count.
No, it doesn't. It's not a disability being 6'7".
But how can you explain, for instance, travelling on a bus or a coach? There's some seats I can't sit in.
The only disadvantage is, people look. I've seen people stare at you, but they stare at me because I've been on the telly. What's that a disability? People being recognised.
Yes, but you could avoid that by not being on the telly. It's your choice. This is my point. It's your choice.
Yeah,
it's the same as the big fat people. It's their choice.
It's a different sort of stare, isn't it? I've been there.
Yeah.
When the sort of stare that you get and the sort of stare.
Well, obviously, sorry, Steve, but I'm gonna, follow up this inquiry. What do you mean, Carl?
No, I'm just saying it's more of a stare of fear than, like with you, they go, oh, it's him.
Yeah, go on.
Whereas with you, it's more like, jeez.
Do you know what frustrates me? I thought he did deserve having a Monday off. I've changed my tune.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't realise this, listeners, but sometimes I'm an intermediary. I do step in when he's winding him up, because Karl gets to the point where he's going to explode.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Okay, Joe,
and I step in, and this is the kind of response I get from Karl. This is the kind of back chat I get.
Well, I tell you, he's a little user.
I'll tell you what, because he's too scared of winding you up, because he knows that you'll just walk out of here and he won't get his Monday off.
Absolutely. Play a record, you little oik.
Weasel. You're a weasel. Title track from an album called 1972 by Josh Rouse. Well worth listening to. XFM.
Yeah. Ads. Yeah. Joe Jackson, Different for Girls on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. He's annoying me now because he's got a day off and he's got 2 hours and he's miserable. He's not even doing anything for the show. It really annoys me.
Well, hang on, wait a minute. You've forgotten his brilliant film quiz.
Yeah.
He's contributed that
he probably did during the week. Well, do you know what I mean? What are you going to change your attitude, Karl, or what? Or should we just, not bother with this show?
Told you.
What?
Don't annoy me and you'll get the best out of me. Yeah?
I told you, this show is to annoy you. You knew that.
But this is what you're going to get. Do you know what I mean?
But no, you've got to be good and get the day off, or there's no point for any of us.
Right, if you were having an operation, would you annoy the doctor?
What?
He can't concentrate, can he? Don't wind him up.
The fact that he's a doctor.
All of a sudden.
Yeah. He's got to press a button and find out what a monkey did in 1932. And he's,
Where's the monkey news?
It's been a bit quiet, hasn't it? I've been...
What, in the last 3 months?
Okay, there was something that I found last week about one that was in an old people's home. It escaped from some zoo. It was wandering about. It was enjoying itself, and then when it got to the night time, it was like, oh, what am I going to do? And the first place it came across was this old people's home.
Yeah.
Went in there. I think it was there for about a week and a half without anyone realising.
No, it did. No, so the helpers and the nurses and the social workers and the matrons and all that, they thought, well, Mr. Sanders looks a bit hairy. But I mean, that happens, it comes out your ear and your nose when you get to about 70. And he stooped over, yeah, of course he has. He got bow legs, yeah. And he eats more fruit, of course he does.
Well, that's when they realised.
Why?
Because someone in the kitchen said, hang on a minute, getting through more bananas than we normally get.
Well, do the competition. Do the one thing you've done this week, probably in their time again. You're getting paid for it. You're having Mondays off and you're not into it, so waste of time.
That film sounds good. It was like this.
Yeah, come on.
I'm well happy now I've had that.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So that's a bit of a cryptic clue.
Yeah.
Someone eating this woman.
Yeah.
And he's happy that he's had that.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
That was Gladiator. So... Who wins?
A couple of people sent in Hannibal, which would still work.
Yeah.
And someone else sent in Maneater, which I suppose works.
Although he did put the thing in about I'm well happy, glad.
Yeah, I know.
I know it's not. It's not worth the. I don't know. 100 quid he gets for this and a day off. No.
Well, Eva, who got the answer right, Eva, who got the answer right, well done to her, I'm going to give her the prizes. She said that she'd heard this before on Christine O'Connell's show.
This is really annoying. Right, that's it. You're going to do something, or we're going to stop this and you have to work Mondays again. Because you are taking the piss out of me, you're taking the piss out of Graham, and you're taking the piss out of London. I'll see you next week, and you can change your attitude.
Limp Bizkit, we may be back next week. It depends how Carl gets on. Maybe he bucks up his attitude. Thanks for listening.
That was the record before us, and here we are, pre-recorded, because we did this a few weeks ago, because we're not here at the moment, are we? We're away in that. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
And Karl Pilkington.
He's not actually with us. He's on the. He'll be in some of the best of clips that will be coming up shortly.
Yeah, this is just us, isn't it?
This is just us. We did this. When did we do this, Rick? A couple of weeks back.
Hold on, what is it?
It's the 27th today.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Christmas. I loved Christmas.
I loved Christmas.
I had a great time. What did you get?
Loads of presents.
So did I.
I'm glad they made it to number one.
I'm really glad.
Stroke, he, she.
Yeah, I'm really glad that the pop idols, Cliff Richard, Westlife, made it to number one.
Bo Selector. Yeah, just delete that. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to play some of the best of, some of the greatest moments of the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Ever heard on XFM 104.9. What about this? Do you remember this one?
Oh, which one is it?
I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. Over there, Karl Pilkington. The man who believes anything. I think it might be a condition due to his little round head. Mm-hmm. It's sort of like, it might be a new condition that we can call cranial spherity. And because it presses on his lobes, and the only sort of upshot of that is he's normal in every way, but he believes everything he reads or sees on Anna Nova. All right?
Talking of which, Rick, I don't really follow the news.
No.
It's mainly boring, isn't it? Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well... Yeah, well, it is a war. It's all this nonsense before and after. When it's a war, it's, it's in the middle of the war. You can watch it on telly.
True.
You get results.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a test match or something. But it's all this rubbish before and after. It drags on.
This recent war seemed, I thought, just generally, it was better presented than the previous one. Because I remember the first Gulf War, it was often during the night, and I couldn't stay up.
Yeah, because I think the American had rights to it, like the Tyson fight, so we had to get it at 2 in the morning,
exactly.
Which is annoying. They had, their prime time in that.
Yeah,
and a lot of it was in black and white, as when the bombs went in.
When the bombs going
so,
this time there seemed to be a lot more colourful stuff.
Yeah, it's much better coverage. I think there should win awards.
Yeah, well, I'd like
for
to see
it.
awards
So, like Channel 4 won for cricket.
Yeah, I mean, a few times as well, I was quite pleased to see they actually had footage of the bombs exploding.
Yeah. No, good. Well done.
Generally,
good on you. Well done. Good on you.
Yeah,
it costs a lot though, doesn't it?
It isn't a costly
War's
thing.
a lot more when you got something like a Jimmy Carr game show, which probably costs about $100,000.
Yeah,
like half an hour war costs millions.
It's almost as expensive as like Terminator 3 or something.
Yeah. But I mean, But then you got to have variety.
Exactly.
Sorry, Steve, you were talking, mate.
Well, no, I just wanted to make sure you're aware that the World Elephant Polo Championships have taken place.
I did get it. I think they mentioned it on. Yeah, we won, didn't we?
England won.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, where have they been practicing?
I don't know.
Do you remember ever at school anyone ever saying to you, "Are you interested in playing polo with elephants?"
Do you reckon it was 5 blokes in pith helmets kept sneaking into a whipsnade?
Possibly.
What are you doing, lads? We're practicing. Get down.
Yeah.
Get off them elephants.
Yeah. I didn't even know we had a team. I can't believe it. No, it's like Johnny Wilkinson and the rugby lads. They're going to get MBEs, all sorts. The elephant polo boys, nothing.
They're going to get nothing.
I haven't seen the sun talking like them.
To be fair, it's not like horse polo where I don't think there's a stick long enough. I think the elephants kick it, don't they?
I think you might be right. I think they're not allowed to use their tusks.
They'd burst it, weren't they?
I think
they go,
start again.
Raheem!
Yeah.
What do you mean the elephants kick it?
All right, I've opened a can of worms here. Normal polo on a horse, they have like mallets. Yeah, they whack them, right? But I think it's obviously they're too high up. I think I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they just train the elephant to kick it.
So why are people talking about? Why not just let them have a kick about without?
Imagine that! And why does horse racing have to have a jockey? Well, they just let the horses go on. Okay, lads, on your no cheating. On your marks, get set, go. Get back here. Get back here. Brilliant. Yeah. Play a record.
Right, Adams.
Yeah.
Oh, this is absolutely fantastic.
His version of Wonderwall. If you've not heard it yet, you'll be loving it.
You'll be loving this. This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of.
There's a fella who was in a coma for 20 years. Just they kept like taking him through like the normal day. They take him to Alton Towers and stuff. Doesn't know anything about it. Just kept going through the motions. Don't know if they kept charging him. Kept putting him through all that. He eventually came out of it. 20 years.
And went, stop taking me to Alton Towers, it's shit.
I just thought, imagine how much post he had.
Eh?
How much post?
Oh,
Did you read about that guy in the paper, Karl? He, sorry, on the internet. He in about, I think it was about 1984, 85, he had a terrible car accident.
But this must be it.
He went into a coma.
This must be what he's talking about.
Well, they didn't take him to Alton Towers.
Of course they didn't. But you've got to try and decipher the truth from the conjecture, from the thing that I mean, don't forget, Karl realises that he's had a dream. He talks to Suzanne and goes, that was good, wasn't it, last night we were in the plane? She goes, no, that's a dream. He goes, oh yeah, where's my cornflakes? You got to, you know what I mean? I can now decipher what he's actually seen, what he's read.
Well, go on, what did you...
Well, I'm assuming it's the same guy.
It is the same guy.
It was a guy in some small American town, and he'd had a car crash and he'd gone into a coma, and his wife had left him. She'd gone on with her life because he'd been in a coma since then. And he had just woken up recently.
Marriage wasn't working.
Marriage wasn't working. He just wasn't paying enough attention. She was pregnant at the time, and so now his daughter is basically the same age as he was when he went into the coma. And he's just started coming around. He's just started making jokes. They said, how do you feel? He said horny, which I thought was quite witty for a man who'd been in a coma for however many years. But anyway, yeah, so he's slowly trying to rebuild what life he can.
That's
what do you make of that, though? Because the thing is that he's missed. Imagine what he's missed, Karl. Imagine the music that he's missed. The
Live
TV
Aid.
programs.
Missed Live Aid.
Live Aid.
He missed Phil Collins playing in 2 continents in one day.
Which, frankly, I'd be devastated if I discovered that.
Missed Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't. So he put on ripped jeans and they go passe.
They just have to send him a series of those I Love 1986 programs with Kate Thornton filling him in on what he's
exactly.
missed.
Peter Kay reminding him of space operas.
Yeah,
he remembers those.
Talking rubbish.
Yeah. So
extraordinary, though, isn't it, Karl, to think? No, obviously.
So had he aged much? Because he hadn't had any problems or anything. No worries.
Well, he probably wouldn't have, physiologically, he probably wouldn't have the wear and tear of a 43-year-old man. Because he wouldn't have had sun, he wouldn't have had sort of nicotine, beer.
Unless they were just feeding that to him.
Anyway, still. Yeah. Yeah.
So you'd feel groggy, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you might feel a bit groggy, yeah. Yeah.
Well, he's not fully back to normal. I mean, there's some kind of residual brain damage.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he can form sentences. He's got no real memory, so he can't remember a lot of things.
It was just when I saw
Karl, have you been in an accident? The brilliant Blur, Out of Time on XFM 104.9.
One of my favourite singles of the year, and that's another thing. We'll be playing our favourite singles of the year, as well as our favourite clips of our own show.
Rick, I imagine if people have got a bit of Christmas money, they're wondering what they can spend it on.
Office DVD?
Well, other than that, these guys have got some ideas.
What, adverts? Brilliant. XFM. Placebo, Bitter End on XFM 104.9. This is pre-recorded. We recorded this a couple of weeks ago, before Christmas. Hope you had a great Christmas. If you didn't, not our fault, really, is it?
Nothing to do with us.
Would have thought we'd have.
We're well over time because we've got plenty of cash now, thanks to a lot of you who probably bought the Office DVD.
Yeah,
probably got
and
that.
If you haven't yet, and you've maybe got vouchers or money, still available.
Still there in the shops.
Still available. You can still make it the best-selling DVD of all time.
Please
do.
Yeah.
Please do. I'll tell you what you want to hear, though, before you make your mind up. I'll tell you what, if you like this next clip, go and buy the Office DVD. I think you will. It's a brilliant clip.
It's the one where we talk about, well, it is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
What's the best job you've ever had still, Karl? Talk like about it. Is still
paper round.
Is it still the paper round?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
No, it was good, though. If you look at it, like, you know, what I liked about it, you're your own boss.
No, you're not. You're not your own boss.
No,
the guy who runs the news agents is your boss.
All right. But then once you get out and you've got your papers and that, you sort of, you're on your own.
Do what you want as long as you deliver the papers exactly to the places he said you are in the time he said.
Yeah.
It's freedom, isn't it? Any jobs you wouldn't do? I've just thought of one that you wouldn't do.
Go on.
With your sort of mild homophobia.
Well, I'm not.
Proctologist.
What's that?
Basically sticking your finger at other people's arses.
Right, well, I wouldn't do that, no. Why have you got to do that?
What do you mean, why have you got to do that?
Why does anyone need that doing?
Have they got to look if they've got an arseache or something?
Which trainee doctor makes that their speciality?
Do you know what I mean? That must be, right, we got a place for apologies, and it's you, Meadows. You came last.
Oh, seriously, what? I'm not the arse doctor, am I?
Yeah, you came last.
Oh, I'm a bum GP. I can't believe it.
Yeah, you got to, oh, I can't believe this.
Yeah. Tell you a job I don't like.
What?
I wouldn't want to be doing. The woman, there's a little woman who sits in the little snack stall on Finchley Road.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to describe it, really. She is surrounded by snacks. She can't move for snacks.
Does it look like American Beauty, but with different...
Not dissimilar to that.
Yeah.
It's a little hut on the station. And it's like, if you go to the seaside, you can put your head through one of those cardboard cutouts and it looks like you're a big fat person or whatever, and you can have your photo taken. It's like an equivalent of that, but it's just snacks everywhere. She's got bananas up to her chin. She's got chocolate coming down to her eyes, crisps either side of her. She can't move. She can't do 360 degrees. She's like packed in there. I don't know how she gets in there.
I think they put her in there first, and pour in the bananas.
Yeah.
And then they go pour in the nuts.
She has 2 hours of makeup before they open, dressing her in there. Because I'll ask for something from the fridge, and she cannot turn her head to see. She has to go by feel alone, just to feel the fridge and get stuff out and pass it. And often I'll say, that's not what I wanted, but she can't. You've got to let her off. It's extraordinary. Dear. But there's no music playing.
Does she have to sell her way out of it?
Exactly.
If it's a slow day, she's stuck there till the next day.
Yeah, it's like a world-breaking attempt.
Yeah. Karl, what job wouldn't you want to do? Well, any job. You're a lazy...
You're joking, aren't you? I've done loads of stuff. I'm quite happy now doing what I'm doing.
Yeah? You look happy.
Trying to think.
You sound happy.
Yeah, I mean, calm down. You on drugs?
I'm all right.
Are you on E?
Before England have won and that. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, go on. Happy for them.
I'm happy in that.
Yeah. What do you mean happy for them? We are England. Happy for us. Yeah. I mean, we didn't play. I did very little towards it. No. It was mainly Johnny Wilkinson.
Yeah, I barely contributed. Switching on the TV was about as much as I did.
Exactly. And shouting, "Come on!"
Yeah.
Talking about jobs and that, though, I was reading the other day about rubbish jobs that people have had and stuff.
I haven't got time when I'm at work, man. I just get on with it. I'm not squiddly diddly. Fingers in pies, different jobs. Go on.
Do you know Ivor the Terrible?
Ivan. His Russian. Yeah, that was the Welsh fella. It was bloody awful, but not as bad as his Russian cousin, Ivan. Go on.
He had a fella doing some work for him. Right, this fella built his house. After it was done, right, the terrible fella was like,
fella Ivan.
He was going, "Oh, it's brilliant. You've done a good job there.
Yeah.
I don't want you to build another one like that." Took his eyes out. Just stopped him making an house like that. Yeah.
Blimey.
That's bad, isn't it?
Why didn't he take away his trowel? Then he could have seen, but he couldn't have built a house without a trowel. You can't build a house without a trowel.
Yeah.
I suppose he probably later thought that once he'd been nicknamed Ivan the Terrible.
Yeah.
He thought, why? Because you gouge people's eyes out.
Yeah, but I didn't want to build another house.
I know, but
take his trowel away. What would I have been then? Ivan the crafty at most.
Exactly, yeah.
Ivan the jealous, Ivan the spoilt brat. But gouge someone's eyes. That is bloody terrible. I'm surprised you're not called Ivan the... Do you know what I mean?
You're going to get down in history like with Vlad the Impaler. Yeah. He's mainly remembered for impaling people.
Yeah. He did a lot of other stuff.
Did a load of great charity work he did.
The impaling is the thing that's really gone down in history. When were you reading about Ivan the Terrible?
No, it's just
or Ivor the Terrible is the thing you remembered from this informative article?
No, it was just little bits like that. Talking about him, there was a thing about someone who worked for that fella who painted the ceiling.
Sistine Chapel?
Yeah. There was a thing, a woman who worked for him in his house. And
I love how you assimilate information when it's just bordering on the academic or just the interesting and true. It's wonderful. Ivor the Terrible gouged someone's eyes out because built him an house. That fella who painted that ceiling had a woman work for him. Imagine if you wrote that down in an essay. Imagine if you wrote that in a school essay.
Well, you'd probably end up with not getting a grade or
thinking you turned up to more than you had.
Exactly. Anyway, the woman who lived with...
Yeah, the woman who lived in a shoe. Go on.
Yeah, there was this woman who lived with him and she used to go out and do all this shopping and that.
Yeah.
But because she couldn't read or write, he used to have to draw everything that he wanted.
Why couldn't he just tell her?
I don't know.
No, wait. That's an excellent point. Could she talk?
Yeah, but if it's a big list and that, loads of different coloured paints.
But why couldn't she draw? draw on a piece of paper? Why did he have to do it?
Because he's a better drawer, isn't he?
That's the point. That's it. That is. We were just looking for the logic of the story. You found it.
You've done it. Play a record. He's a better drawer.
This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of.
I'm amazed that these are the highlights and that we've strung it out this long, Rick.
But the good thing about this is, we're not here, we recorded this a couple of weeks ago, just the links, right? This has taken us about 10 minutes for the whole show. We get paid the same. Why don't we do this every week?
That's a great idea. High five.
Listen to this clip, it's brilliant.
I think that my new TV is too big, Rick.
I said that
I know,
when he
I don't know
bought
what
it.
I was thinking.
But I can't believe it. He talked about this buying it. He's got a bit of cash now, of course. And what is it? 42 inches? 42-inch plasma screen. What did it cost you? $3 grand or something?
Don't tell us. That's
wow,
gross.
it's ridiculous. $3.5 grand. Big spender. Of course, it's too big.
Well, I can't get far enough back in my room, in my living room for it.
You know, you're meant to be, I think, 4 times the screen size away from it.
Really?
To get out from the air. So that's 4 times 42 inches you're meant to be sitting away from it, which is impossible.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to just get friendly with the neighbours.
Yeah, watch it through a hatch.
Yeah.
If that's the case, though, aren't you better off just getting a portable?
What?
I don't understand that rule. What are you saying?
Well, you're meant to be 4 times the screen size away from the TV.
But then what's the point in having a big telly if you've got to keep moving further back? Get a portable
and sit right next to it.
Do see your point. Why do people go to the cinema then?
Did you see films that are out yet?
Fair enough, he's got you there.
Done.
I'd tell you this though, I had it delivered, and are you supposed to tip delivery men?
Of course you are.
I don't know. You see, I've never had anything delivered before. I don't know
not if it's a courier with an envelope, but if it's a bloke who's struggled up the stairs, two fat blokes with a fridge, then give him a $5 for a drink.
But the problem was, I didn't realise, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if I've got to tip him. And the guy was leaving, and my mobile phone went off in my pocket, and I reached in to get it. He put his hand out, thinking it was a tip. I went, it's just my phone. And I felt terrible after he left. I didn't know. What was I going to do? Run down the street and offer him a $5?
No,
of course not.
No,
I'm not made of money. I just spent it on TV.
Yeah, I've got no money, mate. I just spent it all on this. I had to clean out my jar, everything, the drawers.
Yeah, I'd take some bottles back. The problem was, it took me forever to wire it in. I thought, I'm not going to pay for someone to wire it up, you know. So it took me about 3 hours to wire it in, and it was huge. And I got it switched on, and the first programme that was on when I got it wired in was Bargain Hunt. I'll tell you this, David Dickinson's tan almost took me eyeballs out. It was incredible. It was like X-rays. It was extraordinary, the glow.
I know, a huge plasma screen with this orange thing coming out, and he keeps turning to the camera, doesn't he? Just to get you. Yeah, he turns away. You get a bit closer. They go, "What's he doing?" He just turns around, takes the cornea off.
What do you think, Bargain Hunters? Bargain Hunt.
Oh dear, well, that's why I'd buy a plasma screen to watch Bargain Hunt.
I mean, it's ludicrous. This is the problem, is because what do you watch?
I mean, have you watched anything that's been worth having?
The only thing I've watched really worth watching.
24.
Well, 24 works great, but also films. Obviously, that's the main reason I bought it, because films just look amazing on there.
Yeah, DVD on the plasma screen.
If you're into films and that, it's just that I only, I've just got the 5 channels and flicking about. And I'm not impressed. I mean, I can understand why more people listen to radio and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not this one, but go on.
Well, when was it? When was the last time I sort of sat down and had time, because I'm always busy doing stuff and that.
Sure. Moaning takes up about 3 hours a day.
When did Wimbledon finish?
A couple of weeks ago.
Right. Found myself sat there, right? I'm not having a go. I know we stopped Cheeky Freak of the Week and all that, right? So I'm not going to be having a go.
Christ,
I sat there.
I'm scared.
No, I'm not having a go. You've always got to remember that.
Go on, just get on with it. Get on with it. I'll apologise after.
I'm just saying, watching Wimbledon, it wasn't, one of the major games. It was little fellas in a wheelchair having a game.
Little fellas in a wheelchair.
Right.
But for me, I mean, great. They're doing a sport and everything. Don't put it on the telly.
What was up with it?
There wasn't like a rally going on. No, do you know what I mean? Do you know normally,
Christ.
like with the well, not to Endman, but with some of the other with some of the other players and that, they're playing for ages, aren't they? It's like, who's going to win this and that?
Yeah.
None of that. It was just like, hit it, net.
Oh, Christ! Oh, God! I don't know what to do!
And people would like sat there watching it as well when they've got other games going on in there. That's what I couldn't understand. If you've paid your money to get in, I mean, like I say, good on them if they. Do you know what I mean? But it would have been.
And they all start first in the marathon.
I just thought it would have, give them a game of swing ball or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I understand.
Oh, God.
There's never anything
XFM in the community.
Let's play a tune. Ricky Gervais, Ricky Gervais.
Don't put my name to this last link. Don't put my name to this last link.
Ricky.Gervais, xfm.co.uk.
Oh.
Magic, Virgin, if you're listening, we are available probably sooner than we thought.
That was Radiohead and They're There. We're Not Here, all right? Pre-recorded. Coming up is one of Karl's little film things where he puts himself into a film. It's his favourite film. It's Kes. Enjoy it.
I love the fact that in pole position, in positions 1 and 2 of his favourite films of all time, it's The Elephant Man and Kes.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. Am I leaving the mics open a bit when this is going out?
Yeah,
or what?
let's have a listen.
Yeah? All right. So don't talk then, right?
Just put that hot dog down, Rick.
And this is the bit in Kes where it's the teacher and he gets up and he has to
Glover.
talk.
What's his name? Is it Brian Glover?
No,
What's
it's the other teacher.
The other one.
Anyway.
Right. Go on.
All right, so here we go.
Things that had actually happened. I've got another one. What about you, Casper? Casper!
All right.
All right?
All right.
You haven't been listening to a word I've said, have you?
Yeah, I heard some of it. Yeah, you.
Some of it?
Just.
Stand up. Always somebody, isn't there, eh? Right, now you're going to tell us a story about yourself.
What sort of story?
I want you to think of an incident that happened to you sometime in the past that is true and that you think will interest the rest of the class. All right?
Right. What about I work on a radio show at the weekend.
Well, are you going to tell us about it?
I'll just do. It's 2 hours, and it's with Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, and just sort of play music and tell stories and stuff.
What kind of stories?
Well, whatever. Like last week, it was science. We were talking about this lad who was growing a knob on his arm. So it's weird. It's tricky, sir, because like with Ricky, he gets bored quick and he won't listen to the stories, and he'll start squeezing my head.
All right. I'm not interested in what he does.
That isn't normal, is it, sir? That. I mean, it sure is a bit gay.
Is he?
Just messes about, though. Do you know what I mean? I try and like come up with good stuff, like monkey news and like quizzes and stuff, but then he'll just, Ricky will just mess about. I mean, on Saturday he did it again. He squoze me head.
How do you spell that?
Squoze. S-Q...
Oh, you're going to show it off the wall? This is a new word to me.
Squoze is S-Q-U-O-Z-E.
Now tell us what it is.
It's when he gets me head and he puts one hand on the back of it, right? And he puts the other hand on the front of it and he just sort of swivels it.
Swivel, right down the front.
Oh, swivel's not it's spelled S-W-I-V.
How many times a day?
How many times a day does he swells it? It depends what time he gets in. If he gets in about 12:30, he could get a good 3 in. But I think, I don't really want to talk about.
You've done enough, don't you? Well done, Billy. Big hand of applause.
That is the effort.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the best thing you've ever done, Karl.
Darkness growing on me. Love that. Love the darkness. This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of.
Now, Rick, you may remember that last week we opened with some quality knob news.
Knob news, yeah.
It was
Hitler's knob.
Hitler's knob was one of them. That just sparked off into a whole bunch of other kind of knob-related discussions.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased so far to see that we're almost at the halfway mark for this first hour. And so far we've only talked about nudity and/or todgers.
Yeah.
So excellent work from us. Well done, lads.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Dr. Fox and the rest of the Sony award committee listening to this one.
Yeah.
But more knob news. I don't know if there's a jingle for that, maybe.
You nearly had the eye out. Knob news.
Knob news, excellent. This is an extraordinary story. A woman tried to sue her bosses for £210,000 after finding a cooked penis in a canteen stew. Hospital cleaner Sophie, something, I can't pronounce that name, was eating goulash for lunch and could not cut one of the lumps of meat. You can see where it's going.
I've got so many questions already.
I know. She picked it up and tried to chew it, but it was too tough. Then she inspected it with workmates, who all agreed it was a penis. Imagine that discussion.
Yeah.
Miss McLata said she vomited for the rest of the day, instantly became a vegetarian, and had to have psychiatric help. It's not known whether the organ was from a human. The case continues.
Well, it can be found out, so that's one thing. Obviously, the doctors aren't confused. They're not going, I don't know, I've never seen one like it.
Yeah.
Also, why is she eating goulash?
I know.
I mean, that's my first question. Why?
Yeah.
Lunch. What do you want? I don't know, I fancy some goulash.
Yeah. Some gooly lash.
Gooly lash,
Thanks very much
it.
Indeed.
Lancashire cockpot.
Brilliant.
Is on the menu.
Brilliant.
Only £5.50.
Wangers and mash.
I'd love some wangers and mash, please.
Cock o' van.
Cock o' van.
It's already done for
There's
you.
there's wangers and mash, cock o' van, Lancashire cockpot.
That's just off the top of our brains.
Yeah.
So if you've got any of your own, keep them to yourself. We're not interested. What do you make of that knob news?
And it's in a hospital.
Yes, it was. No, hospital cleaner. You're right.
Oh,
cleaner.
God. I know how your mind's thinking already.
There's been a mix-up.
What kind of mix-up?
I love that. What, some bloke's gone in, some lesbian's gone in, wanting a sex change. She's got a carrot for a cock.
Bit of stewing steak.
Stewing steak. Oh, that would be great.
50 Cent in Da Club on XFM 104.9.
We're playing our favourite singles of the year, and we're looking back over some of our favourite clips of the year.
I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington. Not done a lot. Maybe you should earn your money as you get to Mondays off for this 2 hours of nonsense.
What are you on about? I've done loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, same old.
Yeah.
Let's have something new, something fresh.
Well, I've been looking around, right, on the internet for stuff.
Yeah.
On the internet?
Yeah.
Your Bible, where you get all your information about the world and the universe and morality from.
And you know, like, how I always say to you, I don't really read that much of it, I just read the headline.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
Anna Nova have sort of nicked that idea to grab you.
Nicked what idea?
Well, to sort of get to the meat straight away at the top. Do you know what I mean? The headline to the story and everything.
What?
Right, these are stories.
But the headlines already existed. That was why you thought that was a good idea?
Not like this, though.
All right.
Headline. Well, these are all headlines, right? Vibrating shoes could stop elderly falling. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
You don't
Vibrating shoes could stop elderly falling.
Yeah, that's the story. You don't need to read on. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
right?
could you read on anyway?
Can't be bothered.
Read on anyway.
Well, you have a look at that in a bit, right?
So what this is frustrating radio if you're sitting at home.
No,
well, it's not on. They've turned it off.
If you want to know more, you know where to go. That's what I'm saying. That's what they should do in the news. Get the news done in a minute.
There's a good story about Iraq.
Right.
Bong.
Right.
Look it up. Look it up on the internet.
Right.
Anna Nova.
Give us another bong.
Bong.
Family sick of living on Butthole Road.
Oh, brilliant. Bong.
Man wears same shoes for 60 years.
Oh, bong.
This isn't that good. Some fella pulls a train with his teeth.
And in lighter news.
I love that. Triple Donald, this one isn't very good.
And the last one, man fails to break clothes pegs on face record. She's always good. Well, that's the one I did read on about.
I love that out of all those. That's the one he went on about. Go on then.
Just
why is that news? He fails to make a record. So did I today.
I know, yeah.
I failed the long jump record today.
Yeah. Didn't even take part.
No, I was rubbish.
But what are the rules on world records and that?
I don't know if there are rules. There are certain things you can't. I mean, it's the Guinness Book of Records, isn't it, really, that's the arbiter, isn't it?
Yeah, but is there anything, if you said you wanted to do it, would they say, well, you can't do that?
Yeah, they've stopped some gluttony records, obviously things that are in danger. So anything that's illegal, Yeah, anything that's immoral.
Yeah, like that American serial killer that just got discovered.
Yeah.
Having killed 47 women. I don't think he can make that into the Guinness Book of Records.
No, because people would be trying to beat it, won't they?
But there was some other story about a fella eating watches and that. That can't be good for you. So why don't they say, look, don't do that, do something else?
He wanted to stay regular.
Do you know what I mean? Though? I just wondered.
What do you mean he was
any...
eating watches?
He just said he was eating watches. He got about 3 in about a minute.
How could he time it?
Do you know what I mean, though? And then the other thing is the one that I was reading, the world record with the fellow who's pulling a train with his teeth. Does that make any difference that he's done it with his teeth?
What do you mean?
Well, what difference does it make?
Well, isn't it? It's quite hard to pull a train with your teeth, I imagine.
Well, it's pretty hard to pull a train. All I'm saying is it because he couldn't beat the fella who's pulling it with his hands?
Well, this is my point. I think there was one bloke with the record for the running backwards 100 metres was sort of like 11 and a half seconds. And I was thinking, turn around, you'd probably have a really good go at that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sort of like doing a marathon with a milk bottle on your head. Take the milk bottle off and see how fast you can go, you twat.
But you can just tweak it, like the fella who has done the pegs on the face, right?
Yeah.
His name's Gary Stretch Turner, right?
Right.
So you're sort of cheating already if he's got a stretchy head, right? but
you are, right, you are one of the most stupid humans I have ever met.
Well, get me in the book. Yeah. Right? Well, listen. So Gary Stretch Turner, right, his record is 153 pegs.
Yeah.
He did it again, and he only got 150 on. So he hasn't broke his own record.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if he tweaked it a bit more, would that make a new record?
What?
Well, if he said, I've got 150 pegs on, but at the same time as eating a burger.
I see what you mean, yeah. He'd be the world record breaker for pegs and eating burgers at the same time.
Yeah, just change it a bit. If you know you're not going to make it, just do something else.
I'm assuming the rules are set at the beginning, Carl. That's it. That's where they say, right, you're just going to do the pegs thing. You're not going to introduce burgers halfway through, are you? Definitely not. And then they have a go.
I was on one leg, not interested. How many pegs? 150.
Can I just ask very briefly, I was quite interested by the family had to move because they lived on Butthole Road.
Yeah, I quite like that one.
I don't know if I've told you before, Rick, where I used to live. I'm not going to tell you the name of the street that I used to live on, not on air, because my parents still live there and I don't want to, But I'm going to write it for you now. This is the genuine name of the street I used to live on. Just imagine when you're at school.
Yeah.
And like in class, for instance, in French, you've got to say, you've got to answer where you live.
Yeah.
J'habite, wherever.
Yeah.
That's the name. This is actually the name of the street we lived on.
No, it's not.
I swear to God.
That is...
Absolutely right. I could phone my father now and he could confirm that for you. I swear
because he doesn't want
to God. And I'd tell you that...
But listen, do you know what worries me? It's the apostrophe S.
I know.
Because that's blatant.
Yes. Amazing, isn't it?
That is incredible.
But imagine how embarrassing
that was. So if I look that up in the Bristol...
You will find that in the Bristol A to Z. I swear to God.
That is really... Why have you never told me that before?
I can't believe I haven't.
That's
I'm
incredible.
still embarrassed now. Do you know, whenever I have to phone up, if I have to give that address, I always spell it instantly.
Really?
Like, somehow that'll hide it, that'll disguise the name.
But I can't get over that.
Anyway, if you perhaps live in Tits Avenue,
yeah,
or...
Wankling Drive.
Wankling Drive, just get in touch. Let us know, we're not really interested.
This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of. I know what you're thinking. If this is the best, my Christ, what was the rest like? Well, we'll be back in a week's time, so you can judge it for yourself live. But anyway, in the meantime, this is one of the best clips I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm laughing just thinking about what it might be.
He said this, oh God, it's like a child or a cat when it's confused. He went, Steve reckons in ancient Greece, right, it was better to shag a bloke than a woman. And I went, well, yeah. I mean, that's about the male being sort of a first-class citizen, much better, wasn't it? An aspiration to sleep with a beautiful man than a beautiful woman.
Women were lower-class citizens, so therefore men were seen as higher class. So to have sexual relations with a man, there was no shame in that.
No.
In fact, it was looked upon.
And I said, well, ancient Rome. I said, Nero, he sit in his big jacuzzi and he used to get, pretty boy men to just go into the water and just nibble at his testicles while he was having a watch.
He didn't do that.
He did. Yeah.
And he's not a gay fella.
No, well, no. I mean, you know, I don't know about Nero, but I mean, it wasn't a case of a big delineation between what was heterosexual and what was gay. It was just, you know, whatever you...
So what did this fella do then? This one who's having his...
Well, he was pretty much top boy, Nero, for a while.
He was in charge.
And, you know, and you did what you're told. If Caesar or...
But why were people going round there? Why didn't they go, oh...
No, they weren't dropping in. It wasn't like the door was opening. I was just going to see what Nero's doing. You'd have probably been like a delivery boy or a stable boy or something, you know, and you'd have popped round there and you'd have gone, there, right, Nero, there's the tablets of stone you wanted. And they go, Pilkington, why you are here? Pop under... I don't know why he's French.
What is that?
I don't know why he's French. Just pop under the water and nibble at my testicles and you'd have done it.
Because he was Nero.
I wouldn't.
You would have.
Well, there's no way I would have done.
Well, you would have.
What have I done? I've dropped a pizza off.
Yeah, you put around to Nero's place with the pizza.
Right. Right, I'd say I've done my job. Right? Yeah. That's not the sort of tip I wanted.
No, he'd have said, get the little baldy chap to nibble at my testicles, and you'd have run the water.
I wouldn't have done it.
No,
well, you can't put me head on the wall here.
I wouldn't have done it. Can I just say this, Steve? Not only would you be nibbling his testicles, you'd have been going mad. You'd have been noshing him just for extra. You'd have been doing everything he wanted. You'd have been going, he'd have gone, I didn't ask you to do that. You'd have been going mental. They'd have been chewing, slurping, smacking, poking. You'd have chopped, you'd have gnawed his packet off. You'd think you're eating Walker's crisps. There'd be bubbles, there'd be flood. Oh, it'd be horrible.
That was Bowie and Waterloo Sunset. Love that. Love the original. Love Bowie. Bowie was my gig of the year. These are my singles of the year. These are our clips of the year. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Stephen Merchant. We're just picking some lovely little bits and pieces.
Do you remember when we talked about this?
That's the sort of thing I think we need now, right? We've covered a lot of stuff.
What, education?
Teaching, yeah.
Well, okay, what do you want to know?
Don't know.
Have you got something? Can you educate us on anything?
I've been reading bits.
So could we bring back just for one night only, educating Ricky?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Do you think it warrants that?
I don't know enough about it. Do you know what I mean?
About what?
It sounds perfect. Play the jingle.
Educating Ricky. He's getting smarter.
A couple of things happened in the week that I read about.
Okay.
Keeping up on what's going on in that.
Sure.
Yeah.
One was about that Galileo fella.
Okay.
Was it about 1636? Was it?
I think it might have been earlier.
Bad.
Go on.
Did some stuff with light and that. He
did lots of physical experiments, yeah.
Is that it then, Carl, is it? He did some stuff with light and that.
What did he do with light? What was that?
Well, I think he invented the first...
Telescope?
Telescope. So I think it's a particular lens, though, and he did experiments where he dropped famously two different weighted balls from Pisa, and they hit the ground at the same time, showing that it doesn't matter, the weight doesn't matter, but air resistance does, and stuff like that.
I think he probably explained it a bit better than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Karl.
Sure.
Did they need to know
He's
stuff?
just thinking about pizza.
Yeah.
Did they need to know stuff like that back then?
What do you mean, did they need to know stuff like that? It's just...
There weren't people going around going, I've got to drop these two things off the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I just don't know which one's going to land first.
Yeah, I need to know. Why do you need to know that?
Bring me Galileo.
Yeah.
It's for a bet.
Yeah.
No, but if I was knocking about then, I'd be like, stop messing with that. We need a telly. Or, do you know what I mean?
I bet he thinks the Flintstones is real.
I know.
That'd be brilliant. That's what I'd do if I was a caveman. I'd make a telly out of rock.
Yeah.
And a pelican
and a
as
car
a cement
that I just
mixer.
ran along the road with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need a car.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really got the internal combustion engine. Can you stick your feet through the bottom? Yeah, just get me a car, for Christ's sake.
Anyway, so I learned that. And then...
What?
You learned his name.
Yeah.
Other people I learned the name of this week.
Oh, if a chimp could watch telly. Go on, Karl, go on.